surrounded by friends and family. CSS can transform your outdoor space into the ultimate game day destination. Stylish, warm, and built for memories. With several wood, gas, and electric options, let CSS make your backyard the best seat in the house. Visit CSSFireplaces.com.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. When it's game time, Farah doesn't flinch. The Drill.
From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Coogan Nation. Time to rise and shine and start your day with Duval Sports Media Big Steppers. Dan Hicken.
You know it!
Jeff Proctor.
It's a big deal.
Gosh, it sure is a big deal.
And E to the T.
E.T. is in the booth.
Rise and shine! Google, it's go time on a Wednesday morning. Glad you're with us here. It's a hump day, stump day. Get Smart John joins us a little bit later today. Murphy Power Hour, best time of the year to have our man Daniel Murphy in studio with us as the Major League Baseball season steamrolls towards its conclusion, and the train engineer, the Los Angeles Dodgers. It was always the Dodgers, and it will be the Dodgers, who now have won the first two in Milwaukee, and they'll go home in the next three and win at least 2 out of 3 and win the series 4-1, put it to bed, and most likely face the Seattle Mariners in the World Series, where they will again win a series 4-1, 4-2. The starting pitching the last 2 days has just been outrageous. A sure sign of how much the baseball times have changed, with Yamamoto pitching a no-hitter, not a no-hitter, a complete game last night. First complete game in the postseason since 2017. That's crazy, man. And this is after Blake Snell the night before went 8 innings, and the Dodgers back-to-back starting pitching just puts the Brewers to bed. Night-night, best record in baseball. Night-night, nighty-night, good year, great year. But you run into this buzzsaw. I'll tell you what sums up the Dodgers as much as anything. Good morning, E.T.
Stop out there, Jeffrey.
I'll drop this one on you, okay? You think about the Dodgers and all the stars, and they've always got a big one there ready to beat you, okay? All right, the Freemans and the Betts and the Otanis. And Ohtani, by the way, is like 2 for 22 in the series. Did have an RBI last night, but nonetheless. So Max Muncy homered last night. It was the big blow, gave him a little bit of insurance and in a 5-1 win. But Muncy, it's his 14th postseason home run. And in the grand history of Dodgers baseball, all the stars that have played through the years, all the deep postseason runs, the championships, in the history of the Los Angeles Dodgers, the all-time postseason home run leader is now Max Muncy with 14. But wait, it's better. He breaks a tie with, you ready? Justin Turner. I mean, because when you think all-time MLB greats, you think Justin Turner and Corey Seager, who was a star there and has been a star in Texas as well. And then you got Duke Snider. He's an old-timer. And then Kiki Hernandez, 10. Same number as Steve Garvey, by the way. 8th place, Chris Taylor. But you see these names, right? This is like what I said before. They've got these back-to-back-to-back MVP future Hall of Famers, but there's always 1 or 2 of these jokers that are breaking your back. In the top 10 all-time postseason home runs for the Dodgers, the following names are among the top 10 all-time for this proud franchise. Postseason home runs: Max Muncy, Justin Turner, Kiki Hernandez, Chris Taylor, Jock Peterson, Will Smith. Not exactly a who's who of future Hall of Famers. Oh, and by the way, after that, Teoscar Hernandez already was 7. He had another one last night, his 4th so far this postseason. Mookie Betts already has a 7 as a Dodger. Freddie Freeman's in the top 15 all time. But no, it's those names like the Muncies and the Chris Taylor in years past, Kiki Hernandez this year, Justin Turner years past, Will Smith's on this team, Jock Peterson's. It's those type. And they just come out in waves with this incredible payroll, and you're left with no chance. It was always the Dodgers. Should have put your whole stack on them, back in September when you could have got them 5.5 to 1 to win the World Series.
Every now and then you'll drop something on the Googans,
I'm just
Jeff.
telling you, whenever they were going bad, it didn't matter. They're just sitting there. Get this guy healthy, rest this guy. They are just absolutely, as predicted, steamrolling their way through. There's no stopping them.
You took them boys against the whole field.
The whole field. And by the way, E, I took a real heavy favorite. That's not like going way out there on a limb. It is by
the whole field, though?
Yeah, the way the whole – well, just they're by far – look, there have been a lot of years you take the Chiefs against the field. It may seem real adventurous, but guess what happens?
Yeah.
I mean, the Dodgers were, in my mind, always a sure bet, and that was the disconnect. I don't think anyone is surprised that the Dodgers are winning, even from when the play – and Murph and Hick could tell you that. They're not surprised the Dodgers are winning. They just didn't trust based on a faulty bullpen in particular. Based on what they had seen this year, whereas I never got off that train. Doesn't really matter. E.T., I have never flown overseas to Europe. Have you?
No, I've never been across the pond.
What is your furthest flight, like maybe like Seattle to South Florida? What's the furthest flight that you've been on?
I mean, man, yeah,
Can you
Seattle,
think?
like Miami to Seattle.
You've done that one, and that's probably, about a 5-hour flight maybe?
Yeah, and then like Costa Rica took a long time, too, to get there. But yeah, I say like Miami to Seattle, like coast to coast. It's real far.
Yeah, Costa Rica and the Caribbean. I mean, that's all going to be within 3 or 4 hours typically. Hold on, I'm just checking something. I guess what I'm going to reference here is there's this. I've never had jet lag. I mean, I've heard of it. I can understand. I've had, I think, minor versions of it, just flying across 3 time zones like the Seattle to Miami. There may be a bit of lethargy there, but I wouldn't go so far as to say I was jet lagged, like your whole rhythm thrown off. You should be awake when you're asleep and vice versa. Right? Well, just understand right now over there in London, it's 10 past 11 in the morning. That's a big difference, right? It's a big difference, something that they're trying to get accustomed to as we go through this week, and the Jags get set to play the Rams this weekend. The longest flight I've done, I think New York to LA, probably domestically the longest flight I've ever taken. I did go to Santiago, Chile. That's a long flight. That flight time was probably similar to Jack's London, but you're not crossing the time zones. Time's not changing. You only went if you go from here to the southernmost parts of South America, you're only going maybe one time zone east, so you're not that thrown off. But I think we've gotten so used to it. But I do think it's a big deal that it's just weird. Yeah, maybe 1:30 in your own brain or 2:30 in your own brain, but it's still 9:30 in the morning when you're taking the field, right? Or in your brain it's 9:30, maybe 2 o'clock on the, on the clocks and the scoreboard over there. So yeah, are y'all out there in text land? Many of you probably traveled more than I have, but like jet lag. Could you imagine a football game? Whether you choose to go over and play within the 2 days, or would it help if you're there 5-6 days? I do find it really strange that the Jaguars have been over there 13 times and haven't settled on the best way to do it. That's odd to me, right? I mean, physiologically here, it is what it is. You're flying over, you're making adjustments. It's strange that and relatively successful years.
But ultimately, who makes that decision? Is it the head coach?
I would think the head coach takes upon advice.
That probably got something with it, because all the turnaround that we've been having, everybody wants their own way of doing it.
And whether that is a head coach call or a GM call, that is also a position that's flopped. I would imagine that you would start with the coach and what he wants, and then kind of he does the diligence with the GM, with the medic staff and all those to then determine the best way to do it. I thought it was interesting, and Liam Cohen said this when he met the media on Monday. He thought it's a good time for him to go. It's a good time. We got some adversity. We're going to be all, hunkered down together, and we'll see if that ends up being accurate. How about that? We'll see if that ends up playing out, if that's any kind of advantage at all. Do you like having the early morning game, ET, once a year?
Yeah.
Yeah, like getting up and getting the day started like that? go ahead and apologize for my lack of churching this Sunday, but that's probably gonna. I'm just gonna be honest up front here, and it'll be pancakes and Jags coming up Sunday morning at 9:30, and much more on that matchup. They meet the media during our show today because again, it's just about it'll be afternoon there in a couple hours, so we'll see if what, if any, quote, news comes out of Liam Cohen's press conference. I believe he meets the media 9:30 our time, so 2:30 in the afternoon over there. Travis Hunter, both requested to meet the media as they make their stop in London. Maybe this can be a Travis Hunter breakout week. I know we keep hoping for it. It would do the franchise good. It would do the fan base some good. Franchise pretty good. They're 4-2. I'm sure optimistic about this weekend. Fans like to fret, like to worry that this player's not good enough and this investment isn't good enough. And here we are at 4-2, and Josh Allen can't get to the quarterback according to the fan base. Trevor's not good enough to take us where we need to go according to the fan base. Travis Hunter's not been worth trading all that collateral that you did to get up number 2. We're making those, or at least in the form of sports debate. Those arguments are made about a team that's just getting going under a new direction and is 4-2 to this point, but a really, really big opportunity coming up this weekend. All right, we got Get Smart John today. We've got the Murphy Power Hour. We'll talk baseball. 2 teams went on the road and won games 1 and 2 away from home. Those 2 teams, the Dodgers and Mariners, so it sure seems like a collision course for this year's Fall Classic. Other sports news, we've got a football fix coming up as we move along. Interesting Thursday night matchup because of the quarterbacks. We'll touch on that in the football fix. Still parsing through some of Liam Cohen's thoughts, and let's not undersell the disaster that the offensive line was on Sunday. What Coach Cohen saw and what he sees as a path to improvement. We'll dive into a little bit of that when we come back on the other side. As typical, I spend my 20 hours between the last time I talked to you and the next time that I'll talk to you. As usual, I spend that 20 hours, ET, doing a lot of gatekeeping.
Okay.
I'm always scrolling through stuff and looking at stuff, and I found a couple of interesting columns and that I would share with y'all when we come back, including this one. We've seen these redrafts before, right? We saw the PFF redraft, and it's fun to hone in on the 21 draft because those guys now play 21, 22, 23 more. They're going in their 5th year. Trevor, obviously, was a part of that draft, and we saw the PFF draft before the season started, ET. We saw the redraft, and even with Micah Parsons and Jamar Chase and Patrick Surtain and some really good players, PFF still had the Jaguars taking Trevor Lawrence, right?
Yep.
Well, CBS Sports and their draft expert, Ryan Wilson, has done the same exercise, a 2021 NFL redraft. But it does have a little bit different twist. I think y'all will find this interesting when we come back on the other side. We're rocking and rolling. It's a hump day, stump day, baby. Bring it on the drill.
The Drill at the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
He's down on the ground. He is down.
A freak injury can wreck a football team and affect their championship dreams.
Wait, you're telling me I'm about to lose my number 1 wide receiver?
Listen for the personal injury attorneys Farah and Farah Injury Update.
Jacksonville.
On 1010XL.
Frank Frangie here. It's always truck season at Nimnick Chevrolet. Well, this month, you can save up to 20% off a new Silverado or get financing rates as low as 0%. Unlike most dealerships, Nimnick Chevrolet has the largest inventory on the ground, ready for you to explore. With their extensive selection, you're sure to find your perfect truck at Nimnick. So shop online at nimnickchevy.com or visit the dealership at Park and Cassett. Who's got more new Chevrolets at the best prices? Nobody but Nimnick. Chevrolet, together, let's drive.
This is Josh Woolsey with Woolsey Morecambe. When deciding what lawyer to trust with your car accident or injury case, the most reliable way is reviews and results. You want to be treated well, and you want a great result. Woolsey Morecambe's reviews speak for themselves, and I challenge any firm to compare results. We offer the resources of a large law firm and the customer service of a boutique practice. If you want to be treated right and want great results, call Woolsey Morecambe at 1-800-WOOLSEY and take the fear out of the fight. Offices, Jacksonville.
You already know it's your main man E to the T here for Twin Peaks, home of the 29-degree draft. And with ball season here, make sure you're on the lookout for my instant reaction before, during, or after the game. All brought to you by Twin Peaks, home of the 29-degree drafts. Come on, somebody.
Checkmate Coatings. Your floor's missing piece.
Yo, Jacksonville, Hickens Hype, Checkmate Coatings crushes it with floors I'd put in my own pad.
I'm Brendan with Checkmate Coatings. We coat it all: garages, pool decks, driveways, and patios. Be the envy of your neighbors.
Rush to checkmatecoatings.com. Checkmate Coatings, your floor's missing piece.
Checkmate Coatings. Your floor's missing piece.
Yo, E.T. here, and Twin Peaks is the best in the game. Here, your favorite drafts are poured at a frosty 29 degrees, and rare barrel-aged whiskeys are served just the way you want them. It's bigger game days and bolder fight nights. I mean, where else can you find a scratch kitchen that always comes through in the clutch every day, from lunch to late night? Only at Twin Peaks, the #1 sports bar, Twin Peaks. Scratch kitchen scores every time. Dig into hand-smashed burgers, chef-inspired flatbreads, and more at your local lodge. Come on, somebody.
AA Automotive helps keep your vehicle in dependable and safe condition. Call Sam, Harry, or Joe, and they'll check your brakes, tires, fluids, electric, and motor, so your ride runs smooth on the road. That's AA Automotive on Richard Street.
Tired of roofers who never answer the phone and just use AI?
I'm Morgan Conley, the People's Roofer. I answer every call. No robots, no runaround. I'm born here, built here, staying here. Visit MorganConleyRoofing.org.
Bueller, stay cooler with Bueller.
Hey, pal, you look troubled. Is something bugging you?
This friendship isn't all upside for me, Jason. People keep asking me stuff about you.
They ask you about me?
Is it really cooler with Bueller, they ask. So I say, totally. And they say, how do you mean that? And I say, he fixes air conditioners, which literally makes somebody cool. But he also has cool sunglasses and cool people and a cool family.
And I try to make working at Bueller Air and Plumbing a really cool experience for our technicians and plumbers. We treat our people like gold, and they treat our homeowners the exact same way.
Great. Well, now there's another cool thing I've got to remember. This is a lot of responsibility, Jason.
Life can get hectic sometimes. If you don't take a moment to slow down and appreciate all the cool parts, you could miss it.
Do people ask you about me at all?
Weirdly, they do.
Stay cooler with Bueller.
Visit BuellerAir.com.
October's Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and Ackerman Cancer Center offers women's health, diagnostic, and screening services, including contract-enhanced mammography and total body MRI. Early detection is the key. Visit AckermanCancerCenter.com.
For lost or broken keys or nearly any make and model of vehicle, call 722-1111 for
Instant Keys. Instant Keys. You don't have to go to the dealer. Instant Keys comes to you.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Focused, fueled, fearless, Farah.
So the Steelers and the Bengals will start the NFL schedule tomorrow night on Prime Video, and maybe for one night, they can rename it Pasture Prime Video. A couple of 40-year-olds at quarterback. Listen, we talk about the improving state of quarterbacking and, you know, how much more league ready these guys are when they get here. And lo and behold, here we are, and you still can't find anyone better for these two particular teams than a 41-year-old, I believe, Aaron Rodgers, or a 40-year-old and 41 or 40, Joe Flacco. I don't know. They're both in their 40s. There have been a few 40-40 matchups in league history, not a ton. Nobody over the age of 40 has done anything prolific at the quarterback position, not named Tom Brady, who has a ton, like 150-something touchdown passes after the age of 40. The next on the list after the age of 40, I think, is Drew Brees with like 50 maybe. So, you know, what Tom did after the age of 40 is unbelievable. Aaron Rodgers still playing pretty good, isn't he? Doesn't it feel that way, E?
He playing pretty good.
I mean, they're off to a start. I mean, I don't see everything they're doing. I do see I see a highlight. I see Aaron Rodgers every week. It feels like hitting a touchdown somewhere.
Yeah, throwing into DK.
Let's see what old Aaron Rodgers, what kind of start he's off to. We got to go down the list here to find him on at least passing yards. That makes sense the way Pittsburgh plays offense. Rodgers is completing 68%, barely 1,000 yards of passing, but 1,021 passing, 10 touchdowns, 3 picks, and a passer rating of 105. So certainly navigating that Steelers ship pretty good. And, buddy, that whole division got turned over on its ear with the Burrow and Lamar injuries. I mean, the Steelers at 4-1 already have a 2.5-game lead, a 3-game lead in the loss column in the division. So smooth sailing for Aaron Rodgers and Mike Tomlin. We'll see if the Bengals are 2-4. I think they feel like with Flacco, it gives them back to having a puncher's chance in these games. But the defense is still the defense in Cincinnati, and Chase Brown has not emerged as the kind of back that they thought he would be. And I could just see Jamar Chase and the boys getting frustrated with that pass offense, week one out of the gate. So Bengals are 2-4. They've lost 4 straight after a 2-0 start that included that win over the Jags there in the early season. All right, look, you sometimes you don't want to think about the weaknesses. You'd rather just focus in on the strengths. But there are a couple of things now 6 games in that the Jags aren't just doing not well. They're doing terribly. Like we got serious issues suddenly in some season-long statistics that just have to be better. Where do you want to start? Well, the Jags have 8 sacks. That is tied for 3rd worst in the league. So tied for 30th in the league in sacks. No bueno. The Jaguars are, they're pitiful against the pass. They're giving up 256.3. That is 30th in the NFL. Those are 2 important stats, especially for a team that, if they're good enough to hold leads, is going to be facing an onslaught of passing attacks to try and hold on for victories. The turnovers have made all the difference in the first few games. Just don't forget, both the Texans and the Niners were driving late with chances to at least tie ball games, and turnovers saved the day for the Jags. They are 30th in sacks, and they're 30th against the pass. Really, struggling numbers in those 2 areas, all right? Then there's this. After starting the year, right, like number 2 in the league in running the football, Travis Etienne was 3rd or 4th. They were off to a fantastic start. Well, now, through 6 games, that average is down to 124 yards a game from like 165 after the first couple. And that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Outside of the top 10 now in rushing offense, something else that was a strength to begin the year. So I'm sure plenty of time to think on that 9 hours of air travel time the Jags had between here and London. Plenty of time for Liam Cohen to come up with some answers to questions that he got in the Monday press conference after falling to Seattle at home, watching the run game stall for the 2nd straight week, suddenly watched the pass protection completely go to pot, and trying to remain confident on getting those things right. So let's talk about each of those issues here real quick. One, the O-line was awful. We key in on the lack of pass protection for Trevor Lawrence, but on the other side, they also have not run the football for a couple of weeks in a row. This is something that Liam Cohen, with great fanfare and accolade, came to Jacksonville, having done in Tampa. He turned the worst rushing attack in the league into like a top 3 or 4 unit. It looked like that flip was in place here, but they've hit a little bit of a roadblock. Here's the coach on fixing the run game.
What we're looking at this week is, okay, what we know our identity to be in terms of the runs that we want to prioritize, really repping the heck out of those to make sure that we're giving these guys the confidence to go rep them in the games. But also we've got to be better on our combinations too. Like Seattle does a nice job of like if you're running a double team combination, their D-line did a nice job of like only playing into one of those guys that are trying to block you. So the double team is then almost off, and now they have hands on one, and then your double team, the guy that's trying to go up to the backer, well, he's going up, but now that guy that's blocking him is one-on-one again. And so we just did not execute that stuff. So at the end of the day, I think we just got to look at, all right, what is our balance between under center and gun runs, and making sure that we're balanced there, and also prioritizing what we do best, and also make us the defense stop those things. But we got to go execute it better.
Yeah, and when the defense stops them, what do you do? In this case, the run stop, we're going to pass. Oh, no. That's kind of how it went on Sunday down at the stadium. Meanwhile, on defense, we talked about the pass defense. A couple of things can lead into pass defenses giving up a lot of yards, and it's not always a negative. If you're a team that's ahead, you're facing squads that are firing the ball all over the field trying to get back in the game, and that can sometimes artificially inflate the numbers. Doesn't feel like a lot of what the Jags have given up through the air this year, though, has been inflated. It feels like it's just been part of the games that we've been involved in, and end of the day, it is what it is. They're third from the bottom, 30th in the NFL in pass yards allowed, 258 a game. And look, we've seen it. We saw it again on Sunday. Liam Cohen sees it. There's one thing in particular that's burning them.
We let the ball get thrown over our heads a few times. That's a tough world if you let up 2 60-yarders. And then I will say this, Seattle did a great job of calling their shots against the exact coverages that you would want those plays to be drawn up in. Tough one on obviously the post that went, but they hit us on a couple overs to Cup and one in JSN on the over versus 3 deep got us. We stopped the run the way we wanted to. We won third down. Played stout in the red area on the 1 3rd down where they ran it, and we got it made them kick a field goal. We did some really good things, but ultimately those big plays, man, they're killing us.
Well, listen, you want the proof?
We let the ball
295 through the air against Seattle. 122 of it came on 2 plays. 61-yarder to Jackson Smith and Jigba touchdown, 61-yarder to A.J. Barner. They kind of put that game away, except for the kind of part. Hit that play, right? That 61-yarder got down in Jags territory. Then, they were able to salt the game away from there. But of the 295, 122 came on 2 plays. So, you want to be a bottom 3 pass defense? Give up over 100 in 2 plays. That'll usually do it. All right, this redraft, interesting. I'll get into it when we come back on the other side. You're listening to The Drill. It's a Stump Day, Hump Day edition.
HorsemenOnly.com studios. 1010XL is your home for play-by-play of Bishop Kenny football.
After 2 road wins, the Crusaders defend their home turf against the Buccaneers. Bishop Kenny First Coast, Friday at 7 on 1010XL.
Daly's Dash is not only your Jaguars game day stop, but a great place to grab a meal any day of the week. To honor the Jags and the fans, we've crafted the Duval Sub. The Duval comes with freshly sliced turkey ham, melted cheddar and habanero jack cheese, topped with crisp lettuce, fresh tomatoes, and a double portion of our secret sauce, all served on a fresh roll. Come by your local's Daly's Dash today to get your delicious Duval Sub. Daly's is the official convenience store sponsor of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
You don't need to bet everything on a Hail Mary. Just find a ride in your budget. Because Southside Kia is now Kia on Atlantic. New name, new location, same great deals. And we have the perfect place during the Kia Fall Savings event, like a new Kia payment free for a full 90 days. Or take advantage of financing rates as low as 0%. It's always a touchdown when you shop the best deals in town. Kia on Atlantic, your coastal Kia connection.
For complete details, call 904-250-0587.
When it comes to your utility bill, JEA wants to help you use less so you can save more. We offer a variety of free programs, like efficiency and irrigation assessments that'll teach you ways to conserve energy and water around your home. Our alerts will let you know when your utility usage has reached a set amount, and our rebates can help you save when upgrading to more efficient appliances and equipment. Find even more ways to save at JEA.com.
A lot of companies will tell you they're the best. At Custom Tree Surgeons, they show you every time. Custom Tree Surgeons has built an all-pro team. Every tree service professional has years of experience, continually trained and certified. They know what, when, and how to handle any job. It gets done efficiently and quickly by a team of experts. So for tree trimming, removal, stump grinding, and emergency services, forget any name other than Custom Tree Surgeons. There is no job they can't do better. Go to our website, CustomTreeSurgeons.com. That's CustomTreeSurgeons.com, and let them show you how the job is supposed to get done.
Hey, it's Brent with Arcosa Crushed Concrete. If you've got concrete or asphalt rubble on your site, let me buy it from you, and I will recycle it into construction material for your future projects. Arcosa Crushed Concrete. Get paid for what you don't need.
They're out to test our reputation as the best plumber in Jax, so we gotta play like the experts we are. Now, who are we?
Roland Reach Plumbing!
Now that's what a winner sounds like.
Customers always win with Roland Reach Plumbing at plumberinjax.com.
Aren't you just happy when you can handle all your needs in one location? Well, introducing Allstate agent Mandy Bowers in Mandarin. Whether it's home, life, business, or auto, Mandy covers it all. In fact, bundling policy is a great way to add extra savings. Mandy and her crew can do that. Allstate is offering lower auto insurance rates this year. Mandy can do that. You need to give Mandy Bowers a call in her Mandarin office, because when it comes to getting it all done under one roof, Mandy can do that.
This is Jeff Middlecoff with Cogent Bank. My associate Ryan Salem and I joined Cogent Bank because we wanted to revolutionize the mortgage business, just like Cogent Bank has revolutionized the banking business. So Ryan Salem and I are able to leverage the power and stability of Cogent Bank to go out and find our clients the best investors, the best products, and the best rates in the entire country for your particular mortgage loan. Of course, you don't have to be a customer at Cogent Bank to take advantage of our mortgage services to buy or refinance your home. We offer jumbo loans, VA, FHA, conventional, and investment loans. At Cogent Bank, we offer mortgages nationwide, so we can help you with a second home or help a family member who lives or is moving to another state. Call Ryan Salem or myself, Jeff Middlecoff, at Cogent Bank today, 904-442-9191, to see how we can help you with any of your mortgage loan needs, whatever or wherever they may be.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender, Cogent Bank, NMLS ID 4022296, Ryan Salem, NMLS ID 1182429, Jeff Middlecoff, NMLS ID 249086.
Joe C. for Preferred Roofing, reminding you your roof is more than just felt and shingles. It's a system that not only keeps your home dry, but also impacts your heating and cooling bills. Preferred Roofing and Construction is a GAF Master Elite roofing contractor lauded for having the ability to educate and inform homeowners on their options. Why GAF and Preferred Roofing? They're veteran-owned and operated with ties to Duval for decades. A family business ready to make sure your family has a good roof over its head. Log on, preferredroofingjax.com.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Still, present, ready. Farah doesn't flinch.
All right, welcome back. I can only imagine the level of Mensa meeting these little get-togethers must be every week down in Gainesville, because, you know, after Florida's most recent loss, Billy has to grab his superhero's lunchbox and go up to athletic director Scott Strickland's office, and they chat, you know, much like an owner will talk with an NFL head coach after each and every week. So Billy, you know, grabs his super friend's lunchbox, and he goes up to the mahogany desk, and then they sit down, and goodness only knows what these two talk about. I don't know, fishing, the weather, not winning football games. Napier continues to hold a weekly press conference. I mean, at this point, you got to be awful hardcore to care too much what's coming out of the for now Gator head coach's mouth. But he did tell reporters this week during his weekly press conference that, yeah, he meets with AD Scott Strickland every week as the program searches for answers following a loss to Texas A&M. A now 2-4 start. This guy's got the Gators 2-4, man. Could at least be 3-3 if you could, you know, beat South Florida there. Napier goes on. Yeah, we meet every week. You know, have a chance to catch up about what's going on. I think he's a great teammate. I bet you do. And we know it's not good enough. Really. No one loves to lose, you think? I think we're identifying areas we can improve and things we need to do better. Boss, it's year 4. You don't get to identify areas you can improve and things you need to do better. That's reserved for coaches who are saying the exact same thing about a 5-1 team trying to steady themselves for a playoff run. Not Billy Napier in year 4 with no probation, with no nothing, with no roadblocks, no seismic shit, nothing. With nothing impeding him. In year 4, he has the Florida Gators 2-4, man. I mean, now think about how laughable that is. This joker has driven Florida football down to like the bottom of the Mississippi State, and I don't mean any disrespect, Mississippi State fan, need more cowbell. Probably going to hear it on Saturday in the Swamp, but he's taking them down to the dregs where Vandy and Mississippi State and Kentucky and, all these programs have lived forever. This guy in 4 years has them 2-4. Again, without a loss of scholarships or, anything. You got a tough schedule. Boo freaking who, man? You got a tough schedule. It's year 4, man. Year 4 recruiting right, and you're that other team's tough schedule. It's like any production business, Napier continued. There's things we got to do better to get a better result. No, nothing more than that. We all know what the job is. Wake up every day and go do your job. That's the way I view it. Like it's no different than digging a ditch, man. Hi, Serenity Now. It's the latest from press conference land down in Gainesville. Nice to know that Mensa meeting's still taking place every Monday. They're figuring it out. Still identifying. Well, we'll know. Pretty soon we'll have an idea of, why we can't play 500 football in Gainesville. All right. There are a few things that get football fans fired up more than a mock draft. Well, what about a mock draft if you already know what kind of pro the draft pond is going to hold? And we've talked about this before. In some ways, it was surprising, but Trevor's draft was a really good one. Outside of the quarterbacks not named Trevor, which have all failed to some level, although Mac's having a resurgence out there in San Francisco. But it had Micah Parsons, right? I think Penei Sewell was in that draft. Jamar Chase, Patrick Surtain. I mean, those are big-time talents. So Pro Football Focus, before the season started, did the draft, and even with all that great talent, Trevor, because of the position, was still the pick at number 1 overall. Well, let's now go to the CBS Sports draft. Here's a breakdown, by the way, before we get to some of the specifics. Only 14 first-rounders from the original 2021 draft stayed in round 1. The other first-rounders are the rest of this first round, this redrafted first round, includes 6 second-rounders, 7 third-rounders, 2 fourth-rounders, and 1 each from rounds 5, 6, and 7. So we can just poo-poo these 7th-round draft picks and 5th and 6th that the Jags are accumulating. But there's also, and I've used this comparison before, you get more lottery balls in there with one of those 6th, 7th-round pick. There's a better chance you hit on one. All you want to hit is on one superstar. I don't care if I don't get any more out of it, just to find that one. All right, one last thing, though, before we get started. It's a little bit of a spoiler alert. The entire draft is made up of free agents holding a redraft based on their real-life NFL careers to date. Okay? We assume all eligible players from the draft are in the redraft. And then there's this twist. The original team cannot redraft the player that they selected in 2021. So we can't have this referendum here, at least from CBS, of whether they think the Jags would or should redraft Trevor Lawrence at number 1 overall. So with the number 1 overall pick and not eligible to redraft Trevor Lawrence, the Jags go Micah Parsons. I'm not even sure that's the right pick, but he's a great player. But,
Sauce in that draft too?
No, it was Surtain.
Okay.
I think I'd take Surtain.
Yes,
over Micah. But also Penei Sewell on this team, give me an all-pro tackle.
That's true, too.
So, I mean, I don't know if all right, so here's the interesting thing, though. In that draft, the Jets had the 2nd pick, and they blew it. They took they
Zach
took
Wilson,
Zach Wilson.
yeah.
But you've still got Jamar Chase on the board, Patrick Surtain on the board, Penei Sewell on the board, Amon-Ra St. Brown is on the board. Those are the biggest of the big names that are there. Devontae Smith, though, still there. Kyle Pitts, we're down to. You can see right away that even with Trevor's delayed growth, he's going to be in that top 10. Who do you think the Jets took number 2 overall, or who does this guy, Ryan Wilson, CBS's draft analyst, who does he say the Jets should or would take number 2 overall? Micah Parsons off the board.
It's probably not none of those names.
It's Trevor Lawrence.
Oh, okay. All right.
It's Trevor Lawrence. I mean, we just need to settle a little bit to get through this, man. Here's what he writes. Number 2, the Jets, Trevor Lawrence. This is his description. You ready? No brainer. The Jets desperately need a quarterback, and Trevor Lawrence, who was QB1 4 years ago, remains QB1 now. At least an interesting perspective from an outside view. By the way, Jamar Chase went 3rd to the Niners. Pat Surtain 4th to the Falcons. Penei Sewell 5th to the Bengals. Ooh, that's a good draft. Amon-Ra St. Brown 6th to the Dolphins. And then the talent thins a little bit as far as the big names.
As far as their production.
Yeah, I mean, there's still some good players on down the board. Rashawn Slater, J.C. Horn in the redraft falls just a little. There's still some other good players, but I found it interesting again with everyone available. It shows the importance of the position. This isn't suddenly redrawing what Trevor's done at this point, but it just speaks to obviously the importance of that position. That not only that they go there, first they did it in the preseason, a different publication, but then they go there now. But it was those first 2 words that kind of jumped out at me. No brainer? Really? No brainer over some of those other guys? Interesting. Got a football fix when we return. You got it locked on the drill.
The Drill. From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
This is your VSIN Action Update. Brought to you by Duck Rooter Plumbing, Septic, and Air Conditioning. When you're stuck, call the Duck. Proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Jaguars and Rams Sunday morning, Wembley Stadium in London. The Jaguars are the 3-point underdog, 44.5 the total. Rams wide receiver Puka Nacua, who leads the league with 54 receptions and 33 first downs, has a sprained ankle. His status questionable for the matchup. Coming up in college football on Saturday, it's Florida 8.5-point favorites at home with Mississippi State, 51.5 the total. Florida State laying 17.5 on the road at Stanford, 53.5 the total at Stanford Stadium. South Florida, 21.5-point home favorite against FAU. Cash back for every bet with a GBank signature Visa card. VSIN.com/GBank. With your action update, Mike Sennett, 1010XL.
Jacksonville, it's football season, and Duck Rooter is proud to be on your home team. As a proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars, we tackle plumbing, septic, and air conditioning problems with championship-level service. Keep an eye out for our custom Jaguar wrap plumbing vans rolling around town. They're hard to miss and always ready for the next play at your home or business. With thousands of 5-star Google reviews and the only master septic contractor in Northeast Florida, trust Duck Rooter to keep you in the game. Call 904-862-6769 or visit duckduckrooter.com. Duck Rooter, when you're stuck, call the Duck.
What's happening, folks? It's your main man, E.T. here. And whether you're biking through shaded trails, casting a line from Camp Chow Pier, or enjoying music by the St. Johns River, Clay County is full of ways to play. This month, experience off-road thrills at the 2025 Crawling for the Fallen. Savor bold flavors at the classic rides at Moose Haven's 15th Annual Chili Cook-Off and Car Show, and celebrate the fall season at festivals across the county. Find the full lineup at exploreclay.com. That's exploreclay.com.
Hi, this is Dale Murray with Murray Automotive Group in Stark and Kingsland. Save yourself from those big city dealers and their fast-talking flim-flam tactics. No matter what your automotive need is, we've got you covered. Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and nobody beats our prices, and I mean nobody. Shazam! Plus our exclusive 15-year, 150,000-mile warranty included on every qualified vehicle. And we'll trade anything from AirPods to fishing rods. Compare our prices online at ShazamAuto.com. Then come see me, Dale Murray. I'll be waiting for you. Shazam!
Hello, Hello, First Coast. I'm sure by now you have seen our bright green GFL trucks and containers throughout the greater Jacksonville area. We're an industry leader in solid waste and would love the opportunity to earn your business. We're committed to customer service, reliability, and have an unwavering focus on safety. Whether commercial or construction, let us haul your waste away. Call 904-760-5880 to get a quote today from GFL, Green for Life.
XL Primetime is back weekdays noon to 2, and on Wednesdays, join Dr. George Bari at 1:20 for the latest in sports injuries from all the big names in the game. Make sure you catch Dr. George Bari on XL Primetime Wednesdays at 1:20 on 1010XL 92.5 FM.
Jimerson Burr is a full-service, Florida-based commercial law firm that has experience and capabilities to handle any legal issue a business is confronted with. Learn more about what they can do for you at jimersonfirm.com.
Good morning, beautiful people. It's your main man, E.T. here, and I know that getting into an auto accident can be stressful, but getting the proper care doesn't have to be. That's why I recommend McGowan Spinal Rehabilitation Center. Even if you're at fault, your insurance covers you. And remember, you have the right to choose your own doctor. Even in minor accidents, can cause whiplash and years of lasting pain if left untreated. So don't wait. Call the auto accident experts at McGowan Spinal Rehabilitation. Your recovery starts today.
How do you know that your roof is ready for the next big storm? You don't. That's why you need to call me. I'm Ronnie, the owner of Brandon Roofing. We'll assess your roof and fix those issues before they become storm disasters. Visit BrandonRoofing.com today to schedule your free roofing quote.
License number CCC 1328006.
Calling all fun-loving citizens of Northeast Florida. Freedom Boat Club needs your help. Lisa the Botanista has gone missing. She left a note that said, "Gone boating." But here's the thing. Freedom Boat Club has 4 local locations, Julington Creek, Jack's Beach, and 2 in St. Augustine, and over 400 locations across the world. That's a lot of water to cover. Is she water skiing on the Ozarks, whale watching in the Pacific, or island hopping in Spain? Or hiding right here at the Black Creek Rope Swing, or docking at the Conch House? Wait, has anyone checked Fort George Island? Too much to do on the water. So Freedom Boat Club is offering our best discount of all time, so you can help search. You simply make your reservation, show up, and have fun. I gotta go. I'm hopping on a boat to the fish camp for live music and lunch. Maybe I'll find the Botanista there. Or better yet, maybe you'll join us with the best discount ever and enjoy boating made simple. Don't blame us when you start playing hooky too. Visit freedomboatclub.com.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. When it's game time, Farah doesn't flinch.
You know, I was asking about jet lag earlier. I'm sure, everyone has, like, different experiences. I said, I've never been in a jet lag situation. I've taken, like, a 9 or 10 hour flight, but mine was to southern South America. You don't really change time zones. I know being in the air probably affects you some, but it wasn't as noticeable as if you're changing, 5, 6, 7, 8 hours of what your normal clock is. Don't forget, it's 5 hour difference for us. For the Rams, it's 8. I mean, so what they're used to, now granted, if you're playing pro sports in LA, you spend a lot of time all over this country and all the time zones, but just flat out from what you're used to going to, there's an 8 hour difference. That game that you're playing, is at 6:30 in the morning if you're out on that West Coast time. Here, though, is a text from the text line designed by Lifetime Enclosures this morning. Jet lag is real. When I traveled like that, I didn't feel normal until day 2. I'm highly shocked that the Rams will not get there until Saturday. They're not going to get good sleep on the plane. They may not have enough time to acclimate. Liam taking the boys over there on Monday. Perfect. Keeps them on their regular schedule. They get there Tuesday morning, had the day off, just as if they were here. So there you go. It is strange to me that they've been doing it every year all the time, and then it always changes. That, some years they've left on Thursdays, and they left on Fridays, and they've left on Mondays. They have done it a bunch of different ways. I don't have it itemized. It'd be interesting to look at it that way. All right, he fired the band. Let's kick out a football fix. It's brought to you this morning by Allstate agent Mandy Bowers in Mandarin, and the home course, the Julington Creek Golf Club. Tee it high and let it fly, and we'll see you on the home course. Well, one coach is down. Who's next? You can't fire a guy first year, can you?
That's tough.
It is not a good look for Aaron Glenn up in New York, man.
It ain't looking good for the kids.
I mean, they're just, it's not that they're bad, it's that they're terrible. Almost got to win this past week, and I don't think that Aaron Glenn should be fired. I think he should get time, but man, what is up with the Jets? You want to talk about a team that just can't get it right. We'll see. Don't we play them later this year? Better be careful. Better be careful all this yapping that I'm doing until we start taking care of business again. Well, I'll give you, boy, Jerry Jones credit for one thing. He's either incredibly optimistic or delusional. The Cowboys' defense is awful. I think it's second to last in the league. The Cowboys are 2-3-1. They just lost at Carolina. They're in a division where, quite frankly, the Giants look better than they do at the moment, but in a division with both the Commanders and the Eagles. Got to win that Carolina game. But Washington did lose Chicago. It keeps them around. They're far from out of it. And Jerry says that they'll be active. It just reminded me we're still in it. I see much parity. And then you factor in that all these teams get compromised with injury. We can have and may have. But if we should have some good go of it here over the next weeks ahead with our injury situation, return of injury, the way Dak's playing, the last thing I'm thinking about is being out of the hunt. Trade deadline's coming up in 3 weeks. It's interesting to see a lot of the names that are positioned out there as potential trade pieces. I sometimes do feel, I feel for you fans in this regard, I do sometimes feel like we're invisible. We got some needs at rush. I mean, of all the, I guess they just don't consider us contenders yet, and that's fair. But there's some rush ins that are out on the trade market, Hendrickson being one. And you know, you see like 4 or 5, there's 3 or 4 edge rushers. This is like a PFF column, I think, just, you know, potential trades. And they didn't have the Jags interested. The only player on that's a trade, potential trade piece that the Jags were listed as one of the teams that would be the fit or the interest was Calais Campbell, who I would take back, by the way. But still, I mean, there were some still in their prime edge rushers. Why not add a piece like that for good? I mean, we are seeing, and it's not a pretty sight, the ceiling that we hit the ceiling with Trayvon and Josh Allen. That ceiling got hit 2 years ago. These two jokers are never going to combine for 27.5 sacks again as long as they live. That's never happening again. I'm sorry. We're 6 games in. One's got a half. The other's half hurt, missed a game, and only has 2. So, yeah, not a big believer. But as for believers, Jerry Jones is still one. So y'all just hang tight there. I told you Aaron Rodgers, Joe Flacco are taking part. Aaron Rodgers, this annoys him, you can tell. You know, being cast off as some icy hot bowl quarterback. That's what they're calling it, the icy hot bowl. It's Aaron Rodgers against Joe Flacco. Aaron Rodgers must be like, man, this guy Joe Flacco ain't never been in my league. Okay, I'll uncomfortably smile and play along. They had like Cam Hayward was walking by in the locker room, and he was like chirping at him, you know, the old timers game, and you can tell Aaron Rodgers is a little too proud to be a part of that. But
to be fair, Flacco ain't in his league.
No, never has been.
Yeah.
I get it. It's just, I guess the point would be, man, you're comparing me, who had my pick of jobs, to this dude who's just floating around to the most desperate team available.
Every time.
This is the last stand for Cincinnati if it hasn't already taken place. But at 2-4, they're hosting the Steelers. The Steelers at 4-1 just don't feel like they're 4-1 good yet, but we'll see. All right. One thing is obviously true about the NFL. Chauncey Gardner Jr. just doesn't get along with others.
Yeah.
Or Chauncey Johnson Gardner Jr.
Chauncey Gardner Johnson Jr.
Correct.
That guy.
Yes. The Ravens signed him. They need help in the secondary. It lasted a week. He was released yesterday. Titans interim head coach going to stay positive for rookie quarterback Cam Ward. Well, positive thinking's about all that's that you can do right now in Tennessee, where they are really, really struggling. That's Football Fix. You're welcome. Pick and arrival and more come your way next. We've got Get Smart John just around the corner here, locked and loaded on a Get Smart Wednesday.
Drill at the DivorceMenOnly.com studios. Bone crunching, field flipping, game-changing plays. After the game, catch the superior fence and rail defensive player of the game on 1010XL.
Hey Jacksonville, Rick Ballou here. Looking for a brand new truck? Right now, Crew Cab Ram trucks start at just $38,900 at Jacksonville Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram West Side. And every new retail purchase comes with a lifetime powertrain warranty and no extra cost. From tough Ram trucks to adventure ready Jeeps, they've got the perfect ride waiting for you. Stop by Commonwealth Avenue or shop online at jackswest.com. Jacksonville Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram West Side, proud partner of the Jaguars.
Hey Jacksonville, it's Dr. Kevin Kaplan, team physician for the Jaguars and proud member of Jacksonville's newest orthopedic dream team. At Orthopedic Specialists of Jacksonville, we brought together 10 board-certified, fellowship-trained surgeons, each one a specialist in their field, all working together to deliver smarter, faster care with better results. From sports injuries to joint replacements, we've got the right player for every position. Visit osjax.com and meet your team. That's osjax.com.
For your chance to win tickets to see Caitlin Clark, all-time women's college point scorer and WNBA star at the Florida Forum October 29th, text FORUM to the Lifetime Flooring text line at 641-1010.
It's the fall savings event going on now at Renewal by Anderson. Upgrading your home has never been easier. Get 20% off replacement windows and patio doors. Plus, no money down, no payments, and no interest for 12 months. This offer expires October 31st. Renewal by Anderson, proud partner of the Florida Gators. Visit bestwindowsflorida.com to schedule your free consultation.
License number CGC 1527613.
Hey gang, Prosser here for Lloyd's Heating and Air. Need a leader for commercial, retail, multifamily, hospitality projects? Maybe it's top-tier residential service. No gimmicks, no mascots, just real expertise and good old-fashioned hard work. They're your trusted statewide mechanical partner and local family-owned team. Lloyd's is the only name Northeast Florida counts on. Visit Lloyd'sHeatingandAir.com. That's Lloyd's Heating and Air, keeping you comfortable in every season.
Home of the Jacksonville Jaguars. WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach. WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach.
DivorceMenOnly.com. This is Kenny Lay of Kenny Lay & Associates. Our firm specializes in representing men in family law. That's all we do. That's our only focus. We can help with all of your family law needs, such as divorce, custody, alimony, and child support. For over a decade, we have helped thousands of men with these types of issues. We even have an appellate division ready to challenge a judge's ruling. If you need a family law attorney, go to DivorceMenOnly.com. DivorceMenOnly.com. Offices, Jacksonville.
Hi, I'm Amber Frangie. You know that other Frangie? Well, he's my dad. But I'm here to tell you about how much I appreciate the Awaken 180 weight loss program and how it's changed my life. Like a lot of folks, I let myself go a little. Not proud of that, but it happens. And I wasn't sure what to do. I've tried a lot of other weight loss programs, but they just didn't work. Not like Awaken 180. Can you believe I've lost 70 pounds in less than 4 months? With Awaken 180, there's no medication, no shots, and no side effects. And best of all, really fast results. You eat the food that's provided, and it's really good food. You work with a coach on a regular basis who guides you through the whole process. I'm never hungry. In fact, I never feel like I'm sacrificing anything. Just living a totally normal life. That's my new normal. And now, in October, they're offering free consultations. So there's no reason not to call them and learn more. Call them at 844-346-1800, or you can visit awaken180.com. It really has changed my life, and I bet it'll change yours too. That's Awaken 180.
Lauren Brooks here for Terminix. When mice and rats show up in your home or business, they can be a real pain. You need them out fast, before they have time to multiply. Terminix knows how to shut down rodents and will keep them from coming back to wreak more havoc. When rodents show up, so does Terminix. Don't live with a rodent problem, Terminix it. Visit Terminix.com today to schedule a free inspection online just like I did. That's TERMINIX.com. TERMINIX.com.
Here's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update, sponsored by Lone Pronto Jacks. Jag QB Trevor Lawrence backed head coach Liam Cohen's message to the team as they prep for London.
As far as his message was great with the team. I mean, it's just accountability. All of us looking ourselves in the mirror, and it's all of us taking accountability.
Florida's Billy Napier is feeling the heat after a rough loss to Texas A&M. Reports say his job could be on the line heading into 2026. That's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update. I'm Sam Nelson.
At 7:01, it's 66 degrees. Time and temp brought to you by Bueller and Plumbing. Stay cool with Bueller.
Presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Focused, fueled, fearless, Farah. Ladies and gents, please put your hands together as Dan Hicken enters the studio.
Oh! Let's think about this for a second. All right, look, it's definitely not Monday because I had a case of the moon days a couple days ago. So is it? It's not Friday. I know that. Wish it was. Ask Mike. Mike will know. Mike, what do you got? What day is it? You know it! Yes, sir! It's hibbity-hibbity.
Hibbity-hibbity.
Ooh-ee.
Buddy said, woo, 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 woo.
Tell him one more time, E. What day? Yeah!
Woo, 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 woo.
Hibbity-hop.
Sounds like Friday excitement. We need to simmer down a little bit.
Let's go.
Still got 2.5 work days to go, baby.
Come on, baby.
We'll get there.
Hump Day Wednesday.
If I ever hear the word Babe Ruth attached to this guy again from you, that's it. We're done.
You leave my guy alone.
The guy's 2 for 23, man.
Leave him alone.
Good Lord, what a choke by Ohtani. Doesn't matter because you're the big bad Dodgers. You can buy your way out of anything, baby.
So
and they have bought their way to an easy World Championship. They'll finish this thing in 4 or 5, and they'll beat Seattle in 4 and 5, and we'll see if they can't three-peat next year. Baseball, you going to do anything? You're going to let them defer payment for the whole freaking world forever? How are you going to handle it, baseball?
Yeah, you know they're going to sign in the offseason.
Yeah, great. Who? Which one?
I bet you they signed Kyle Tucker.
Yeah, perfect. Just throw him out there, and, and then some other good Dodger will go beat somebody else's third best player.
Yeah, and then they'll get, just for the heck of it, they'll get a pitcher.
Why not?
Yeah.
Yeah, because it wasn't quite deep enough this go around.
No.
Yeah, it's annoying. It is annoying. It's annoying because it's not a fair fight, man. It's just not a fair fight because what happens is most teams have to, and you know what? Shame on you, Freemans and Betts and Otanis. Shame on you that y'all aren't the heroes every game. You're taking all the money, but it's the Muncies and the Hernandezes. They're the ones that are getting all the big hits. So shame on you, jokers.
We beat them in Game 2 last year.
I have a distaste in my mouth.
We left L.A. 1-1 with dreams and hopes.
No, they're just too much, man. They're just a wave. They just
and they whacked us, I think, in 3.
They grind you down,
I think they whacked us in 3 and 4, and then was it 3, 4, 5 in New York? I mean, we got 1 in New York. Maybe we got 4, but you could tell in New York it shifted, and that was all she wrote. They got us in 6.
It's over.
And
it's always the Dodgers.
Yeah. It's tough, and this
will
be. By the way, this will be
nothing charming about them. It's too easy.
Remember when you used to tell me how I don't care? They never win. This will be their 3rd.
I know.
In the last 5 years.
I haven't sung that song in 2 or 3 years. They overcame that, and so that's not the case anymore, right? I'm not going to say they're jokers or anything. They were for a lot of years. It's accurate. But no, not anymore, man. And no signs of going anywhere because baseball's going to let them buy a gold-plated mansion while everyone else lives in just a 3-bedroom, 2-bath ranch. Mm-hmm. It's gross. And I don't know what the answer is. And this isn't just crying, buddy. This is the biggest competitive disadvantage in all of American pro sports is baseball, and specifically it's the Dodgers. Mm-hmm. The baseball's inability or reluctance to put some sort of cap to make things fair has turned the postseason into Yawnsville. There's no magic. There's no nothing. It's a systematic thumping by them over whoever.
Well, Jags out in London getting after it on a Wednesday morning. They a little bit of news with the reworking of the contracts that continue, which has now given them some maneuverability here coming up in a couple weeks. 11/4 is the trade deadline, I believe.
It is November 4th.
So they will have, apparently, according to Spot Track, about $12 million of room to work with. So we'll see what Gladstone and the boys are able to come up with, and maybe he can outsmart the Bengals and get Trey Hendrickson for a 4th-round pick or something. I don't know. But it would be nice to see if they can make a move. We have learned, and again, the Bills don't look great right now. It's very early. So
AFC is
but it's in flux. It's a little bit. It could be. I think you might have said this yesterday, but and listen, in the end, I think the Chiefs will be there, of course. But maybe, just maybe, this is a year where seed number 4 meets seed number 3 in the Super Bowl.
Correct.
Who knows?
Seattle, Indy, Jax, Atlanta. It could be, and it's the same story in the NFC.
Right.
It's like an overwhelming story, and you can say.
Although it seems like the teams are better in the NFC this year than they like for the last few years. We have AFC, and then the NFC would win a Super Bowl. It seems to me like it's kind of shifted a little bit. Like I'm impressed with like Atlanta or Tampa or obviously Detroit's still there. Green Bay with their trade. Philadelphia, despite the wobbles, is Washington on the come. Then you got the whole West. I mean, I think that the NFC has become the stronger conference.
Well, in fairness, it's because Burrow and Lamar are out for the year.
That's a big part.
It'd be a big
Sure.
different. It'd be a different storyline.
But Burrow and Lamar are out, and the Chiefs started slow.
Part of the reason part of the reason that I pull the reins on that belief are the two teams you just told me. We're going to ride into battle on the DNA of the Bucs and Falcons. Not known for. No, I'm just saying they're not known for finishing. That makes it more wide open.
They look good.
The team that's not getting near their due, and I hate to say it because they're a division rival, it's the Colts.
And the Colts.
They're playing dominant football.
Yeah.
I mean, they have the best point differential. They've scored the most points, more than Detroit. Indianapolis leads the league in points scored. So maybe they've gotten off to a really good start as well. But the fact that you mentioned them, look, even the Jags here at 4-2 would be put into that boat if we're having this conversation to some other NFL city.
Oh yeah,
wide open. To your point, one of the heavyweights will be flexing by January.
I think that's given all teams a lot of impetus to say, hey, why not us? Let's make that deal that can put us over the top. What should we do? And I think that and I read something. It was funny. I was talking about this on TV on Sunday, right when Gladstone and Baselli were walking past us and talking about I read this article about these young general managers who are more apt to do trades and such during the season, that they're all, there's a wave of young guys and they're all kind of mixing and matching. So, and obviously led by this guy, Gladstone. So we'll see what he comes up with. They've already made one move, but will they make another move to improve the team? And what would that move be? Like
that to me, it's odd. There's one position that you have to get to me.
What? Pass rusher?
Pass rusher.
Yeah. They have 8 sacks in 6 games.
They're terrible. There are some stats, Dan. They're 30th in pass defense, 258 a game. Mm-hmm. They're 30th in sacks, just 8 this year. Yeah. And they've fallen out of the top 10 and falling fast when it comes to running the football. So some of these, those
turnovers are what really got them going in the first. But again, meaningful football in December is kind of where we want to be. We'll see how this season progresses. Big game Sunday. Lose this game. And
it's a big one. Perception.
You can always again,
vibe
the fun part is to make every single game the biggest game of the year.
That's fair. Yeah.
I love doing that.
Right.
But this one really stands out, Jeff, because if you lose, it's, you're kind of back to the same old Jags, 4-3, but you realize that, it was the turnovers in the end, and we're really not that great, and our O-line is wobbling like crazy. And like you said, the run game's not there. ETN's back to being
giving away big pass plays.
Yeah,
it's but the pressure. To your point, if I could get one, I would still be all in favor of going and getting Hendrickson.
Yeah,
and with the intent of I'm going to cut bait with one of my guys, either Allen or Walker.
Yeah,
I'm not going to use all three. Those guys aren't doing enough. Trayvon Walker hasn't done enough.
Yeah,
he just hasn't done not enough to pay him top 5 money when this contract's up. I mean, he's got
like 16 sacks in the last 22 games.
He's been a good player. That can't be 16 in the last 22 games. That's impossible.
I'm pretty sure.
He had 10 last year. He's got 2 this year. That's 12.
Well, the last 2 games going into the last 2 games.
Okay.
In other words,
I watch anyway.
In the first 4 games this year.
Where it's hard because we don't know how to grade defensive ends and all
Right.
the different things they use. It's hard to find a list that has him in the top 20 of rush ends.
That's fair.
So you're going to pay him top 5 money. That's what he's going to be asking for.
Right.
I'd rather pay Hendrickson the top 5 money now, and I know what I'm getting. 15 sacks.
I don't disagree.
Right.
He already got 4 of them things.
Right.
Hendrickson.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I get a proven dude, whoever it is. And I look, in a perfect world, if you can fit him, I'm not saying I don't want Trayvon Walker on the football team.
Right.
I'm not saying he's a terrible
But to
player.
have the 3 of them.
He can't be your alpha dog getting
Right.
with the production that he's given.
Quite honestly, JHA can't be your
That's
alpha dog.
fair.
He's got a half a sack
Half
this
a
year.
sack.
And he had, what?
7.5, I think, last year. Wasn't it? 8, maybe? Was it less than that?
Did he have 17 last year? Or was
No,
that the year
That was
before?
2 years, yeah. By the way, here's another thing, too.
Contract year.
This is also a sad realization. We've seen the ceiling of Allen Walker together. They'll never get 27.5 sacks in a season.
No.
Never again. Never, ever, ever. Yeah. So we got that. Unfortunately, we even got it in a year that didn't matter.
Yeah, we wasted it.
We wasted it.
He had last year. What happened to it? Oh boy, those look at.
While you look that up, I'm
looking game by game. 0, 0, 0,
Yeah.
5, 0, 0. Oof, boy, he had 8 last year, so 8.5 in 22 games
for Allen, right?
Yeah, 8.5 in 20. And listen, 2 seasons with double digit.
The one thing that
Otherwise,
else,
he's a 7, 7.5, 8.
Here's what the experts will tell you out there, and the coach, they'd all snap him up in a second because they say he's disrupting the quarterback along with the elites.
Yeah.
That's only worth so much. We need to bring down guys as part of the disruption. We're not doing that enough. I like to consider myself relatively informed when it comes to sports, Dan. I'm kind of obsessive and put way too much time into unimportant things.
Yeah.
Did Brian Kelly step down at LSU?
No.
Yeah, did Nussmeier get hurt? Did I miss that? Is he out for the year?
No.
Can you tell me how LSU is a 2.5-point underdog at Vanderbilt?
First time ever Vandy's been a favorite over a ranked team.
Ever. Yeah, 70-something games.
Or like in our lifetime.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like.
I've got the exact stat here, but yeah, I look, again, this has sucker written all over it, so I won't touch it on the Friday 5-pack. I'm not good at the Friday 5-pack is one reason, but the second reason being that this just looks way, way too fishy, doesn't it? Vanderbilt has played 77 games versus top 10 teams since 1978. And this Saturday at home against LSU will be the first time they've been favored in one of those games. Vandy, that good, huh? They played Bama tough. They had some egregious mistakes, I think, that changed any chance they had of winning that thing. But do you think Vandy's beating LSU? LSU's 5-1 and still in it, aren't they?
Yeah.
I mean, which of those two teams has a better chance to be a playoff team?
LSU. Been very non-impressive, though.
They have been non-impressive. Florida played so bad, or they could have. I
mean, they beat South Carolina 20-10 the other day.
Okay, so Vandy has beaten at the time number 11 South Carolina on the road 31-7.
Yeah.
They beat everybody else by 20-something points and lost to Alabama.
Yeah.
Vandy's got LSU at home, Missouri at home, at Texas. At Tennessee, they've also got Auburn, Kentucky. And what if they win? If they win out, they'd go to the playoff.
Yeah. Oh gosh.
They'd be in the. What if they're 10-2? What if Vandy loses one game among LSU, Missouri, Texas, Auburn, Tennessee? What if they go 5-1? Will they be a playoff team?
They should be.
That by the way,
that's an indictment.
That means we send Billy Napier out in a. I don't know what to tell you, dude.
Couple things about Napier before we break. Number one, starting to get the feel that after this week, something might happen.
What should?
And I think maybe like to the point that like people know it, but they don't want to say it.
Okay.
But like it's kind of been like there's like a little bit of a buzz that. So let's see what happens with Mississippi State. Doesn't matter whether he wins or loses either. By the way, I'm not saying this is just speculation. I'm not saying this is a done deal. I just get this feeling and listening to people and talking to people that maybe, just maybe, after this week, something happens before the Georgia game.
We've heard that kind of.
That aside, our poll question of the day, brought to you by Dreamfinders Homes, the official home builder of the Gators, the Jaguars, the PGA Tour, maybe soon to be the Tampa Bay Rays. Dreamfinders Homes. Check them out at dreamfindershomes.com. Terrific interest packages, 15 different locations.
15 of them things.
All over Jacksonville. Beautiful homes. Tell them Dreamfinders Danny sent you. Billy Napier gone after Saturday, gone before season ends, gone when season ends, somehow back in 26. Gone after Saturday, gone before season ends, gone when season ends, somehow back in 26.
I'm gonna go gone. I think they'll announce it during the season and then he'll coach out.
Okay.
I don't think, and I here look.
That's a good one.
I think that if they, I think if they, I do think if they lose to Mississippi State, it will happen this week.
Yeah.
But if they beat Mississippi State, because what's the one thing that old Billy Boy's been able to do in Florida? The only thing he's done above average is perform out of bye weeks.
Yeah.
Every good game the Gators have played under him, it feels like have come out of a bye week. Well, what comes up after Mississippi State? A bye week before the biggest game of the year.
But then,
and I don't care if you beat them. Doesn't matter. You've shown what you are.
I understand that.
Yeah, and I don't think it'd be enough to change any Gator fan's mind.
No,
it'd be a nice win.
Yeah.
But that's it.
434 votes. It's really split. 30% think he's gone after Saturday. 27% say gone before season ends. 23% gone when season ends. A whopping 19% say somehow is back. That must be the
haters.
FSU fans.
Yeah, those are the trolls just wanting it to be that way.
Must be.
That makes sense. All right, you want to? Is it 10-minute drill then, John?
Yes.
All right, let's come back with a 10-minute drill, some other headlines and highlights around the sports world. Thanks for listening to The Drill on 1010XL 92.5 FM.
Downtime with Dan is serviced by the local family-owned company for home comfort and your statewide mechanical partner for the biggest projects, Lloyd's Heating and Air.
Interesting story coming out of baseball, in my opinion, where there's some reports and, from some sites that Emmanuel Clase, who pitches for the Cleveland Guardians, was their closer, so talented, will never pitch in MLB again. Now, if this is true, shouldn't this be headlines? And this is because of the gambling, okay? In other words, why will he never pitch again? And others who shall be nameless, who play for the Dodgers, seemingly got swept under the rug. It's just curious, right, when you look at it. So we'll keep an eye on that one. But that's a big deal, man. You got an all-star pitcher who has damaged the integrity of the sport and will never pitch in baseball again. Again, unconfirmed, but looking that way. Very interesting.
The Drill.
From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios. He flies under the radar.
You don't find this guy, he finds you.
Stealthy Hayes Carlyle.
Best thing I can do is point you in the direction of his competition.
Takes you behind enemy lines. Activated by Pella Windows and Doors on 1010XL.
Jacksonville Hicken here. I've been around the block a few times, and Checkmate Coatings is who you need to call for your own house. They're the MVP for stunning, long-lasting floors. Oh, my goodness. Checkmate Coatings are the very best. Brendan, the owner, local guy, knows the floor coatings. Do your garage. Start there. Maybe your patio, maybe your pool deck, maybe your driveway. Whatever you'd like to do, do it. Don't wait. No massive overhead means top quality floors at prices that will score. What do? You go to checkmatecoatings.com for more information. That's checkmatecoatings.com. They're Checkmate Coatings, gang. They're your floor's missing piece.
Fantasy draft season is here, but have you picked your lineup for clean air? Jeff Prosser here for Lloyd's Heating and Air. Lloyd's Air Duct Cleaning Services is the MVP your home or business needs. And with 50% off duct cleaning when you install a new system, there's never been a better time to draft Lloyd's. Family owned, proudly serving North Florida. Call Lloyd's today and breathe like a winner, or visit Lloyd'sHeatingandAir.com. Lloyd's Heating and Air, keeping you comfortable in every season.
Brackish Vodka, the spirit of the sportsman and proud partner of the Jaguars, is now available at the Fresh Market Spirits and Wine. The Fresh Market Spirits and Wine is a new adult beverage store offering spirits, wine, beer, and accessories at A1A North in Ponte Vedra, a first-of-its-kind destination for thoughtfully curated spirits, wine, and beer as only the Fresh Market can. And now, you can get Brackish Vodka at the Fresh Market. Brackish Vodka, for whatever your sport is. Proud partner of the Jaguars.
Dr. Kevin Murphy with Southeast Orthopedic Specialist, congratulating our Scholar Athlete of the Week.
Michaela Logg, a senior swimmer, soccer, and lacrosse player at Fletcher High. Michaela is a member of the National Honor Society, an officer in Interact, and will attend the University of North Florida.
David Lane here, and once again, I'm happy to share news of my successful back and knee surgeries at Southeast Orthopedic Specialist. Whatever it is that's bothering you, take it from me. Simply set an appointment today at Southeast Orthopedic Specialists and let them help you get back to normal life. I'm certainly glad I did.
Relieve pain and get back to life. SOS. Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
When the unexpected happens, you shouldn't have to face it alone. I'm Chris Campione, and at Campione Law, we're here to fight for you. Whether it's an auto accident or a slip and fall, our Jacksonville team takes care of every detail, from investigating the incident to securing multi-million-dollar verdicts, so you can focus on getting better. And remember, you don't pay a dime unless we win your case. Our commitment is 24/7, bringing you the real support from real people who really care. Campione Law, your dedicated partners in justice. Visit CampioneLaw.com.
Count on Campione. Campione Law.
I'm here with Clayton Bromberg of Underwood Jewelers. Clayton, you have told us about buying better quality diamonds, but is there any way to start with a smaller diamond and use it to trade up to a larger diamond later on?
Frank, it's interesting you'd ask that because our founder, H.F. Underwood, popularized growing your diamond here in Jacksonville about 50 years ago, and it's something we still do today. When a customer buys an Underwood engagement ring or solitaire diamond pendant or a pair of ear studs, we guarantee they get the price they paid for it on the purchase of any larger diamond. Now, a lot of stores would say, big deal. We do that too, but here's the Underwood difference. We guarantee you get what you paid when you trade in your Underwood diamond, even if you're trading up by only $1. It's not that you have to trade up 2 for 1 like most jewelers ask. There have been literally thousands of people in the Jacksonville area who have taken advantage of our policy, and Underwood still grows a lot of diamonds for a lot of people.
Underwood, serving excellence since 1928. In San Marco, Avondale, and the shops of Ponte Vedra.
Lucas Tree Service is a certified arborist and a local family-owned business with over 45 years of experience. They specialize in tree removal, trimming, and stump grinding for both residential and commercial properties. Get prepared for storm season and receive top-notch customer service from Lucas Tree Service, 904-241-3533. Online at lucastreeservice.com.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Still present, ready. Farah doesn't flinch. And now, let's light up the Firehouse Subs 10-minute drill.
Hit it! All right, we got sports concepts and rationalizations. We call it the 10-minute drill at the end of the drill. Oh, yeah. Like hand out a prize pack. He says it's razzle-dazzle. What do we got today?
I got a $30 gift card to Showtime Sports Cards and Collectibles. Showtime is the best place in town for sports memorabilia. Stop by Showtime. They're open 7 days a week, and they're on the corner, on the intersection of Phillips and Shad Road. I was over there by Edwin Watts yesterday. That's near Showtime.
Oh, yeah?
Looking for a new driver, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. All right. It's not the club.
It's not. I played yesterday, too.
That's one thing I learned. Listen, I remember this cat, Skip Bayless. Can't stand him. And he left TV, and he gone. And I don't know what he's doing now, but he pops up.
He's podcasting.
He pops up. He did, and I think he did. I wasn't going to listen to the whole thing because it's 28 minutes. All right. And it says, and the headline says, no way should Travis Hunter have chosen to be baptized on game day morning, but here's why he did.
Okay, and just I don't even need to hear anymore.
Yeah.
That's just what
So
stay in your lane there.
I'm just curious as to why he thought he shouldn't be baptized.
Because he's a demon.
So I listened to the first minute. And of course the headline is a little bit misleading. He says, well, he's getting baptized on a Sunday morning because he's disinterested in football because the Jags don't use him right, which is what he was getting into. Now, whether you think they're using him right or not, that's a fair topic. But the baptism and it's the stuff that you just want to so I'm glad that I don't see Skip Bayless anymore. It popped up and I was curious to see what he was saying about it. But I'm like, you're going to do this for 28 minutes, man?
Stop it.
I'm just not going to do it. He got about 60 seconds from yours truly. And then I hung
that's
it.
a non-story.
Got it out of there.
Come on.
But I am curious about
what's next. If you go to church on Sunday morning, would that also be? If you go to chapel,
again, that's not the point.
Yeah,
It's the headline is the misleading thing. But
so he doesn't mention it in the.
No, he mentions it. He's just an idiot. His point is he's disinterested, so he does other things. So because it's there's nothing going on because they're not using them. Now, I wonder, in fairness, the part about him being misused remains a topic. Whether they're using him right, not using him right, what should he play, what shouldn't he play? He played a little bit more this week, moving around corner. It looked to me like he covered 11 more in the second half.
He did. He gave up 2 catches for 18 yards. That was his line on defense.
And I like that. I want him out on defense a lot more.
To your point, that's 2 weeks in a row where ultimately at the end of the day, it's 2 catches for 14 yards in San Francisco, against Kansas City. It's 2 for 7. He's not giving up anything on defense.
I also wonder how they determine in how they determine how a corner's doing or safety's doing in zone coverage.
Yeah.
I'm sure that
they went to your area, so therefore you allowed it?
Correct. Probably a little deeper. They probably have a film awareness of scheme and concept of what each player should be doing, both offensively and defensively. That probably factors into it.
Interesting.
Quick question for y'all.
Yes, sir.
While we're on this topic.
Mm-hmm.
If you had a choice of Travis Hunter being an all-pro receiver or an all-pro corner, which would y'all prefer?
Yes.
But like to lock in on one side and be all-pro.
I think I'd go receiver. I think I would.
I'm with Jeff.
Yeah, I might go corner.
Yeah,
neither one's a bad
answer. This team, especially if number 7 could play like he's supposed to be playing, then I think I definitely would take corner.
I think sometimes
then I'd have one at receiver and corner.
Yeah,
I get worried.
As opposed to 2 at receiver.
Yeah, I get.
By the way, if you notice, we're giving up 250 passing yards a game.
Yeah.
We got to do something to fix this thing.
Yeah.
That's
I'm thinking more big concept than right this second for this team. If he was going to be one or the other.
I'm with Jeff.
Again, there's no wrong answer here. Most experts might take corner. Although I thought it was interesting that redraft we talked about. Jamar Chase went a little bit ahead of Pat Surtain. That's
the league now.
That's who you want.
Who's a better team? Denver or Cincinnati?
Come on, Denver.
Right.
And they have the all-pro
that's
corner.
not fair. Chase went to the Super Bowl because of his in part because of the
Chase
Super Bowl
still a top
abilities.
wide receiver in the league.
Right now, the Broncos are a little better. I'm not disagreeing with that, but I don't know if in this case because they've had such success since we'd all take a Super Bowl run, right?
Right. So the answer to the question is, what would help this team get there more? Would it him being an all-pro corner or an all-pro receiver? This team, because that's what we're thinking.
Today, this year?
Well,
this
next
team?
3 years.
Yeah.
How do we get to a Super Bowl if we have an all-pro corner?
I think either one, dude. I'm not
receiver?
trying to dodge your question. I think if you get either one of those is an equal benefit, and we got to find the guy to play the other side.
I think that all-pro receiver would take this team to that.
I mean, if they had 2 of them, it would help. But you got to stop people. And to Dan's point, they're almost last in pass defense. It's just an interesting conversation to have. I have in front of me PFF yesterday, 20 trade candidates ahead of the trade deadline. And I do think this is where I can commiserate with Jag fans in this feeling sometimes that we're invisible. Like the Jags at 4-2 should be considered at least a fringe contender by the rest of the football world. Not
at least fringe.
Not 2-4
Correct.
and just getting out of the way. So there are some positions of need here that they say there's a trade candidate, and yet, suspiciously we're not included on the list. But number 1, Trey Hendrickson of the Bengals. He signed a 1-year, $29 million, but the All-Pro is just tearing it up again. He's got one of the highest pass rushing grades in the league. If you can get him from Cincinnati, you do it, don't you?
Yes.
Possible fits: Niners, Lions, Bucks, Chiefs. Oh, Jags don't count. Tight end Njoku, no, right? Strange is coming back soon enough.
Yeah.
I don't like just Hunter Long and Johnny Munt though.
Me neither.
Let's don't call things what they aren't. These are guys who get 12 catches in entire seasons in their past. I'm not happy with some of what we got going on. Anyway, I'll pass. All right, Jalen Phillips, edge, Miami. Any interest? I don't know what he's doing per se. He does have a 16 pressures so far this year.
I like Jalen Phillips, but
49ers, Lions, Bucks, Chiefs, same ones. Like we don't exist.
Yeah.
Are we okay at receiver, man? I was going to ask this as part of the question before. I mean, De'Ami Brown, Parker Washington, and
I think Parker should get more looks. Yeah, De'Ami, I don't know.
If we're not, then it's the quarterback. I mean, those receivers are good. I mean, we got BTJ, who everybody told me is a top 10 receiver in the NFL.
He hasn't played like one this year. But to your point, he's certainly considered that.
De'Ami Brown, who's made some plays.
He's made some plays.
Parker Washington made some plays.
Definitely.
We have Travis Hunter. That's 4 guys. That's, now you can always use more. I mean, you can always be great if, who was I watching the other day? And they were saying, and he's their 5th receiver. Who was that?
Probably Tampa Bay.
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah, because the Tampa was missing all their guys, and dudes were making
stepping
plays.
Up. Yeah.
Let me ask you guys this.
Like, ooh, that's pretty good.
Were Christian Kirk, Marvin Jones, Zay Jones, and then Agnew? Was that good enough?
Agnew on the Falcons.
Looking back,
I saw that.
Yeah. Were that good enough?
Is that good enough looking back? Or
good enough for what?
To win another playoff game that year, have a higher ceiling than what they had in 22. I mean, we look back; history will record those 4 receivers had average at best.
Yeah, but they had good years, right? That year they had good years. Zay Jones caught like 80 balls, something like that. And Kirk they all had good years, didn't they?
Yeah, we had
Marvin Jones had some clutch catches.
Yeah.
So, all right, 641-1010, come kind, come courteous, come correct. E?
You got come kind, come courteous, come correct. Get you a $30 gift card to Showtime Sports Cards and Collectibles. Showtime's is the best place in town for sports memorabilia. Stop by Showtime. They're open 7 days a week on Phillips and at the intersection of Phillips and Shad Road. 904-641-1010 is the number. I'll let your boy.
The Drill.
From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
It's the event everyone waits for. Now at Beard's Diamonds. Buy one, get one free on all wedding bands. Now for a limited time, when you buy his wedding band, get hers free. Buy hers, get his free. Save up to $10,000. Are you about to get married or been married for years thinking it's time for an upgrade? There's nothing that symbolizes your love more than the wedding band. Beard's has hundreds and hundreds of bands from top designers in white gold, yellow gold, rose gold, titanium, platinum, plain bands, channel set bands, pave set, eternity bands. And for men, masculine bands, wide, modern, with and without diamonds, hammered, brushed, engraved, lots of colors. Come to Beard's now and find the wedding band that reflects your style and your personality. Buy one, get the second one free. The big box corporate jewelry stores can't or won't do this, but Beard's can. And it's happening now through October 26th. Buy one wedding band, get the second one free. Don't miss this opportunity to celebrate your eternal love with the eternal symbol. Beard's Diamonds at St. John's Town Center.
Hey, Hicken here for Lockhart Construction and Roofing. They're a longtime Jacksonville business. Shane Lockhart, his dad, his guys are from here, taking care of people who live here. Listen, I've talked about Lockhart, the construction side of things forever, man, right? I mean, I tell you how good they are. They can do any job, no job too big, too small. They're fast, they're friendly, they're affordable, they're clean. Perfect things you want when you got somebody in your house remodeling or doing a project. And they've done many in my house, and they're great people. I'm just telling you, their family give your family a better living experience, I promise. But, of course, Lockhart Construction and Roofing and their GAF Master Elite Warranty, Master Elite Contractors, they've been doing this for decades. It's not like they're new at it. You know, you hear about us talking about their roofing all the time. They're tremendous. You're going to need a roof. If you do, give Shane a call. He'll call you back. He'll take great care of you. 994-3865, 994-3865. Shane Lockhart, Lockhart Construction and Roofing, 994-3865.
Hi, this is Dale Murray with Murray Automotive Group in Stark and Kingsland. Save yourself from those big city dealers and their fast-talking flim-flam tactics. No matter what your automotive need is, we've got you covered. Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and nobody beats our prices, and I mean nobody. Shazam! Plus our exclusive 15-year, 150,000-mile warranty included on every qualified vehicle. And we'll trade anything from AirPods to fishing rods. Compare our prices online at ShazamAuto.com. Then come see me, Dale Murray. I'll be waiting for you. Shazam!
With Lee and Kate's Glass, you're gonna see a big difference.
Hey folks, it's Frank Frangie for Lee and Kate's Glass. They say you're gonna see a big difference, but what does that really mean? It means a live local person on the phone, a smooth, easy process, skilled craftsmen, and excellent customer service all around, with your satisfaction absolutely guaranteed. Visit LeeandKatesGlass.com.
With Lee and Kate's Glass, you're gonna see a big difference.
Expert Automotive on St. John's Bluff Road has some of the highest Google reviews in Jax for a reason. Expert Auto never sells greed, only what you need. All makes and models are serviced at Expert Automotive. This month, get an alignment inspection for only $19.99. Expert Auto does major engine and transmission repair and simple maintenance. All services done at Expert Auto by our ASC certified training technicians. Call today, 374-3373, and ask about $50 off any service. Expert Automotive. We never sell greed, only what you need.
Frank Frangie here. You know I've been battling to get my lawn lush green all year. Well, I finally made the decision to get it top dressed, and it's already starting to look like a golf course fairway. Topdressing.com has a proprietary truck and equipment. They aerated my lawn like the golf course pros do. I'm talking white glove service. They cleaned it up like they were never there. If you want a smooth, lush, dark green lawn, do what I did. Call 888-850-1850 and top dress your lawn like a pros with topdressing.com.
Know when it's time to get hurt, lost wages, injuries that not only hurt but hinder our success. If you're in this position due to the negligence of another, you deserve to be paid. Hey, this is Tom McManus. Injuries suck, so check out Morgan & Morgan. They're the largest personal injury law firm in the country. 100 offices, over 1,000 lawyers, with enough firepower to handle any and all personal injury cases. And they make filing a claim easy, and they don't get paid unless you do. Morgan & Morgan, for the people. Visit forthepeople.com or hit Pound Law from your cell. Pound Law, that's all.
This is Greg Huntington, a.k.a. The Mangler. I'm on the winning team at Waste Management. WM is the largest sustainability company in North America. If your business needs sustainable environmental services for waste removal and recycling collection, then you can count on the industry leader of WM to deliver results. Your services will be completed in a timely, safe, and eco-friendly manner. Go to WM.com/Duval. That's WM.com/Duval and get signed up today. If anyone can talk trash, it's the Mangler.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. When it's game time, Farah doesn't flinch. Get Smart John is polished up by Harbor Dental Care, Jacksonville's first choice for dental emergencies.
You know you love him. He's bald, he's beautiful, he smells so doggone good. TribuNation.com's own Get Smart John. Johnny!
Good morning, Guggen.
Good morning, Guggen.
So, first I'm going to do a shout-out.
Yes, you
And
are.
I have two special shout-outs, yes, because this is informative. So, first shout-out to Will Lyons.
Shout
I
out,
think
Will.
You might know him. Yes, yes. And so, Sunday I was at the game.
Very good.
And I was with Seahawks fans. By the way, there were a lot of Seahawks fans there.
Oh, yeah.
I was very surprised.
I was surprised.
So I met two gentlemen, brothers, who, by the way, brought us around. We were talking, our friends and I were talking, and then he recognized my voice.
Mm-hmm.
Keep in mind, these guys have lived out of the area for 20 years, but still come in for 3 or 4 Jags games
That's
every
awesome.
year. So
Yeah.
live in Annapolis and Richmond, Virginia. So
Which
shout
what?
out. It might be the coolest names I've ever said. Shout out to Chill and T-Bone Hotchkiss.
What up, Chill and T-Bone?
Chill and
And they
T-Bone.
listen every segment of GSJ.
Very
So,
nice.
Anyway,
So they heard our perfect game last week.
They're the perfect game. One week.
that's right.
Can they do
So, yes, I may have heard about it from the peeps. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And so I wore my vintage Jacksonville Bulls T-shirt, and obviously I got a lot of comments through fans throughout the game as I'm walking around. So old people knew exactly what it was and thought it was pretty cool. So having said that, I'm going to give you some bonus questions that are USFL related.
We're doing questions.
Questions?
This week?
Okay.
Nice. All right.
Okay.
Yes.
So I am going to give you a Hall of Fame player from the NFL,
Okay.
and I want you to see if you can identify the USFL team he played for before the NFL.
All right, couple things. Were you here for the Bulls?
No.
I had season tickets.
No, I'm talking to
Oh, you're talking. I'm sorry.
No, it's
Yeah.
okay. No, I knew you were.
I came the year that they
Did you?
disbanded.
And so I'll ask you this: did you follow the USFL much at all?
Not really.
I didn't either.
Little
I knew the stars and
Yeah.
some of them there, but I never.
Yeah.
It was always in the summer. I was always off balling or doing something. It never really appealed to me. Now, if it was in your town, it would be a different deal.
Yeah.
Didn't Jacksonville have one of the better
Yes.
attendance figures?
Very good.
Attendance, yes, absolutely. They sure did.
All right.
And like BC carried it, Keith Jackson and Lynn Swan were some of the commentators. I mean, so it was.
No, they tried.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They paid. They got some stars from
It was
the
as
league.
close to success as you were going to get from a.
Yeah.
I mean.
Right.
And the NFL probably did them dirty politically.
Of course
that
they did.
back room,
Of course
you know,
they did.
all that stuff.
Yes. Yes. Okay. Your first one, Jim Kelly.
He's a Houston Gambler.
Yes. Very nice. Reggie White.
Say Memphis Showboat, I believe, wasn't he, Dan? Or was he
a Philadelphia Star?
Well, he went to the Eagles. I think Memphis. Don't you get the geographic? They put.
But he's a Tennessee guy, so.
I think that
these are bonus, by the way, too. Okay.
I think you're right.
Eagles.
I'd rather go with. I'd rather.
I'm going first instinct.
Yeah, let's do it.
Memphis.
Let's go Memphis.
Yes.
Good.
Very good.
Good.
Okay. Okay, and actually this next one is not a Hall of Famer, but very well-known player, and Gary Clark, part of the posse.
Here, Jacksonville.
Very good. Yes, he was. I still have a trading card from him.
You've referred to him a billion times.
I'm gonna go. I like to go down like the retro distressed T-shirt kind of like marketplaces online, and you can find a Jacksonville Bulls. Kind of got that worn, distressed look that I've thought about pulling the trigger on.
Next time you on there, think about your boy. I'd rock one of them.
All right.
Dan, I don't know if you got that text because I was wearing that, and it was.
Yes.
And it's vintage. It's over 40 years old. So, okay. Good job, guys.
Thank you.
Okay. Movies. What model of car was used as a time machine in the Back to the Future movies?
What's that? DeLorean, right?
Yes. Now, bonus. Within, again, this is a bonus. You already got the question. Within a year, can you tell me what year Back to the Future was released?
Yeah, we can do that.
It was 85.
It's around when I was born, I think. I was in 86.
It was 85, I'm pretty sure.
Okay. If you feel good about
85.
it. All right.
Good. Yeah. I'm sorry. You sounded pretty sure, so I didn't.
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah, very good. Okay. Very good. Very good. Okay. Begins with I-N.
I-N. Ooh,
Yes.
I know what that is.
Okay.
There's a city in Pennsylvania.
What 13-letter word means something you can't do without?
What's the word I'm looking for? It's indispensable.
There you go.
Yes. Current events.
Current events.
What actress passed away last weekend at the age of 79?
Diane Keaton.
Yes. And bonus, just for that, can you tell me what movie she won her Oscar?
Annie Hall.
Oh, very nice.
Somebody read the bio. Somebody read the bio the other day.
Yeah, apparently. Okay. Sports. In 2018, what tennis player was fined $17,000 for code violations, including breaking her racket during the U.S. Open final?
Serena, wasn't it?
It was, yeah. I felt bad at the time that she hurt little Naomi Osaka's feelings, but now in hindsight, I'm glad she did. I'm glad she ruined it for her because I like Serena so much more than Naomi. Please don't look at me wrong. I'll cry, Osaki.
Yes, I have feelings.
Naomi Osaki's the type of girl, if you passed her on the street, she would look at you and she would look real scared and keep walking past you. Yeah. It's Naomi.
Oh, dear.
That's enough. I'm not going any further than that.
Let me tell you something else.
Science.
Alfred Nobel
used
nitroglycerin as the base to make what explosive in 1867?
Dynamite?
Yeah, that's what I would say. Yeah, TNT. Yeah, dynamite.
Yeah.
Dynamite.
TNT. Oi! Oi! Oi!
Let's hey, E.T., you know that what Dan just mentioned, dynamite. Do you know where that came from?
Yeah, Jimmy J.J. Walker.
Yes.
No, I was asking E.T. I know we all know it. I was just asking if he was familiar with them.
No. The dynamite!
Yeah, that's from Good Times.
That was his catchphrase.
I'm the one who said that.
Okay. We've had this conversation before with him. At some point, or something similar to this. We talked about Good Times.
Let's grab a break. Come back with the audio clue and more right here with Get Smart John on the drill.
The Drill at the DivorceMenOnly.com studios. This is The Swamp.
Keeps out to the fake, running right, balls in the end zone.
It's the other Bulldogs from Starkville.
Touchdown, Gators!
Florida, Mississippi State. Saturday at 4 on Jacksonville's home of Florida Gators football. 1010 XL.
Hey, Hickett here. Listen to this now. The fellas at Action Garage Door want you to win. Yeah, they're giving away a free LiftMaster Smart Garage Door opener and installing it for you free. It's about a $1,000 prize. You heard me? You want to know how easy it is to enter? All you got to do is follow them at Action Garage Door Jacksonville on Instagram. Just follow at Action Garage Door Jacksonville on the gram and like the giveaway post. And by the way, if you tag somebody, each tag can get you entries up to 3. And get ready to hear your name called. Once we get to a certain amount, we're going to give away, that's right, it's happening, a free LiftMaster Smart Garage Door opener and installing it for you absolutely free. All you got to do is go on the gram, follow them at Action Garage Door Jacksonville, and like the giveaway post. And by the way, if something ever goes wrong with your garage door, they're easy to get a hold of. GarageDoor911.com, Action Garage Door, Action Garage Door 911.
Hey, Duval, here's your chance to be face-to-face with the Jags as they take the field on game day. Jump in the shadows and experience the Jaguars like never before. Enter today at everbank.com/shadows for your chance to be part of the action. No purchase necessary to enter or win. Open to legal residents of the 50 United States and D.C., 18 and older. Entry periods for the sweepstakes are from 8/4/25 to 12/21/25. For official rules and complete details, visit everbank.com/shadows. Sponsor and administrator, Everbank, N.A. member FDIC.
Here's hoping for a Raise the Roof football season. And here's knowing Next Gen Roofing is up for any job. Game day or storm season, you need a team you can trust. And you know what? You don't need a glitzy roofing company. No shortcuts, no gimmicks, no nonsense. Solid roofs at competitive prices and a commitment to the First Coast community. Right now, save up to $300 on your next roof replacement. When you need a roof, you need Next Gen Roofing. Team with you, it's a win every time.
Hey, it's one of life's most important decisions. If you're 18 years or older, just got married, just got divorced, you have children, of course you want to take care of your family. That's why I'm here to tell you about Matt Hinson and the Hinson Law Firm. Matt's the attorney, but we both want to know, have you done your will? Something you need to do, something you need to take care of, something to get on your to-do list, but don't just leave it there. Get it done. You got to get your assets to the people that you choose. You work hard for your money. Planning helps minimize income, gift, and estate taxes as well. Matt Hinson's your guy. He'll listen. He'll help you out with your decisions. He'll provide you all the info needed. It'll make it all your choices easy. They're the Hinson Law Firm, and they got all the answers. If you have questions, reach out. 527-1700, 527-1700. Office is Jacksonville, Florida. Gang, don't let the state decide your fate.
Hacker here. Join me and Leon Searcy for the 5th quarter this Sunday at Frontrunners Tap House. All the football action and post-game reaction to the London game. This Sunday at Frontrunners Tap House.
This is Jeff Middlecoff with Cogent Bank. My associate Ryan Salem and I joined Cogent Bank because we wanted to revolutionize the mortgage business, just like Cogent Bank has revolutionized the banking business. So Ryan Salem and I are able to leverage the power and stability of Cogent Bank to go out and find our clients the best investors, the best products, and the best rates in the entire country for your particular mortgage loan. Of course, you don't have to be a customer at Cogent Bank to take advantage of our mortgage services to buy or refinance your home. We offer jumbo loans, VA, FHA, conventional, and investment loans. At Cogent Bank, we offer mortgages nationwide, so we can help you with a second home or help a family member who lives or is moving to another state. Call Ryan Salem or myself, Jeff Middlecoff, at Cogent Bank today, 904-442-9191, to see how we can help you with any of your mortgage loan needs, whatever or wherever they may be.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender, Cogent Bank, NMLS ID 402296, Ryan Salem, NMLS ID 1182429, Jeff Middlecoff, NMLS ID 249086.
My son had a meniscus surgery a couple years ago. Went smooth as silk, was playing tennis in 2 weeks. This is Patrick Malarkey, and I highly recommend Southeast Orthopedic Specialist.
Our son Eric's a Division I collegiate baseball pitcher who is having shoulder pain. We took him to Southeast Orthopedic Specialist and are confident that he's now on the road to recovery. This is Beth Anderson, and we love the care Eric receives at Southeast Orthopedic Specialist.
Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
Julington Creek Pest Control has been serving our community since 1984. Our turf management program is an all-out blitz, granular fertilization, weed and insect control, keeping your lawn championship green all year. Quarterly pest control stops bugs before they ever cross your goal line. Family-owned, locally operated, expert technicians, top quality products, no gimmicks, just winning results. Julington Creek Pest Control, our family serving yours since 1984.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Focused, fueled, fearless, Farah.
All right, let's get Johnny back in here. Rock and roll with an audio clue. See what else we got here before we finish him off.
John, I was thinking about you the other day because I had a question, and we had all this movement towards who the next James Bond was going to be, and then it went silent. Do we know who the next James Bond is?
No. It's still. I want Henry Cavill. I think he would be perfect, and he wants the role.
Okay.
So, but no.
Haven't we
not
just
yet.
been percolating for a couple of years almost? Why don't?
It has.
Don't they usually
It
name
has.
who it is or no?
Yes.
Yeah.
This is taking longer than usual, for
I
sure.
was accurate on that. All right.
You were accurate. Yes, you were. All right, boys, you ready for it?
Yes.
We are, sure. Born ready.
Not rock.
You don't know how much you love me.
I love how he knows these songs. I never heard this song in my life. This is suicide music to me. This is my parents are driving around making me listen to this. I'm just banging my head against the back seat. Just bow, bow, bow.
Run, run, run away.
Please put it on The Village People, Dad. Please. I have heard this song before. It's got to be one of the yacht rockers, one of the originals. What do you got, man? Huh? What do you got? What are you thinking about?
Is the same group saying "Baby Come Back"? Sounds like them.
Are you asking me?
Yeah, I'm
Are
asking.
you asking me?
I'm asking.
No.
I thought you were asking me. I would say no, too. Yeah, so you didn't have to ask him. You could ask
Run,
me.
run, run away.
It's going to be a name of a dude, and I watched the Yacht Rock doc, and I still don't. I had nothing registered.
I don't know this one.
Actually, I shouldn't have said yacht rock because they're actually more known for being a rock group.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know.
This is Yacht Rock. Is this like give me just like a 70s band, Sly and the Family Stone?
They actually
whoever.
go back to the 60s. They actually go back to their name. The band name maybe has changed over the years too.
Jefferson Jefferson
Airplane to pilot to Starship.
That's
right. Yeah, it was right. They were Jefferson Airplane, then
Is that
Jefferson
them?
Starship, then Starship.
That's them?
Yes,
Wow.
That is
Jefferson Starship.
Wow.
That was the only singer after Grace Slick or forgot on that.
Did not sound at
Argument.
all like the Jefferson Starship that was blasted at me in high school.
Oh.
That's the only Starship I know.
That's what I'm saying.
Huh.
Yeah. So.
On the text line,
I don't know
boys
if you get half on that or.
On the text line, you must not have been listening yesterday. The boys said you missed a great opportunity. Should have been Caribbean Queen.
Hey, so that's the dub or no?
Mm-hmm. No, we missed that, didn't we?
No,
He just said it was Jefferson
y'all said
Starship.
Yeah, y'all said it.
No, you said it, and any iteration of that is fine. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. And settle down, Googans and Googanellas. I don't want to hear it. Okay.
Well, no, I'm going by you.
That's right. That's right. Okay. Magazines.
Magazines. Mad.
Ooh.
What magazine once had the slogan "Entertainment for Men"?
That's Playboy. I hate to know that so quick. That's Playboy. Yeah. Yeah. For the articles.
I only read it for the articles.
For the
That's
articles.
right.
It's the articles.
Playboy to now you see more graphic content in a Victoria's Secret catalog
On
than
Instagram.
we used to get in Playboy.
Yeah.
That's right.
Seriously.
Now, some of
Seriously.
the other one's
yeah.
different, but
Right. Right.
Wasn't there one
Yes.
literally called like
Let's-
Beaver or something?
oh boy, 9 o'clock.
Hey,
Remember
Bucky.
We? You remember that one?
Yeah, we.
Let's
we,
go.
yes.
Let's go.
Okay.
This is nothing.
Oh no, I
man.
wasn't going any
I mean,
further.
Kai,
I
you
wasn't-
go online for 8 seconds. A lot worse than this is being. Yeah, we're good. No one knows.
Okay,
what these
so-
magazines, Hick. What are those? Anybody looking at a magazine anymore for that?
Exactly. Okay, so I'm only going to ask for 2 on this because of time constraints. This is our halftime.
Okay.
And Dan, I expect you to get probably 3 of the 4, but that's okay.
All right.
According to the 2020 U.S. Census,
I love it.
after New York City, Name the next 4, you don't have to name 4, of course, most populous cities in the state of New York.
Okay.
Now, keep in mind, Brooklyn, all those are all incorporated into New York City, so those you don't.
Buffalo is obvious. It's
Buffalo is 1.
Rochester, right?
2.
Yeah.
Yes.
Syracuse.
Yeah.
Syracuse and Albany.
And Syracuse, yes. Can you name the last?
Albany.
No, not Albany.
Albany?
No.
It's not Albany?
But you got 3 or 4. No, it's Yonkers.
Oh,
See, I consider that to be, I don't know New York. That's
just
New York
a
City to
little
me.
upstate,
Okay.
Yeah. No, that was good.
But
and
we
you
only
did it
needed
very
2,
quick.
right?
Yeah, we got it.
Yeah, that's what I said. I expected you guys would get 3. So, very good. Crime.
Doesn't pay.
What was the first and last name of the designer who was killed in 1997 outside his Miami Beach mansion?
So
Versace?
Versace, isn't it?
Giovanni Versace.
Giovanni.
Well, I don't know.
Close enough.
Giovanni.
It's Gianni Versace. Yes. Very good.
TV.
Released in 2010, in what teen drama do 4 former best friends reunite a year after the disappearance of their clique leader?
Okay, it's a TV show.
Yes.
Released in 2010.
Yes.
4.
Would you like me to repeat it?
Yeah.
Yes.
Released in 2010, in what teen drama do 4 former best friends reunite a year after the disappearance of their clique leader?
So this is like one of those, you got to get this one, man. CW
You've
shows.
definitely heard of it.
Yeah, it's
You've
like
definitely heard of
Dawson's
it.
Creek, or it's not that one, but
90210.
Is it like Twilight? Was that a TV show?
Yeah, it was a TV show, but
I don't know.
I don't
That sounds
know.
about like when that started, didn't it? Maybe.
Was Twilight a TV show for sure?
I believe so. I think that's how it started. I think, but I don't know. One Tree Hill. Is that what it is?
But
Dawson's Creek.
Those were older though.
Older than 2010.
Yeah.
The 4 teenage. What is it now? 4 kids or 4 grown? What is it?
Yeah,
One more time.
Friends, 4 friends.
Released in 2010, in what teen drama do 4 former best friends reunite a year after their disappearance of their clique leader?
I don't know.
Is this like streaming shows, or are we talking about like network TV? You know what I mean?
I think it was on one of the cable channels. I don't think it was.
Let's just
on
go
the,
with.
You've definitely heard of it.
What's how about
I think you have anyway.
Let's just go with. I don't know. Twilight.
Pretty Little Liars.
No.
Oh, yeah.
No. Don't know that one.
You've heard of it though, right?
Yeah. I think Miss P may watch
Okay.
it.
Yeah. Regs watched it.
Yeah.
Okay.
In fact, was Reese in that? Witherspoon?
I would have thought that was way more recent than
sure.
2010.
Yeah.
I would have thought that was like 2020.
I would have too.
Yeah.
I would have too. Music.
Manolo!
I like this one. Okay. Who did Taylor Swift reportedly write the song "We Are Never Ever Getting Back Together" about?
Ever. Is it John Mayer? I don't know her paramours.
Yeah,
That's the only like.
Did she also have something with Ed Sheeran? But I feel
but
like
I can't see her. I wouldn't see her going.
I think
after
John Mayer's a good
John
one.
Mayer is a good answer.
John Mayer.
John Mayer.
Good guess. Jake Gyllenhaal.
Oh
Okay.
yeah.
I don't know all her paramours,
Yeah.
but I don't think it's great character to have bounced to about 12 of them. That's just me. For like Miss America, Miss Sweetheart America, all the young girls should be her. She bounced around a lot of bedrooms, baby. I'm just saying. Damn. Those are facts. I'm spitting facts today. All right, one more, John.
You are.
That's
Oh,
it.
one more.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't want to end on that. Yeah.
Okay, well, this is going to. Okay, our final question was a sports, okay?
Sports.
So, got to rely on your memory here. So, Boston Bruins, Detroit Red Wings, Los Angeles Kings, New York Rangers, okay? I want you to put these in order by who, since 1927, which team won the most Stanley Cups. Again, Boston Bruins, Detroit Red Wings, Los Angeles Kings, New York Rangers.
Rangers are last, aren't they, Dan?
Well, the Kings and Rangers are out. Although the Rangers won a few.
No, we're
early.
going in order.
Oh, we're doing it in
Yeah.
order.
By who won the most? Yeah.
Yeah.
So like
From most
you
to
know, the top
least.
just would be the most. Right. Who? Okay.
Detroit,
so
right? Titletown, or
say-
does
I'd
Boston
say-
have more?
That's correct. That is number one.
Yeah,
I'd
You're
say
right.
Detroit.
Number
Then
11.
I'd say Detroit, then Boston, then
Correct, with six.
then the Rangers, then the Kings.
I'd go.
Yes, 4 and 2.
Yeah.
Yes, that was your final question
All right,
last
well,
night.
there you go. That's a good one to end on. You see why I did that. Thank you, John.
Thank you,
so much.
Johnny!
We'll talk to you next week. The drill rolls on next. You're listening to 1010XL on 92.5 FM.
The Drill. From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
4th down and 11. Game on the line.
11 guys line up, but only one will end up the Universal Roof and Contracting Offensive Player of the Game.
And there he goes.
On 1010XL.
I'm Frank Frangie with the Nimnik Nugget. Here's what I learned about the Jags on Monday night. They're tough. They're mentally tough. They're physically tough. They protect Trevor Lawrence. He's not getting hit. They open holes for Travis Etienne. That's very clear. They attack the ball, which is why they're getting all these takeaways. There's a lot of ways to win a football game, but the best way in that sport is to be tough. Tony Baselli, James Gladstone, Liam Cohen promised a tough team, and boy, oh boy, the Jags are tough. I'm Frank Frangie for the Nimnik family of dealerships. Frank Frangie here. Looking for a dealership that makes car buying easy? Let me tell you why Nimnik Buick GMC is the place to shop. At Nimnik, you'll find unbeatable prices, a huge selection of Buicks and GMCs, plus flexible financing that works around your budget. Whether it's a new SUV, a work-ready truck, or a certified pre-owned, they've got you covered. They back it up with trusted service and transparent deals. Don't wait. Shop 24/7 online at NimnikBuickGMC.com or visit the showroom on Phillips Highway. GMC, we are professional grade.
Hey, Hickey here for my friends at Prize Picks. You and I make decisions every day, but on Prize Picks, being right gets you paid. Don't miss any of the excitement on Prize Picks this season where it's good to be right. So easy to play, right? You pick more or less on 2 to 6 player stat projections, right? If you get your picks right, you cash in. And Prize Picks is fun, man. They invented the flex play, which means you can still cash out if your lineup is not perfect. You can double your money even if one of your picks doesn't hit. Prize Picks' best way to win cash this football season. Shoot, you can make your picks in less than 60 seconds and turn takes into cash all season long on Prize Picks. Download the app today. Use code 1010XL to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. That's code 1010XL. $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineups. Gang, it's Prize Picks. It's fun, it's exciting, and it's so good to be right.
When it comes to glass, you don't want average. You want flawless. Duval Glass and Mirror has transformed homes and businesses across Jacksonville for over 35 years. Frameless showers that wow. Mirrors cut exactly to your style. Fogged or broken glass replaced. Decorative tabletops. Windows replaced or repaired to stand up to Florida storms. All backed by a 100% guarantee. Visit DuvalGlass.com for your free quote. There's only one name for glass and mirror around these parts. It's Duval.
Take a radio boat ride with Captain Cabin on the Ring Power Fishing Forecast Show. Wheeled in by the Pest Pros at Royal Pest Services and awaken 180 weight loss.
Thursday nights at 6
on 1010XL AM.
Greenlaw Group is for the insured. If you think you have roof damage, call 904-302-7055 today, and they will schedule you a free roof inspection. Trust their law firm to help you fight your insurance when you need it. These storms can cause damage you may not even see yet. Call Greenlaw Group 302-7055. There's no cost to retain their law firm and no cost to have your roof inspected. They only get paid if you win. Greenlaw Group for the insured.
The flagship station of the Jaguars. WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach. WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach.
Hey, look, I'm no genius, but I know when the solution involves a promise, I feel pretty good about the direction I'm going in, and that direction for you if trying to sell your home is Chad and Sandy at chadandsandy.com. You see, their solution is bottom line. It's a promise, and it's one they've been making. Your home sold guaranteed, or they'll buy it. Jack's area homes are selling. Getting the right price means you need the right marketers and proven systems, and those two are Chad and Sandy Newman, experts and friends. Need to sell now? Chad and Sandy have instant offers. Maybe you want max price. Whether you're buying or selling, fast or max cash, Chad and Sandy have the proven plan guaranteed. Chad and Sandy guarantee your home sold at an agreed-upon price and deadline, or they will buy it. No required costly repairs. Pick your move date. Tom and Nicole in Mandarin got a new job in Louisiana, found a new home. Now we had to sell fast to avoid 2 mortgages. Chad and Sandy sold it in 72 hours for full asking price. So can you. ChadandSandy.com.
Hey folks, Mike Dempsey here for Dandy Foods, a Jacksonville family business for nearly 70 years. Heck, I've been talking about them for over a decade. The Thompson family secret, Dandy's never frozen, always fresh baked bread with quality meats and cheeses, no dry crumbly subs here, only soft and tasty deliciousness. When I see that logo with the little dude with the cane on the label, it tells me I'm getting a trusted brand, a quality sandwich. So do what I do and stop in at a Daly's and make yours a Dandy today.
Hey, it's Lauren Brooks. Looking and feeling great isn't just for women. Hello Smooth Med Spa has something for everyone. Laser hair removal, wrinkle smoothing, skincare, and more. With over 400 plus 5-star reviews and over a decade in business, they know their stuff. Book now at hellosmooth.com.
Clogged toilet, too much paper, deeper blockages, or one of your child's Hot Wheels could be the culprit. Superior Plumbing and Pipeline and handles toilet clogs fast. If your toilet's clogged, make the superior choice. Learn more at superiorplumbingjacks.com.
Here's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update, sponsored by Chad and Sandy Real Estate. Jaguars keep clearing cap space ahead of next month's trade deadline after swapping Tyson Campbell for Greg Newsome. We've now reworked 3 deals, including Newsome's. On the college hardwood, Florida's Alec Condon earned first-team All-SEC honors, while Thomas Howell and Boogie Flan landed on the second team. That's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update. I'm Sam Nelson.
65 degrees at 8:06. Time and 10 brought to you by Bueller Air and Plumbing. Stay cool with Bueller.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Still, present, ready. Farah doesn't flinch.
I tell you, the boys from Action Garage Door are doing a fun giveaway.
Okay, what you got?
They're giving away a free LiftMaster Smart Garage Door Opener, and they'll install it for you for free. It's like a $1,000 value. You get a garage door opener, right? And all you got to do is go to follow them on the gram, Action Garage Door Jacksonville on the Instagram.
Okay.
That's all you got to do. And like the giveaway post.
Okay.
And by the way, if you want to tag somebody, each tag will get you another entry up to 3.
Let me go follow them real quick.
Just go follow them on
trying to get in on the
Action
act.
Garage Door Jacksonville.
Not available to 1010XL.
No, you can win it. I'll let you win it. And so contest is open. We'll probably have it filled up by next week, and then we'll announce the winner. But just pretty cool stuff and easy to do. So just go to the gram. I wanted to show them how I can get them some followers too. So help me out at Action Garage Door Jacksonville on the gram. So do that, and that'll be cool. Welcome back. This is The Drill. We got the Murphy Power Hour coming up here in a little bit. So Daniel will be by. We'll talk some hardball and some other stuff with him like we do. Tiger Woods had another surgery this weekend.
Yeah, another back
and
surgery.
we didn't even mention it.
Yeah.
It shows
Schauffele won, and we didn't mention it.
Yeah, it
First
showed
win of the year.
It's like we're not in golf season.
Yeah, and Schauffele's win did not come at the Ryder Cup, correct? Oh yeah, just double checking. No, I'll go to Japan and give him 3.1. He'll show up.
This is Tiger Woods' 7th.
I thought I read 13th
back surgery, maybe 13th
total.
Surgery. Yeah. Man, and these are like, and we'll talk to Doc tomorrow, but these are some major deals that he's had. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
This ain't just a simple, and it's just.
I know this, and I don't want to step.
You had always thought he could find magic, and you now know, right?
Well, yeah, there's too many surgeries.
Yeah,
I didn't know.
yeah.
I didn't know this was going to go.
Well,
forever.
yeah, I'm saying though.
I always hoped by age 45, 50, he'd be able to play pain-free golf. Not
right.
And I think that would have been enough to contend at Augusta. I never thought he was going to resume number 1.
Right.
He's already made one comeback. They said he'd never win again when he came back
And
and
he
won
did.
Augusta
Yeah.
and won the Tour Championship. But yeah, no, it's too much now. And I do know this from friends and other people that I know, and I don't mean to step into the orthopedic lane.
Yeah.
I will have to be paralyzed for me to have back surgery from anything and everyone I've ever heard about the procedure from.
I've heard it's like a 50-50 deal.
Yeah,
but
I'm not taking 50-50. I'll play through the pain.
Yeah.
I'm not going to go in and then make it worse and then inevitably have to have another one and then another one and then another one in Tiger's case.
Mm-hmm.
Now, he's an elite athlete. That's a different mindset. I get it. I might be more aggressive if that were the case. I'm just saying, when we say the word back surgery, so common now because of sports and otherwise, back surgery hits different. That's not like getting knee surgery or shoulder surgery or a lot of other surgeries. That back surgery, man, that's a different. People don't come back from it.
Yeah. Just the fact that he's been able to play, but it's Boy, he just it's just one thing after another on that body. That body has failed.
We just had a football player that had to have back surgery, and the thought is he'll never come back. They never come back. Like back surgery, athletes they just don't come back.
The other thing I saw from the golf world, Live Golf's latest financial filing: $65 million in 2024 revenue, $527 million in expenses. That's $8.50 spent for $1 earned.
Yeah, I can't. I mean, I know the Saudis have an endless supply of money. But I wonder if they're getting so far away from what their stated goal was. Whether or not that goal was reality, I'm sure the Saudis, whether it's sports washing or anything else, thought they'd make a dent. They were sold a vision that they would change golf, that they would make impacts in these markets, that they would grow the game. And now they're just putting out a unwatched TV product and paying a ton of money for it, and the guys in their league aren't doing a damn thing to grow the game or to make their league better. They go off and do their own thing stateside all year long, do their YouTube channels and and all that good stuff.
There's this guy Stu Jackson. He's a Rams guy, Rams site writer. And out in London, Liam Cohen was asked in his Monday presser if there was a project or a coaching point Sean McVay gave him when he was on the staff in L.A. where he never thought about it, but it was going to help his progress as a coach. And his answer was drawing pass plays and the way it allowed him to see the why and finite details that go into each one. And so he said, basically, this is Liam Cohen, who said, the project I was responsible for was pass drawings. I did all the pass drawings for 3 years while I was an assistant position coach. The opportunity gave me access to Sean that other coaches didn't get, because when you're responsible to draw the passes, you got to hear from his mouth in terms of the details, the precision, the yardage, the depth, the why. Like you're getting an inside look at the why behind every pass play. And I think that probably what maybe helped me the most of anything that I was able to do there, the finite little details that go into just one play, one pass play, which is really interesting. Like,
and it's fun. That would be a fun part of the job, drawing up ball plays.
To a point. Like he said, anyway, I'll get to that in a second. He says, we all run smash. Everybody runs curl flat. Everybody runs these plays. But the detail in which I learned it from him, because of my access to working with him, he would just get up on the whiteboard and go. And he goes, now look, it was a great overall opportunity. It's not the funnest job because you're down on the clock, rushing into meetings at 9 a.m. with pass drawings you just finished up, and it's a process. But I think that definitely the whole opportunity to be able to learn to draw pass plays, so much so you could talk about it to young coaches. I would tell them, learn Visio, learn how to draw. If you can draw, you may always have a job. Which is interesting. Yeah. And that opportunity
but it would be fun.
It takes work. But
anyone conceptually, you don't have to have been in the league for 7 years. Right. Anyone conceptually, if you've ever coached or played flag football, you've done some variety of this. It would be fun to look at another team's defensive, on film, and then in your head, put in your offense, watch them play defense against a certain formation, and then design something that will trick them, like the Jags did defensively against the Chiefs. Patrick Mahomes had seen the Bengals beat Jacksonville with that little skinny post down inside the 5-yard line, and then Jacksonville, showed him that, and Devin Lloyd obviously did something different, got to pick 6, and that's a fun part of the game, that chess playing, I'm sure, for those guys especially.
Yeah. But anyway, I thought that was interesting and kind of helped him. One other thing I wanted to mention. Did you know this? And I saw this yesterday. Puck talk. By the way, the Rangers have played 3 games at home and not scored a goal. Not great start.
Okay.
No one's ever done that.
I saw that. Yeah. And
but that's not what I brought
amazing.
Up.
Just a couple of years ago, you were top of the world.
God, it's so disappointing. They said the NHL is going to get to 36 teams.
Good for them.
Why?
Why not?
Saying hockey, let's do that
Why
hockey.
not?
And they say
Atlanta, it can't be less it's not going to make anyone less interested.
Atlanta, Houston, and Phoenix are a given. Atlanta's failed twice, right?
Let's go for 3, baby.
What about Phoenix? They just moved.
Yeah, that's an odd one. I guess new ownership is probably what they're trying to get in. My thought when something like that happens is the league loves Phoenix. They hate who's there.
Yeah.
That's what I would guess. And now they'll put somebody in there that is.
I want my Iceman guy to bump us up and go get an NHL team. They say, who's going to be the 4th? That will be the most intriguing. Now, you probably should put a team in Canada, shouldn't you? If you're going to expand by 4, wouldn't you put one in?
I guess Canada's not added any growing cities in about 200 years, right? I mean, it's the same.
Well, they all say Quebec City, which
okay, well, all right.
I don't know, but
as far as I know, Quebec City is, well, we call it Montreal down here, so
Quebec City, Quebec.
Yeah, well, Montreal, Quebec, right? I'm just assuming they're right next to each other.
Yeah,
is it Montreal and Quebec?
Wasn't it the Quebec Nordiques?
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
But that was speaking for the state.
I would like it just because I would like to say this team all the time. Saskatoon.
Okay, Saskatchewan. We can put them in there.
Well, that's where it is. Saskatoon is in Saskatchewan.
Saskatoon is good. I would give
Hamilton, Ontario.
I think the problem with in reality is most of Canada is just like tundra. It's just like forest and wilderness, and there's not a whole lot of. You get a little bit further north, bro, and who wants to live there? So most of Canada's population is probably within 100 miles of the U.S. border, I would think. You know, just going all the way across the country. I would think. I'm no expert on Canadian geography, but
the vast wasteland.
It seems like it. Yeah. I do know they film a lot of like these disaster movies and stuff up in Canada.
But it's weird to me that you would expand by like 4 teams, like rip. You know.
Yeah. Why? Look. If you're going to expand, then just expand. I reckon. If you do 4, you just add maybe 1 to each. How many divisions are there? I don't know any of these things. I don't watch hockey, Dan. You know.
I know.
Now that Atlanta's got a team, I will once again be a rabid fan. What are we going to name them this time?
I don't know that it's.
What should we name the Atlanta? What the Skates? I think we should name them the Skates. The Atlanta Skates.
You got some explaining to do
How's
too
that?
about.
What's that?
The guy that you gave him the moniker, I believe, Sleestack.
The Sleestack, yes.
Yes.
What about him?
Well, the University of South Carolina has renamed its Department of Sport and Entertainment Management in honor of David and Nicole Tepper.
Okay.
Following a $5 million gift from their foundation.
Of course.
Teppers have funded 24 4-year scholarships at USC.
You know what I call that? I call that sports washing.
It's there he is right there with his lovely wife.
Does he look like a Sleestack? Yes or no?
Back. No.
Do you know what a Sleestack is?
I watched Land of the Lost. That was the Sleestacks. That does not look like a Sleestack.
Oh, 100% Sleestack.
Does not look like
100% Sleestack. And if you put, like, especially when he leaves, like, the Jag Stadium with his sunglasses on, dead ringer for a Sleestack. Land of the Lost.
Bleep you, Chaka.
Back with more next.
The Drill.
From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
4th and goal at the 1. They set up in the eye.
When you add up the moments and break down the best,
It's a hostile environment.
you're left with a performance-painting, high-performance play of the game
Up in the air, it is caught!
on 1010XL.
This is Jaguar Hall of Famer Tony Baselli telling you about Heritage of North Florida, Jacksonville's premier roofing and home remodeling company. With over 25 years of trusted experience, Heritage of North Florida has built a reputation for quality, reliability, and craftsmanship. Whether you need a new roof or updating your kitchen or bathroom, trust the pros at Heritage of North Florida to create the perfect place to call home. Mention Jaguars to get $1,500 off your next roof or kitchen remodel when you go to heritagenfl.com. Go Jags.
Another incredible savings event is happening now at Beard's Diamonds. Hickett here. Listen to this. Buy one, get one free on all wedding bands. You heard me right. For a limited time, when you buy his wedding band, get hers free. Buy hers, get his free. Either way, save up to $10,000. You about to get married? Oh, take advantage. You been married, thinking about an upgrade? Nothing that symbolizes love more than the wedding band. And Beard's has hundreds and hundreds of bands. Top designers, white gold, yellow gold, rose gold, platinum, titanium. You name it, they got it. Come to Beard's now. Find the wedding band that reflects your style, your personality. Buy one, get the second one free. Man, those big box corporate jewelry stores don't do that, but Beard's does. And it's happening now through October 26th. Buy one wedding band, get the second one free. Don't miss this opportunity to celebrate your eternal love with the eternal symbol. Beard's Diamonds, locally owned. Say hi to the Lupos when you go by. Jewelry alternative. I say shop local, shop Beard's at the St. John's Town Center.
Hi, this is Dale Murray with Murray Automotive Group in Stark and Kingsland. Save yourself from those big city dealers and their fast-talking flim-flam tactics. No matter what your automotive need is, we've got you covered. Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and nobody beats our prices, and I mean nobody. Shazam! Plus our exclusive 15-year, 150,000-mile warranty included on every qualified vehicle. And we'll trade anything from AirPods to fishing rods. Compare our prices online at ShazamAuto.com. Then come see me, Dale Murray. I'll be waiting for you. Shazam! time.
Listen to whatever you like, whenever you want.
I like this.
1010XL on demand. Ad-free shows after the live shows end. Shuttled by Duck Duck Rooter Plumbing, Septic and Air Conditioning. Search where you find podcasts.
Introducing the Jag Stack at Firehouse Subs. So bold, it's named after the home team. Stacked with honey ham, smoked turkey, roast beef, provolone, fresh veggies, and the new Duval drizzle sauce. For a limited time at your local Firehouse Subs, there's only one hottest sub in Duval.
Has someone you care about been arrested or had their driver's license taken away? I'm Susan Cohen, and I work with David Robbins at the law firm of Epstein & Robbins. We are experienced fighters for those charged with DUI, domestic violence, and all criminal offenses. In your battle with the justice system, there's only one thing you need to know. Dial David 24/7 at Epstein & Robbins, 354-5645. 354-5645.
Get paid to lose weight in a paid obesity research study with Encore Research. If you're 18 or older with a BMI of 27 or more, you may qualify. No insurance required, no cost to you. Enroll at EncoreDocs.com or call 904-732-6669.
Awaken 180 weight loss. Awaken 180 weight loss. Hacker here. You know, I always talk about the guidance, the great coaching I get with Awaken 180 weight loss. My coach Kate has given me tremendous guidance, has talked me through the process. As a result, I lost over 100 pounds. I'm still on the maintenance program. It's absolutely fantastic. Well, for the month of October, if you call Awaken 180 Weight Loss, you will get a free consultation. A free consultation during the month of October with Awaken 180 Weight Loss. If you need to start your weight loss journey like I had to do something. My life was not pleasant at 317 pounds. Awaken 180 gave me my life back. If it's time for you to get involved with your weight loss, go to awaken180weightloss.com. That's awaken180weightloss.com, or call 844-346-1800. And in the month of October, get a free consultation with Awaken 180 Weight Loss.
If you are an experienced electrician looking for your next big opportunity, look no further than the Miller Electric Company, a trusted name in the industry for over 96 years. At Miller Electric, we tackle the biggest projects in the city, offering you the chance to showcase your skills on a grand scale. We believe in rewarding hard work with the best pay, top-notch benefits, and an unbeatable culture where people actually care about each other. Take your career to new heights with Miller Electric Company. Apply today at millercareers.com. Miller Electric, an equal opportunity employer.
1010XL, presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. When it's game time, Farah doesn't flinch.
All right, welcome back to the program. Hanging out here on the drill on a Hump Day Wednesday. A little bit of a buzz in Gainesville that we might be closing out towards the end of the Billy Napier experience, which there would be nobody who would think different. And I have nothing to base this on other than just things I'm seeing and hearing. A lot of people think it's coming sooner rather than later. A lot of big boosters are, behind the scenes. There's a lot of suggestion that a lot of work is being done right now. I don't know. I continue to wonder, though, about where the GM stands in all this. Like, I always thought this. Like, I used to watch Auburn, okay? And I like Auburn. I've always liked Auburn. But what was that cat's name, that booster's name at Auburn for all those years, who they said was when Terry Bowden was there? It wasn't the Yellowwood guy, right? It was somebody else. But what was his name? He had everybody knew him. And somebody on the text line will send me. No. Anyway, there's this cat at Auburn, and they said he pulled all the strings. And I said, well, that can't. I thought you used to think, well, that can't be good. It can't be good to have a booster in charge of what's going on with that. And now I sit there and I think about Florida. I hope somebody who's given a lot of money is taking charge, because I don't necessarily want the current AD, if the reports are true that, for example, he won't hire Lane Kiffin, and I don't want him making the decision. I'm not saying Lane Kiffin should be hired. He damn sure should be included. You darn sure should at least talk to him, and if he's willing, you should, he would go right to my short list. I mean, just like everybody else. So it's a weird juxtaposition for me, because I've never been, but Florida's president and is in such flux that I don't know who's in charge down there. Is it the board of directors, the trustees, whatever they're called? Is it the boosters? Is it the AD? I mean, I don't know when it comes to the sports programs, which are obviously very important to many of us.
I like the booster.
It's a mess.
I like the booster input if the boosters are doing diligence and they're talking to experts.
Bobby Louder.
That's it, Bobby Louder.
Thank you, guys.
But I'll say this. I mean, I don't want some booster. Boosters are multimillionaires for their expertise in other areas. They're not experts in football coaches or anything else.
Yeah.
If they want to provide the impetus for getting rid of a coach and getting a new one, great. I don't want boosters picking the coach. Who do
you want? Who do you want picking the coach?
I want the influence put on somebody within the university who's good enough to do it. Like, booster, use your input to get Strickland out of there if you're going to use it.
Who do you want picking the coach? You said you don't want boosters. Who?
Well,
the interim president who doesn't care about sports?
Well, no, of course not.
Okay.
Ultimately, it's going to
the AD. You want him picking him?
He has to pick him, of course.
You want him to pick him?
I want the boosters' influence on him.
You'd rather have the AD pick the coach than the boosters?
I don't know. I mean, the boosters is an awful.
Understand, but I think it might be a better option. Is what I'm telling you.
They really care about it, though.
Yeah, but I get it, man. I care about stuff
their
too.
sports
Just maybe an
acumen ain't
expert,
really, yeah.
right? Just because you got $4 billion doesn't make you smart.
Correct.
Just because you're an
Football
AD
smart.
doesn't make you smart.
Well, yeah, it does. It makes you
More
smart in what
qualified.
you do. That's
Why?
right.
At least you should be if you put in that position.
I've seen the coaches he's hired.
Well, then you need you have an AD problem. You need to have an AD problem.
I'm not sure I want him picking my next coach.
Well, then you have. I can't answer this question because I don't know what all the options are. I don't want to just go into some.
I don't either.
consortium
That's
of
my question.
Boosters smoking cigars down at Black Diamond in Tampa. Bleep them. What do they know?
Ooh, Black Diamond.
Black Diamond ain't in Tampa.
Wherever.
It's in Ocala.
I'm sure there is a Black Diamond in
Diamond is
Tampa.
down in Tampa, isn't it? It's not in Ocala.
It's a bunch of them down there, if you know what I'm saying.
Oh, speaking of,
Culture question.
not really.
Oh, okay.
See some rumors about our girl Black China reuniting with Robbie K.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Two crazy, lovers finding their way back to each
This
other.
is the new spinoff show, Keeping Up with the Kardashians, 10 years later.
Well, that little
That's
girl,
been a while since they.
She's not Black China anymore either. She has
Vanessa.
Didn't she get herself done?
her
and got all
God-given
Christian,
name.
right? Didn't
Yeah.
she? Yeah.
She looking good.
And what about Rob? Is he 1,000 pounds or 150?
Ain't
Or
no telling.
Black China's looking good.
Oh, yes.
And she's a nice, normal, or more normal person
yes.
now.
Oh, yeah.
She's left the wild, decadent life of
The club.
good.
I once,
the club.
I
with a
once
D?
saw her do some, yeah.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah. All right. Okay.
Nice.
We
It's
got
not
you.
9 o'clock. It's 8:27.
She was doing
We
nice
got you.
things.
We got you.
Nice things. All right. All right.
I'll answer your question. You know, I want picking the coach.
Who?
Me.
Yeah.
That's who.
You?
Yeah, me.
I'd rather
Sportscasters are more informed than boosters,
Well,
dude.
not necessarily.
I think you're giving them too much credit because the
No.
paychecks.
There's
they're
some
writing.
boosters who are very
I get
into
it.
the football
Oh,
program.
they could be a part of it. I get it, but I don't know why do you have an AD if you've got a bunch of fans making the hire?
Because I don't trust
They
the AD.
use the boosters to get rid of the AD. They have
That's
that
fine.
power.
That's
then
fine.
do that. That's what
They
I
just
want.
the school just gave the
Well,
AD
then tell
fat
the
new
boost-
contract.
Then tell the boosters to tell the school you're getting no more money from us, no more millions or billions until you do what we say. Fire the AD. I don't want the boosters literally on the plane flying off places and interviewing coaches. Personally,
What about him?
huh?
Oh, he's got some.
What's
yeah.
that?
We're just
I don't know
behind
what
the scenes,
happened
man.
there.
We're
Yeah,
just
it was sloppy.
getting
It
Murph
was.
ready.
We were like a Jag pre-snap is what we are.
Oh, dear. Offsides. False start.
Flags coming from everywhere. Legal shift. Coming from each and every.
Let's do this. Let's take a break.
Yeah.
We'll come back. We got Murph in the house. We'll do the Murphy Power Hour and more.
I can't get him to budge off any sort of non-salary cap, economic plan in baseball. I'm going to keep trying
because he
I
understands the
understand.
bottom part.
Yeah,
of
I
it,
do.
too.
I
You
get
know,
it.
The bottom
I do.
part, like
As
those
a-
guys just raking it in and won't do
Yeah,
anything.
As a fan, I'll just continue to complain though.
By the way, I do have this list. Speaking of, this is nothing to do with Black China, but it's just Hollywood. Drew Dunlap, Jordan Alford, Drew Hardwick, Sam Armstrong, Joe Jonas, Taylor Lautner, John Mayer, Adam Young, Jake Gyllenhaal, Connor Kennedy, Harry
That's the
Styles,
list.
Calvin Harris, Tom Hiddleston, Joe Alwyn, Maddie Healy.
Just a sweet young girl, just preaching American
That's your
values.
table
I
of
gotta have
exes.
I gotta have a reconversation with my daughter. Yeah. Let's continue.
15 and counting.
I mean, come on, man.
Hopefully
And by the way,
Kelsey's last.
I'm sure they all ended with a walk down the boardwalk and an ice cream cone. That's how they ended.
Maybe they were
sure.
Maybe they courted her.
Yeah, they were courting. They
just
sat
some
on the
courting.
front porch swing and drank lemonade. That's
Yeah,
what they were
it's a
doing.
cool, refreshing
Sure.
drink.
Or devising a plan to take over the earth.
This is the drill.
The Drill at the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
Hey Jacksonville, Rick Ballou here. Small business owners need trucks and vans to keep your business moving? Jacksonville Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, Ram Westside has Ram 1500s to heavy-duty 2500s, ProMasters, and custom uplifts ready to work. Visit them on Commonwealth Avenue or go online to jackswest.com. Jacksonville Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, Ram Westside, proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars and your local partner for work-ready vehicles.
Checkmate Coatings. Your floor's missing piece.
Pickett here with a game winner. It's Checkmate Coatings. I've scouted them all. And this Jacksonville crew's the real deal.
I'm Brendan, owner of Checkmate Coatings. We transform pool decks, driveways, and patios with pro precision.
Score big at checkmatecoatings.com. Checkmate Coatings, your floor's missing piece.
Checkmate Coatings. Your floor's missing piece.
Want a fresh and flavorful tailgate this season? Chicken Salad Chick has scratch-made Southern-style chicken salad perfect for lunch, parties, and your tailgate. Order 3 ways at one of 4 area locations. Call 1-833-MY-CHICK or online at chickcatering.com.
Pickett here for my friends at ITP Partners, man. We are in interesting economic times, and ITP Partners, nobody does it better, man. I tell you about them every day because they're terrific, and they're terrific to me. Experience, expertise, and knowledge. If I have a question, I can call Chris Bryan, and he'll give me answers, and he'll explain it. I read ball scores. I don't know what he's talking about, but then he'll put it in layman's terms. I go, oh, that makes sense. Jeff Hartman, Reagan Wright, Dan Abel, Janice Cobb, Reed Wingate. Those are the ITP partners. Those are the folks that I trust with my money, which is one of the most important things that I have, right? Get in the game. It's a great time to get started. Chris at ITPpartners.com. Real easy. Chris at ITPpartners.com. They'll talk to you. You don't be intimidated. 312-9751, 312-9751. They're ITP partners. They're my financial partners for life.
Ballou here for Smoonez Vision. Why Smoonez Vision? Well, I've been with Dr. Neil Smoonez now since I got back to Jacksonville in 2006. 37 years of experience he has. Smoonez Vision is a family organization that focuses on personal high-quality medical and surgical eye care. Dr. Catherine Smoonez is fellowship-trained in cornea and cataract surgery and all refractive surgery. Combined, that's 30 years plus in laser eye surgery. Visit SmoonezVision.com today. Here you can see.
Time to get ready for the spooky season by eliminating all that spooky dirt, grime, and spills. Don't ghost your carpets this fall. Halloween brings out the best in people, but it also brings out the scariest dirt from all the foot traffic. Right now, get your home zero resified from Jacksonville's Ultimate Carpet Cleaner and get 3 rooms of carpet clean starting at just $139 plus a free haul for Halloween. Get it? There's something scarier than ghosts and goblins hiding in your home. It's in your air ducts. Ugh. This month, take 15% off your air duct and dryer vent cleaning. Get it done. Schedule your appointment at zeroresjacksonville.com, zeroresjacksonville.com, or call them 287-5727 and ask for the 1010 special. It's Zero Res! The cleaning freaks. Nobody does it better. Spell it backwards or forwards. It spells the same. Zero Res.
Frank Frangie here. Big Chief Tire offers affordable quality tires for every type of vehicle. Whether you're looking for all-season tires, high-performance options, or something more budget-friendly, Big Chief has the perfect set to keep you rolling. Their expert technicians ensure your tires are installed quickly and safely so you can drive with confidence. Visit WeKeepJacksRollin.com or call 904-932-0950 to schedule your appointment and check out their unbeatable tire deals today. Big Chief Tire keeps Jacks rolling.
Are you 18 years or older, just got married, just got divorced, or have children? Listen up. Have you done your last will and estate planning? If you have questions, call Matt Hinson with the Hinson Law Firm. Reach him at 527-1700. Office is Jacksonville, Florida. And don't let the state decide your fate.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Focused, fueled, fearless, Farah. Welcome to the Daniel Murphy Power Hour.
Meet the Mets. Meet the Mets.
That ball's well hit to right. I mean, really well hit to right. That ball is gone. Daniel Murphy has struck again. Daniel Murphy has homered for the 5th straight postseason game.
Presented by ITP Partners on 1010XL.
Yorktown. 2 days ago, it was the 10-year anniversary of Murph's
been that long,
run,
huh?
the start of his run.
Look at my beard and the grays.
All right, Murph,
in it.
I want you to do this. I want you to name the pitchers you homered off in a row.
Oh, in a row?
Those 6
All
home
right.
runs. Yeah.
Clayton, Kershaw, Greinke, Lester, Arrieta, Kyle Hendricks.
Yep.
And the last one was Fernando Rodney.
It's pretty good, man.
Yeah,
Those are good pitchers, by the way.
The funny one about Fernando Rodney was that year he
wore the hat like this, by the way, just so you know. Sideways.
He didn't have a great year that year.
Yeah.
But his career was really good,
Yes.
so you put him in there. You're like, Fernando. He had like 45, 50 saves.
I mean, think about that. Kershaw, Greinke, John Lester, Juicy Jake Arrieta, who was that his Cy Young year?
Yeah, he was on a
He was
heater that year.
unhittable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me ask you this. Can you tell me who, maybe if you haven't seen the stat since he did it last night, but do you know the last Dodger pitcher to throw a complete game in the postseason?
I saw it.
You saw it. Do you know who it is?
Sandy Koufax.
2003, was it, Hick?
Oh,
2004.
Yeah.
Billingsley?
No.
No, good guess.
This guy was kind of is a bit of a hothead, and I remember him more with the Astros, right, Hick?
Yeah.
That's probably his best team of his career. He has burned hot, short, successful career, right? He only was a really good pitcher for 2 or 3 or 4 years, it feels like. JL. Latin.
Jose Lima.
Lima time!
Golly, you know what? As you say that,
He
like,
passed away, by the way.
Did he?
Yeah,
Pretty sure, yeah.
Yeah. He played for a lot of ball clubs.
Right, but he was really good for seems like a shorter period of time.
Yeah, like really good.
And he was like very demonstrative, wasn't he? Kind of hot-headed.
Yeah.
I feel like I remember it. He probably had 120 one
Died
year.
at 37.
Wow, well, a heart attack or something? Or do we know? Wasn't like,
Heart attack.
Huh.
Yeah. Finished his career with the Mets, by the way. Jose Lima. Lima time.
Lima time.
They say Lima time.
Listen, Murph, I don't. We're not going to do this forever. It's just your thoughts as former ball player on some middle ground, because I'm telling you, this is becoming a more. Let the Dodgers are about to win again with all this money, and then they're going to be the favorites to do it again, and fans are losing their patience with baseball's inability to bring some parity to the game.
What are you talking about? Parity? We got Milwaukee Brewers. We got a small market right here playing for the pennant. They're 4 games away from it.
Yeah.
And Seattle as well, too.
That's not. I mean, you can say that, but that's not going to. It's not going to help people like baseball.
Truth. It's happening right
it's
now.
Not the
We're
truth.
watching
It's
it.
an uncompetitive NLCS where the team that we've known was going to win all year is going to win.
Not uncompetitive. They had a chance. Milwaukee had a chance to win Game 1. They had their opportunities. Now the Dodgers got fat last night, and I didn't think that Milwaukee's offensive plan of attack, which Yamamoto was awesome. Even more so after the leadoff homer he got.
Right.
I just thought that like Milwaukee right now, offensively, their plan of attack is. It doesn't match what they've done all year.
This isn't I hope I'm not saying this point wrong. This isn't I'm a Brewers fan, too bad, or I'm a Braves fan, too bad. No, this is baseball fan. I'm on threads with dozens of them who aren't going to watch this crap because it's uncompetitive. We know the outcome, and it's unfair. Now, I get it for players that they're good, and I know that by the literal letter of the law, you could say that it's not unfair. It's set up the same. Well, that's just not true. The Dodgers have more deferred money than some franchises are worth in total value. There's something out of whack that makes it's not winnable. And I'll tell you guys both something right now. I'll give you both 2-1 right now. Dodgers win it next year.
Okay, I'll take that.
Okay, and I will too.
Keep them coming.
Yeah.
I think that something is out of whack. The teams at the bottom should spend more.
They'll never be able to spend what the Dodgers do.
How about this? Start spending more, and we'll figure it out after you spend more.
Are there teams?
The poor Pittsburgh Pirates? What does Honus Wagner think about his Pittsburgh Pirates?
That's the far
right
example. I'm talking about Braves and Orioles and Mets and Phillies and teams that spend just fine and have no chance.
You had a World Championship no more than 5 years ago.
I know. Yeah.
Now, I didn't tell you to start 0-8 this season and just punt it before it even started.
This isn't I get your perspective from baseball players making baseball money. I'm telling you, it's out of line with your average baseball fan. And at some point,
fine.
you have to line up with your fans or you die.
No, that's fair. And what I'm
how
saying
do you
is,
say that when ratings and attendance continue to go up?
I don't
see any sign of that.
I'd have to see like a chart that's showing me that ratings and attendance are going up.
I can show you
At
attendance.
like a consistent growing level. I
think one of the big things
that chart. I need a.
No, one of the big things that has helped baseball is this clock. This pitch
For
clock,
sure.
I think, has brought in a ton
I
of
can
eyeballs.
watch, bro. Don't get me wrong. I can watch, but I also could have told you 3 months ago who's winning. That's never good for competition.
Yeah, and
Didn't mean I was right. But it hasn't really been much of a test, and it's not going to be. These jokers are going to not lose another game or two the rest of the postseason, and it will have been
you want
just
to take that 2.5 over under? How many
Sure.
games the Dodgers lose?
Yeah, sure, I'll take that too.
All right, you got the under on 2.5.
Okay,
I'll take the under. We got action everywhere.
Yeah, action's
First time
fine.
Major League Baseball has had 3 straight years of attendance growth since 05 through 07.
That definitely helps with the pitch clock. Regular season's fine, guys. There's different.
Well, I mean, you're saying though baseball's going to die if they don't fix this, and obviously it's not. It's growing. That's why I don't.
Okay, as a.
I hate it, by the way. The Dodgers are so good, but
I disagree with this premise that baseball is growing. If the fans are going to ballparks in the middle of summer to watch two like-minded teams play each other, that's fine. That's not speaking to the issue here. The issue is the World Series last year had the Dodgers and the Yankees, and it didn't set any ratings records. It may have been up from the paltriness.
You're never going to get. It's a different world now. You're never going to get ratings records in terms of what we had in the 80s because there's
those days are gone.
800 channels.
Football is taken over as well.
Sports is, I mean, the only sport that is setting records is football.
The year before,
NBA's gone down, MLB's gone up. I mean,
the year before last year was Arizona and Texas. Those aren't two huge markets. At least the Rangers didn't spin like they're in a huge market. I would say for the average fan, the reason I'm against a salary cap is I'm less an advocate for Juan Soto making $50 million a year than I am for a local lad like Ben Gamble or Austin Hayes getting what I think is more their real value. Because what has ended up happening, I call it a little bit, it's like a game of the ringers and the rest. The ringers get paid somewhat not dissimilar from the NBA model, and then they kind of fill in the rest of them because they won't just spend more money. They'll spend it on, and you see it with the Dodgers. And then now the Dodgers fill in the rest by spending, $20 million on Michael Conforto. And like that's where I think the Dodgers really end up separating themselves is less at the top, even though they are getting these elite players. It's Freddie, it's Shohei, Yamamoto, but they raised the floor over the course of the year as well too.
It's Betts and Glass and
this year, they're healthy this year. Last year they won it with a bullpen, like almost strictly a bullpen all the way through. Yamamoto was like their only starter that was healthy. So,
and in fairness to baseball, for different reasons, has always been dominated by by a dominant team. They've always had a legacy team. It was the Yankees and that, but more props because they're putting it together on a more equal playing field. Yeah. They're always going to have advantages for certain cities, certain markets. I get all that.
And some of that.
When I say baseball, I don't mean the sport itself or the rites of passage in the summer, but interest in these. Interest to me in the World Series and watching is just
the Dodgers-Milwaukee series. It feels like right now watching it, Milwaukee looks overwhelmed. The Dodgers are all over them. They're beating them at their own game. They're running.
The Dodgers have peaked at the right time,
and
too.
they're healthy.
Their pitching
They've
is healthy,
gotten good health,
starting
pitching at the right time of year.
They were very beatable during the season. The Brewers beat them 6 straight.
But they knew this was coming. The Dodgers knew it was coming. They made it look beatable to us and to fans.
They hoped it was coming.
Yeah, because they tried to time it like this last year, and they didn't time it with their starting pitching. Yeah. They weren't,
and
healthy.
That probably told them, "Well, we'll never lose."
All right, let's grab a break. We'll come back.
Steve Spurrier is who people are suggesting. Let him pick the coach.
That's fine.
Yeah,
be fine with
Looking
that.
for answers.
Pick himself.
Yeah. This is the drill on 1010XL 92.5 FM.
The drill
from the DivorceMenOnly.com studios. Pack your passport. Duval Pride takes a ride for a transatlantic showdown as West Coast meets First Coast for some American football at iconic Wembley Stadium. It's tea time for touchdowns with crumpets and football for breakfast.
Jacksonville Jaguars, Los Angeles Rams.
Cheerio. Sunday morning at 9:30 on 1010XL.
Hey, Jacksonville DDH. Dreamfinders Danny Hicken here with the scoop from Dreamfinders Homes, your national builder of the year. We've got first-year interest rates as low as 2.99% and homes in 20-plus communities throughout Northeast Florida. If you're house hunting, make sure your first pick Dreamfinders Homes, the proud official home builder of the PGA Tour, the Florida Gators, and your Jacksonville Jaguars. Visit dfhsalesevent.com today and tell them Dreamfinders Danny sent you.
Brackish Vodka, the spirit of the sportsman and proud partner of the Jaguars, is now available at the Fresh Market Spirits and Wine. The Fresh Market Spirits and Wine is a new adult beverage store offering spirits, wine, beer, and accessories at A1A North in Ponte Vedra, a first-of-its-kind destination for thoughtfully curated spirits, wine, and beer as only the Fresh Market can. And now, you can get Brackish Vodka at the Fresh Market. Brackish Vodka, for whatever your sport is. Proud partner of the Jaguars.
Put a little hot sauce on your lunchtime listening. Spicy. Joe Coward, Matt Hayes, and Leon Searcy. They are XL Prime Time.
Or alarm fired.
From the big #1 Duval Ford Studios. Noon to 2 weekdays on 1010XL.
Hey, you ready to reclaim your backyard? Serving Northeast Florida since 1977, Surfside Pools is a trusted name for expert pool design. Family owned and operated. They offer pool service. Thank you very much, Surfside. Do a great job at the Hicken House. Equipment repairs, commercial maintenance, remodels, and new pool construction. They put one in just down the street from us. Let Surfside Pools transform your backyard into that oasis that you crave. You ready to float happy? Visit SurfsidePools.net, SurfsidePools.net, or call them 246-2666. There's Surfside Pools and Spas, where luxury meets leisure.
Rotator cuff injuries are common among athletes and those who have physically demanding careers. Don't let this injury keep you away from the sport you love. Dr. George Barry here, and the first thing you need to do with a serious shoulder injury is to diagnose where the damage is and how significant it is. Rotator cuff tears are either acute tears sustained during an injury or accident, or degenerative tears. If you're interested in learning more about rotator cuff repair and how our expert team of orthopedic surgeons can help you, call Barry Orthopedics today or visit barryorthopedics.com.
I'm Chris Campione. Veterans have given so much in the service of our country, but when it comes to legal challenges, you shouldn't have to fight alone. At Campione Law, we're here to help veterans like you get the support and compensation you deserve. Whether it's a workplace injury, a personal injury claim, or navigating a veteran's disability claim, we'll stand by your side every step of the way. Your service to our country matters. Let us serve you with the dedication and respect you deserve. Call Campione Law for a free consultation today. Campione Law, fighting for veterans, fighting for justice. Visit CampioneLaw.com.
Campione Law. Bueller, stay cooler with Bueller.
Hey, pal, you look troubled. Is something bugging you?
This friendship isn't all upside for me, Jason. People keep asking me stuff about you.
They ask you about me?
Is it really cooler with Bueller, they ask? So I say, totally. And they say, how do you mean that? And I say, he fixes air conditioners, which literally makes somebody cool. But he also has cool sunglasses and cool people and a cool family.
And I try to make working at Bueller Air and Plumbing a really cool experience for our technicians and plumbers. We treat our people like gold, and they treat our homeowners the exact same way.
Great. Well, now there's another cool thing I've got to remember. This is a lot of responsibility, Jason.
Life can get hectic sometimes. If you don't take a moment to slow down and appreciate all the cool parts, you could miss it.
Do people ask you about me at all?
Weirdly, they do.
Stay cooler with Bueller.
Visit BuellerAir.com.
Hey, Hicken here. I couldn't be any happier than to join the George Moore Chevrolet family. When I say family, I mean it. Visit their beautiful showroom today off Atlantic Boulevard. Find out exactly what I'm talking about. No pressure, just friendly help. And whether you want a car, a truck, SUV, electric, pre-owned, you name it, George Moore Chevrolet has it. And if you can't make it over to Atlantic Boulevard, no problem. MooreChevy.com is easy to navigate as any site you will try. It's never been more easy to use. George Moore Chevrolet. Together, let's drive.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Still, present, ready. Farah doesn't flinch. You're listening to the Daniel Murphy Power Hour, presented by ITP Partners on 1010XL.
He must have walked 30 times in the NLCS last year.
All right, we are back here on the drill. We can move on from baseball for a little bit.
I want to ask him a couple questions.
And I have a couple of questions, too.
Baseball-wise.
I want a question for both of you.
I want the 862 explainer.
Yeah.
So you're on third base.
Yes.
Okay. Ball's hit the deep center.
Yep.
Your eyes tell you he caught it, I think,
Yeah.
is what I would see. But in a pregame meeting before, do we say, hey, listen, remember, they got an umpire out in the field, so pay attention because he's got to make the call? Or is it you have to trust yourself on that one?
So I think maybe if you take it a step back, understanding the rule, and this is a rule I just got verified in my life about 3 years ago, reading one of my dead ball era books.
Okay.
As soon as the ball hits the glove, you are free to tag. Because in theory, if you think about it, you could bobble the ball all the way into the infield and and then secure it on the clay possibly and prevent the runner from going. So I read this in like a book about Harry Hooper.
As soon as the ball hits the glove,
you can freely tag.
That's the play. He would have scored.
You can freely tag.
Yeah, he would have scored. That's the play.
If you think about it, you could just bobble it all the way in.
He saw it hit the glove come off.
And then he waited. He went back.
He hasn't secured it. I got to go back. Did he secure it the second time? It matters not.
Didn't matter.
It matters not.
It is pretty sorry. It's pretty sorry that play was bobbled and made at the wall, and that dude didn't score from third.
Oh my goodness! Are you kidding me? I hit the ball 405 feet. I can't get a sack fly. This game is hard enough.
I didn't watch. Was he halfway down the line and he had to go back to the last second?
So he was on third base. The ball hits the glove. He tags, and then he sees it bouncing around,
so he
and
went
he
back
goes
again.
back,
panics,
and then tries to
Did he
catch
just
up. And
see
then,
that? Okay, did you know what? Then is it Dino Ebel? Okay.
Yeah.
Time for a new third base. You're fired, boss.
Oh, dear. Former Jacksonville.
Yeah, I just fired you.
Suns.
We are in the postseason. Okay, we're in the postseason.
Maybe he was telling him.
The guy has after he's tagged.
He did.
He's already tagged. You think he's not telling? You don't think he could have told him to keep going? You don't have to come back.
Davey put it on the player.
Yeah, I think
said it was a brain fart.
One of the broadcasts went and asked Eber and said, you know, what happened. And
fair enough.
Yeah,
fair
and
enough.
That's
good. I was going to say that's.
But listen, that's great. It's
to
know
the rule
for the kids.
Yes.
As soon as the ball hits the glove,
you are allowed. You're freely tagged.
Makes sense too.
No matter
100%.
If it takes them a couple bobbles to secure it afterwards, that it
I like
doesn't
your
matter.
example, or just bobble it.
Well, so that's where I read it in
no
my
one
dead
ever
ball era
score.
book. This guy Harry Hooper, I think it might be an old wives' tale, but he would bobble. You could bobble it into the infield and shut the runner down. I was like, that's genius. I like
that is genius. I want to ask you. Okay, you have another one?
Yeah, just one more. This Class A thing. I just read, and I don't know. It hasn't been like verified, but there's chatter that he'll never play again.
If you bet on baseball, he'll have to.
But it seems kind of interesting that we got him dead to rights. We let others kind of. I mean,
there's a guy going to be in the World Series.
Did we investigate?
Oh, you talking about the gambler?
Yeah. I mean, Shohei that's just so dirty, isn't it? I mean, there's got to be some. If you're going to ban a guy forever, now granted, Class A, it's pretty open and shut that it's him.
Class A doesn't hit.
Wasn't there another guy?
Yeah, a relative name.
Oh, he was with the Guardians as well too.
Was there?
I believe he was a starter because they were showing like first pitches of the inning that were like uncompetitive.
It'll be a ball.
Yeah.
Oop.
It's
That's the problem with the betting is you can rationalize throwing a ball to win some money.
Yeah.
That's not throwing a game.
Right.
Okay, you're going to bet it's the first batter a walk or not? Well, I'll go ahead and take care of that.
Yeah, I could pass
Oh,
him.
Pete Rose would just be living the buffet life right now, wouldn't he? My God, my man Pete in today's day and age, he'd be the happiest dude in the world.
Raking
All right,
it.
I have a game-specific question, too. It was my initial thought, and I might still think it somewhat, that when you get into the postseason, before you take a bases loaded at bat, you need to go through a checklist. You got to go through 10 scenarios of what can equal a productive winning play. And part of it, if I'm going up, I know this dude throws a sweeper. I know he does it. I know where that ball ends up a lot. I know he backfoots dudes. I mean, I think at some point, if I'm Terang, part of my mentality is if I can get something close here, I'm going to
stay in.
I'm going to stay in, and we're going to tie. And then he got like a perfect meatball coming right to the fattest, meatiest part of himself at 85 miles an hour, and he ducked out. Just tell from a ball player's perspective that's an awful quick decision.
That sort of hit by pitch usually is built in earlier in your career, almost as like a youth. So I think of Justin Turner. He grew up, and when they were playing youth baseball, they would get rewarded for hit by pitches. They would get like a buck from their coach. And I remember one time I was playing with Swaggy in New York. He took a hit by pitch. His little cousin was probably about 5 years old. After the game, under the stadium, gave him $1. And I thought that's just how they learn their baseball.
Right.
I think to your point, I think you go in there and you remind yourself, all right, if I see the ball, I'm just going to stay in. You know what I mean? I'm
right.
just
I don't have
stay
to
in
try
the
and
whole
get
way.
hit, but I'm not going to try and
But
avoid.
I'm not going to move out of the way. And my experience, well, what I would end up doing, I would have a yard sale.
You
I would
left.
just be gone. I didn't want to get hit by the ball. It wasn't my thing. And there were a number of times where I would get out of the way and be like, golly, I really wish I would have taken that one.
Yeah, but just your instinct
But it just was
over
my
there.
personal instinct.
It made it worse that he still had a chance. It made it worse that he swung at a ball like at the top of,
over his head. Yeah, he
the
really
Great
would.
Family Ballpark, whatever they play. I still call it Miller Park.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to ask you guys a question. This is today's Dailies Double Take brought to you by
Daniel
the
Murphy
Dash.
hit by pitch 25 times in his career. 25
Is one
times.
hurt more than the others?
8 times one year
Do
and
you remember any of them?
16 in Washington. 8 times you got.
Do you have
drilled.
one you remember more than others?
Yeah, I think Cole Hamels hit me on purpose, and then it made me think, how did I be the one who got hit on purpose, but everybody in the lineup was hurt? So I was like the only one who might have had a recognizable
Why did he hit you on
name.
purpose?
I think we had gotten into it with him early in the season. There were 2 outs in the first inning. He did it like a pro. He put it right low, like right in my hip.
Right.
And just
Gotcha.
Yeah.
All right. The Double Take is brought to you by the Dash. Hey, look forward to those 10-10 packs. The Jags get hot. We're going to keep you happy at the games with these ultimate game day packages we'll be giving away later this year. But meanwhile, back at Dailies, have you guys heard of Munetaka Murakami? You know who that is?
Is he
He's the Japanese Aaron Judge. He has over 240 career home runs in the NPB. In 2022, he set the season record for Japanese-born players with 56 home runs. And, of course, he'll be playing for the Dodgers next year. That's the problem. How about a moratorium? How about you can only sign X amount of internationals or something? This guy's going to go to the Dodgers, and they'll add him to the 3 MVPs and the Hall of Famers.
Yeah.
And they'll add Kyle Tucker, too.
I don't know. It's not just, and again, it's one thing if you're willing to pay and it's costing you anything, but this is like the Dodgers are like the live golf of baseball. Their money it's not the same.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't spend the same. It's different. They can throw a $200 million loser investment. It doesn't matter. And they'll keep on adding.
My Mets guys tell me Kaz Okamoto, first base, third base, from 18 to 23, 30-plus home runs every single year. Scouts have told me his bat has been better than Murakami's the last several seasons, and more important for the Mets, he's a good defender.
Okay.
So that's a guy we're looking
Is he
at.
left-handed or right-handed hitter?
It's a great question. No idea.
All right. Hopefully left-handed.
Hopefully.
Murakami, for his part, is considered a potential elite reinforcement for any MLB. I love reading AI. They speak to you like they're a robot, don't they? But there's the Phillies are targeting him, but all eyes are on.
Well, Japanese guys like to go
West
West
maybe
Coast.
Seattle would have a chance, right? Another one of those, or San Francisco.
Yeah, San Francisco. The Japanese fellas, except for Senga.
Right-handed.
Like Senga was in
Kaz Okamoto.
How
right-handed.
far is it from the West Coast to like Japan? Do we know flight time?
I feel like
Anybody know?
What is it? It's about 6 to get to Hawaii. So call it like
12.
Yeah, it's a long
10
way.
or so.
It's not like it's that close.
Yeah,
right.
but closer than
Yeah,
New
they
York.
go on the- you'd have to come through LA to get to New York, I
Yeah.
suppose.
Yankees could land Japan's next slugger.
Yeah.
Oh,
Right.
Here we go.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they haven't
it'll
won
be
a
the-
World's Championship
yeah.
in 16 years.
Well, and the Yankees
second
don't.
longest
well,
streak in the
and
entire Yankees.
The Yankees don't have Dodgers money now. They
What?
like to spend. They
What do you
do.
mean?
They don't have Dodgers
Just
money.
because they don't spend it
Their
doesn't
owner's
mean
not
they
as
don't
rich.
have it.
Yeah.
Our owner's the richest.
I don't know, man. I think if the Yankees
got
had
the
Dodgers
richest
money, they would have some of these players, bro.
For the longest time, the Minnesota Twins owner was the richest and was the wealthiest in baseball.
I thought I just read a column about the Steinbrenner's kids don't have Steinbrenner money, and it's part of the reason why
I don't think they have
changed.
his temperament.
Well,
more
that's true,
so.
for sure. All right, let's take a quick timeout. Be back with more next. You're listening to The Drill.
The Drill.
From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
Hayes Carline is our special agent. He goes into the locker room to uncover insights about your favorite football team.
His mission is to bring it back to you on 1010XL.
Special ops support by Renewal by Anderson Custom Windows and Doors.
You don't need to bet everything on a Hail Mary. Just find a ride in your budget. Because Southside Kia is now Kia on Atlantic. New name, new location, same great deals. And we have the perfect place during the Kia Fall Savings event, like a new Kia payment free for a full 90 days. Or take advantage of financing rates as low as 0%. It's always a touchdown when you shop the best deals in town. Kia on Atlantic, your coastal Kia connection.
For complete details, call 904-250-0587.
In a world where chains seem to take over, it's awesome to have a locally owned retailer who's only focused on Jacksonville. Beards Diamonds is the perfect example. Hicken here. All those jewelers in Town Center are owned by big Wall Street companies, but Beards Diamonds, they are local, man. Say hi to the Lupos when you get in there. They've been around and serving our area for more than 40 years. And Beards run circles around the big chains. Massive diamond inventory. Beards. All the top bridal brands. Beards. Strongest warranties. Beards. Beards wins on price every day. They don't have extra markups to please Wall Street or pay commission salespeople. In fact, Beards guarantees to beat any national chain store on price. So don't buy anywhere until you at least get a second opinion at Beards. I am sure you'll get a bigger, better quality diamond for your money. And it'll be backed by local folks with integrity and local accountability. Man, in a world where generic chain stores pop up everywhere, refreshing to see a local place that can give you a great diamond. Don't buy a diamond in Jacksonville without seeing your best option at Beards Diamonds. Shop local, shop Beards at the St. John's Town Center.
Jacksonville, archery season is here, and nobody does archery like Green Acres Sporting Goods, home of the largest archery pro shop in Northeast Florida. Come test shoot the newest bows from Matthews, Hoyt, Raven, and all the top brands. And starting this month, take advantage of Florida's sales tax holiday on all Second Amendment related items, running now through the end of the year. You can find it all at greenacresporting.com.
WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach. WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach.
The calls have been pouring in.
It's the strongest phone connection on the First Coast. The Checkmate Coatings phone line covers you with expert interviews from around the country and your opinions and comments from here at home. All day, every day on 1010XL.
Our slogan, Know Before You Blow, applies to more than just DUI cases. Hi, I'm attorney Lee Lockett of Lockett Law. Battery charges can result in jail time and criminal convictions too, so know before you blow a gasket and hit a loved one or a stranger. Drug crimes like possession of marijuana and cocaine will land you in cuffs too, so know before you blow. In a boating under the influence case, you also have the option to blow or not to blow. So know your options. Know before you blow. Go to knowbeforeyoublow.com now. Offices Jacksonville.
Are you an experienced chiller technician and looking for a role where your skills are truly valued? It's time to make the move to Local 234, plumbers, pipe fitters, and HVAC technicians. You'll get top pay, comprehensive health and welfare benefits for your family, and a pension that doesn't come out of your pocket. Join the team that's got your back. Local 234, proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Visit UA234.com to send your resume today.
Equal opportunity employer.
It's the fall savings event going on now at Renewal by Anderson. Upgrading your home has never been easier. Get 20% off replacement windows and patio doors. Plus, no money down, no payments, and no interest for 12 months. This offer expires October 31st. Renewal by Anderson, proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Visit bestwindowsflorida.com to schedule your free consultation.
License number CGC 1527613.
Hey, gang, one big reason why I've survived 40-plus years on local TV, not my good looks, but my good-looking suits, shirts, and ties, thanks to Oceanside Cleaners, nobody better. They are the big leagues, the creme de la creme in cleaning. What do you mean, Nick? They dominate the industry. They make it so easy. Free pickup and delivery at your home or business. Sometimes you may want to drop it off on Southside or in Ponte Vedra. Guess what? They'll still deliver them back to your house. They send you text reminders. Talk about saving time. You can use their service kiosks if you want, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week in Ponte Vedra and on Southside Boulevard. I'm talking about a labor of love for Michael P. Harrison family. They've been doing it for 35 years, and nobody does it better. It means something. It means stability and success. They say if it's got fabric, they can clean it. Dry cleaning and laundry, bedding, and don't get me started on the award-winning bridal gown preservation. Oceanside Cleaners, 2 locations, off Southside and Ponte Vedra. Oceanside Cleaners, we just don't clean, we care.
Hey, Jags fans, Tommy Mack here. Crown Royal is the official whiskey of the Jacksonville Jaguars. This season, it's not game day without the generous spirit of Crown Royal. Whether you're at the tailgate, in the stands, or watching from home, Crown Royal is the reason and the reward for coming together. Grab a glass with Crown Royal Rig at a stadium near you, because we'll be sharing the generous spirit with fans across the country. Crown Royal, fueling game day with generous spirit. Visit crownroyal.com/Royal Rig on the Crown Royal Rig Tour. Please drink responsibly.
The best value for golf in Jacksonville remains Cimarron, totally reestablished with new tee boxes, improved fairways and greens, also a brand new restaurant with indoor and outdoor settings, and live music. Join the Wild One loyalty program online at Cimarron Golf. When's the last time you played Cimarron? Cimarron Golf Club on 210, the Wild One.
Here's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update, sponsored by YMCA of Florida's First Coast. The Jaguars made a pair of tight end moves before heading to London, signing Jordan Atkins to the practice squad and releasing Kadir Ismail. Miami Heat center Bam Adebayo is nursing a knee contusion after a preseason fall just ahead of next week's NBA tip-off. At your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update, I'm Sam Nelson.
At 9:04, 71 degrees, time and temp brought to you by Bueller and Plumbing. Stay cooler with Bueller.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. When it's game time, Farah doesn't flinch.
I'm fed, feeling X-rated. It's Mr. Nasty time. Oh, Mr. Nasty time. The nasty time.
One where you took the bag, right?
Back here on the drill, it's the Wednesday edition. We're in the Murphy Power Hour. The baseball series are trying not to be over. Both road teams went on the 1-2-0.
This is the game where Murph called us the next day on the
this game.
When he took the red eye home.
Yeah,
it was 10 years ago today. There's J-Roo jumping up and down like a little kid. Oh, it's happy times. The New York City bar. There's Murphy diving. Murphy hit he says it was a double, but it was a triple in the left center. Murph was hauling, man.
Yeah, Murph had a good postseason that year.
Scored Grandy, 1-0 lead.
We talk so
Let's
much.
Go Mets.
I don't. What do the Dodgers play? Here's another question I would have when it comes to payroll and equity, and we know the big ticket purchases the Dodgers make versus other teams. Are they also paying, like, when somebody comes calling for Max Muncy, they just paying $5 million more and keep him? Somebody comes calling for, those. I don't know the answers to those questions, but I do know that while we get sucked into the shiny objects of Ohtani and Freeman and Betts and Kershaw and all down the line, one of the reasons the Dodgers are always so good and dangerous in the postseason is it seems to never be those guys. In fact, give me the pop quiz music, E.
Oh, boy.
This one's interesting to me.
Dear.
Max, I'll go ahead and spoiler alert one. Of all the great players in the history of the Dodgers organization, Max Muncy's the postseason home run leader. No one's hit more postseason home runs than Max Muncy, okay? Think about that with the $1 trillion salaries that are going around. So it's more than that, okay? Only 2 of the top 10 all-time Dodger home run postseason leaders didn't come in the last 10, 15 years. I need the top 10 postseason list of home runs for Dodgers. Dodgers individual home runs in the postseason, the top 10. I predict that you lose with still 3 or 4 to go.
Oh, gosh.
Maybe sooner.
You're talking about...
Maybe sooner.
So
it's the history of the franchise from the start to finish.
So only 2 of them didn't come in the last 10 or 15
years. Yeah, only 2 of them didn't come in the last 10 years. So I'll give you the 2 old-timers.
Well, let me see if I can get them.
Okay.
Just for fun.
Who was the leading of our 70s iteration? Who had the most of that group?
Was it Garvey?
Garvey. He has 10. He's number 6 in Dodgers history. Right. The other guy is a 50s player.
Guy?
He's Mr. Dodger to me. He's probably the best Dodger ever.
First baseman?
Yeah.
Yeah, Duke Snyder.
Duke Snyder.
Yeah.
Yeah, Duke Snyder.
Outfielder.
What was he? Okay, is the center fielder? Which one played first?
Well, when he was a Brooklyn Dodger, it was Willie, Mickey, and the Duke. They were all the center fielders. It was Willie Mays, Mickey Mantle, and Duke Snyder.
Maybe by the time they went to...
They used to have that conversation in New York City as kids. Who's the best center fielder, Willie, Mickey, or the Duke? That's pretty good stuff.
All right, so Duke Snyder's there.
About that.
I need the other 8 of 10, please. And again...
What about Adrian Gonzalez?
This will be...
Let's start with Justin Turner.
Yeah.
Okay.
Justin, again, this speaks to... You think of Dodgers. You think these big... Justin Turner.
Yeah.
T2 all-time postseason home runs for the Dodgers.
So Piazza wouldn't be in there.
No, I don't. Right. I wouldn't start with him. If I may, as we keep going,
please.
The Duke had much less games with which to hit home runs.
That's fair.
And
so did Garvey.
And go to the World Series.
And Garvey, too. Yes. That's fair. These guys have in fact, I can tell you, Duke played 36 games to get his 11. Max Muncy has played 70 to get his 14.
So a couple more opportunities.
Yeah.
I feel like Kike. He's got like 17 in his career.
I like that.
Kike is 5th all-time in Dodger postseason home runs with 10. Again, this is I hope you guys are getting the exclamation point here on what really fuels and leads to the Dodgers' success. It's not all the big-ticket guys. These guys kill you, and it's devastating as a fan to get through those 3 and then watch Chris Taylor homer for you.
What are you? Is that a little leading? Is that a leading?
Could be. Chris Taylor's number 8 all-time with 9 home runs. Wow. Chris Taylor, that's what I'm talking about.
Summarily dismissed from the fired from the Dodgers.
Yeah,
not a record. Corey Seager, what do you think about Corey?
Ooh, I like that.
Yeah, Corey Seager. Now, granted, he's superstar level player. I'm going to put him up with the Freemans and Betts, and he took
He's got a little clutch in him.
He took the 2. I love Corey Seager. He's my favorite non-Brave, but the injuries have slowed him up. But he was, there was a 3-way tie for first before Muncy hit 14.
Here's one of them.
Turner had 13, and Corey Seager 13.
Okay. Yeah, he cracked it.
And Seager's probably got another 6 or 8 with Texas.
Yeah. Man, he got
He's
us
a good
his
player,
first
dude.
at bat back-to-back nights.
He's a good player, man.
The
I
Nats.
love him. Ugh.
I was like,
I like him more on the Rangers than the Dodgers. All right, you want to keep going?
Sure.
You have, I gave you Muncy. You have,
how many did he get?
You have Muncy, Seager, Turner, Snyder, Kiki, and Garvey. And then I gave you Taylor is 8. So you're missing 7, 9, and 10. The numbers are 9, 9, and number 10 is 8. Solo 10th has 8 postseason homers.
Any current ones right now that Will Smith? He hasn't hit that many, has he?
Do you think Cody Bellinger got his in his 6 years there? And then
that's 8 homers.
I know.
That's a lot. I don't remember that.
And then it's not like Andre Ethier or Matt Kemp, because they were in the postseason all.
You dismissed my Adrian Gonzalez.
No, I didn't dismiss that. I just don't want to do it right now. I'll go with it right now if you want.
I don't know. I just keep seeing this, but I don't know. 8's a lot. We'll just come up with somebody. Let's start
number 7, number 9, and number 10.
I wanted to go then.
Who'd you want to go with?
We were just talking. Let's go with Matt Kemp.
Matt Kemp.
All right, the game ends. Matt Kemp is actually, you guys threw a lot of good names out there. Matt Kemp is a terrible guess. He's not on my list here down through 25. Adrian Gonzalez would have missed barely. He only has 7.
Okay.
Teoscar Hernandez already up to 7. 7, Teoscar, Mookie Betts, Adrian Gonzalez. Freeman already has 6, but no, your number 7, a name you mentioned.
Yeah.
Cody Bellinger.
Very good.
So he had 9. Also, 10, a name you mentioned with 8, Will Smith.
Yeah.
And then the guy that you just you would not have guessed, and this guy's like Mr. Postseason. He does it everywhere he is. Jock Peterson.
Oh yeah,
Jock.
That is.
Jock had 9. Jock had 9. So there you go.
That's pretty good.
I don't know who exactly is determining what these odds are. They're always just going to be a guess, but I have at least maybe it's ESPN's probabilities. Jags right now, what do you think their current odds to make the playoffs are? What percentage do you think?
Well, I would tell you that they should be decent.
Yeah, and they are.
I mean,
they are. You're not going to be disappointed with this. I mean, it's not 80% by stretch.
No.
They give them a 2 out of 3 chance, 67%.
Oh, really?
That's pretty good. If they beat the Rams, it goes up to 76%, 3 out of 4 chance. And if they lose to the Rams, it's real manageable. It doesn't drop that much. It's a bigger increase for beating them than it is a decrease. They still are listed at 60%, even with a loss to the Rams. I don't want to push losing to the Rams. Let the Texans get back in a tie. Let the Colts get 2 games ahead.
Chiefs are
Be
coming.
careful.
All these,
We gave away some of our equity on Sunday.
But Jeff, in the end,
the schedules are going to make some differences too.
Where do you think that? Listen, Jags are sitting here with 4 wins right now. Every game is a tough game. It's the NFL. But you have 2 with the Titans. You got the Jets as well. That should get you to 7.
You would think. It's dangerous to play, but yeah,
I know. But if you are who we think
Raiders
they
are terrible. You should win in Las Vegas. They're terrible.
Yeah, I understand that.
I'm not willing to give you like a slam. The Jets, the 2 with the Titans.
You always beat the Colts at home. I know they're good this year, but there's like a weird thing going on there. Of course, we changed that with the Texans.
My point is, that should get you to 7. Now you need 2. And 9 and 8 is going to get you close. If it doesn't get you, now 10 and 7, it might be the number this year. I don't know, but would you take 9 and 8?
No, that's not good enough.
No.
From here.
No, not with a 4-1 start against who you beat.
Yeah.
Now, if you lose this week, 9-8 could be what you're looking at.
Yeah. Well,
this is a big. You did the one thing that you didn't want to do after that great start and upset wins over Kansas City and San Francisco. The only thing you don't want to do is lose both these games. You're okay losing one if you win the other. You would have been okay losing to the Rams had you beaten the Seahawks. But for more reasons than just the standing, this is a slap back at what you're trying to do is right and is working.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it has to this point. Don't give me two in a row.
I'm gonna go negative here for a second. So bear with me. Lose to the Rams, you're 4-3. Split with the Raiders and Texans on the road.
Yeah,
you're 5-4,
and that's a fair suggestion.
Split with the Chargers at home and the Cardinals on the road. Tough games. 6-5. Beat the Titans 7-5. Split with the Colts 8-6. Lose to the Bronx 8-7. Beat the Jets 9-7. Beat the Titans 10-7. That's not asking too much.
Yeah, no, that's why I said 9-8. I'm not happy.
Yeah.
Okay.
9-8. You've disappointed from that very realistic roadmap.
It's a very good possibility. You're 9-8, 10-7.
If you play WL football in those games like you did here, you're going to win 11 or 12.
Yeah. Now, another negative, and I saw this per Daniel Griffiths. 5 pressures against the Panthers. They allowed 5 pressures. They allowed 11 against the Bengals. They allowed 18 against the Texans. They allowed 28 against the Chiefs. They allowed 39 against the Seahawks. And the Rams are better than the Seahawks. It can't be in the 40s. This is historically poor. So they must fix that offensive line this week. If anything, they've got to work on that.
The league seems to be figuring us out better, and we're figuring them out as we get a little worse each week.
They've got to be figuring that out.
Got a text here on the text line. A great Jose Lima story. I was in the Little League. He hopped the fence and came into the stands and took a photo and signed an autograph for me and my friends as kids. One of my favorite players ever.
Wow, that's awesome.
I wonder if that maybe was that like a spring training game. We went to a spring. We had one of our teams when the kids go through 12 of them in 6 years was the Astros, and we went down for a spring training game to see the Astros in Kissimmee. I'm pretty sure Lima started that game. It's a different story, but I remember him from that. All right, let's take a quick timeout and get on schedule here. You're listening to The Drill on 1010XL 92.5 FM.
The Drill at the DivorceMenOnly.com studios. He's our big hitter.
I'm Jaguars Today's middle linebacker, Tom McManus.
He tackles Jags talk from a middle linebacker's point of view. Fridays on 1010XL. Protected by Renewal by Anderson Custom Windows and Doors. Proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Daly's Dash is not only your Jaguars game day stop, but a great place to grab a meal any day of the week. To honor the Jags and the fans, we've crafted the Duval Sub. The Duval comes with freshly sliced turkey, ham, melted cheddar, and habanero jack cheese, topped with crisp lettuce, fresh tomatoes, and a double portion of our secret sauce, all served on a fresh roll. Come by your local's Daly's Dash today to get your delicious Duval Sub. Daly's is the official convenience store sponsor of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Hey, Hickett here. Tired of glasses or contacts? Discover customized vision solutions at Bow 9 Associates. Dr. Bowden's team offers cutting-edge options like Evo implantable Collamer lenses, refractive lens exchange, and classic LASIK, designed to fit your life. Picture perfect vision for reading, driving, or just enjoying the day. It's easier than you think. Call now for your free screening. Bow 9 Associates, keeping the First Coast focused.
Greenlaw Group is for the insured. If you think you have roof damage, call 904-302-7055 today, and they will schedule you a free roof inspection. Trust their law firm to help you fight your insurance when you need it. These storms can cause damage you may not even see yet. Call Greenlaw Group 302-7055. There's no cost to retain their law firm and no cost to have your roof inspected. They only get paid if you win. Greenlaw Group, for the insured.
Join me, Max Fink, as I keep a close eye on everything that happens in Gator Nation.
The Gator Report, polished up by San Jose Collision, on the home of the Florida Gators, 1010XL.
Go, Gators!
Lauren Brooks here for Terminix. When pests invade your home or business, you don't just need them out, you need them out fast. And you need to keep them out. At Terminix, they'll show up for you and eliminate pests quicker, just like they did at my house, because they care about what matters most to you. When pests show up, so does Terminix. Don't live with a pest problem, Terminix it. Visit Terminix.com today to schedule a free inspection online. That's Terminix.com. That's right, Terminix it.
San Jose Collision is hiring for an automotive detailer and porter. If you're detail-oriented, dependable, and love working with cars, apply in person at San Jose Collision in Mandarin. Valid driver's license required.
Don't ghost your carpet this fall. Hicken here. Right now, you can get your entire home zero-resified from Jacksonville's Ultimate Carpet Cleaner and get 3 rooms of carpet clean starting at just $139 plus a free haul for Halloween. Get it? There's something scarier than ghosts and goblins hiding in your home. It's in your air ducts. This month, take 50% off your air duct and dryer vent cleaning. Schedule your appointment at ZeroResJacksonville.com. Ask for the 1010XL special. Zero Res, spelled backwards or forwards, it spells the same. Zero Res.
Zero Res. Hi, I'm Amber Frangie. You know that other Frangie? Well, he's my dad. But I'm here to tell you about how much I appreciate the Awaken 180 weight loss program and how it's changed my life. Like a lot of folks, I let myself go a little. Not proud of that, but it happens. And I wasn't sure what to do. I've tried a lot of other weight loss programs, but they just didn't work. Not like Awaken 180. Can you believe I've lost 70 pounds in less than 4 months? With Awaken 180, there's no medication, no shots, and no side effects. And best of all, really fast results. You eat the food that's provided, and it's really good food. You work with a coach on a regular basis who guides you through the whole process. I'm never hungry. In fact, I never feel like I'm sacrificing anything. Just living a totally normal life. That's my new normal. And now, in October, they're offering free consultations. So there's no reason not to call them and learn more. Call them at 844-346-1800, or you can visit awaken180.com. It really has changed my life, and I bet it'll change yours too. That's Awaken 180.
When you need plumbing, septic, or air conditioning service, trust matters. That's why more homeowners in Jacksonville choose Duck Duck Rooter. From small plumbing repairs to major renovations, we do it all. Visit duckduckrooter.com. Duck Duck Rooter. When you're stuck, call the Duck.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Focused, fueled, fearless, Farah.
We were talking about the Jags and the penalties in the break, and look, they've been flagged. I know this size. I've looked 65 times. They've had a flag thrown. That's more than anybody in the NFL. That's not winning football.
No.
And there's blame to go around, because part of me says, yeah, it's coaching, but then part of me says, fellas, how many times do I got to go over this with you guys?
And you were talking about it earlier in the week about Travis, not to single him out though, but he had the play this weekend where he lined up all sides.
Yeah,
and you were
on
saying,
the touchdown.
Yeah. They've been practicing it. The only, I'd say, little bit of disagreement I had with the skipper came out and he took it on himself.
Yeah.
And you said it's not him. It's on the players. In the way I think it is on the skipper a bit is if they're not lining up properly each time, you got to stop running them out there.
Yeah.
Type of thing is the way I look at it. And again, we should be lining up the correct way, because it is frustrating. I thought, to be honest, on third downs, we had however many third and long, like third and miles, it felt like, that we were able to convert and keep drives going. But, in the early downs, I thought there was a couple layups that we missed early to keep us on schedule. And then, the Seattle front, I didn't ever feel like we were going to run up the middle anyway, because Seattle's front, and that Byron Murphy, I heard his name the first play, and I heard it the whole day.
Man, and that guy was like a first-round pick, but he's kind of a disappointment last year, and this year he's really balled out. They really like him, so.
And so with that, I think we did. You were right. We got smacked around in the line. We got
definitely
overpowered.
Got
out-physicaled. At the same time, we had a chance to win that game.
Yes, we did.
And there in the middle rounds, the defense played well enough.
I wonder, though, Murph, when you're getting beat like they were getting beat, how they were mentally. Like, is that part of coaching? Like, guys, we're still in this game. So stay with us.
Even though it doesn't feel like it.
Even though it doesn't feel like it. We're getting smoked here. We're getting beat up. And our guy Walker Little had a play where I'm sure he was off balance, but he slid over, and I think it was 42 was blitzing. He hit him square, and he went back. Our big 300-pound tackle got hit by a linebacker, went flying backwards, and he went and sacked Trevor, and
it was not a pretty day.
No.
For the or the D-line, which, by the way, barely touched Sam Darnold. And we not getting sacks is an issue.
30th in sacks, 30th against the pass. We're dropping like a lead weight in running. We're down to 12th running the football where we were 2 or 3 early in the season. Yeah, the warts are starting to show up. And and by the way, they were far from a finished product in the areas that were okay.
Well, remember this, and this is something that we talked with Tony a lot throughout the offseason. And one of the things that Tony said, and his hope, is that we're playing meaningful football in December. It looks like that's happen,
almost guaranteed.
But it looks like it. But the other thing is this. This is the progression you want to be on during a season with a young team. Getting better. Right now, we're not getting better. We're getting worse. You know, we were where we started. Now, again, some of that has to do with the competition and the teams that we've played, et cetera. You got to factor that in a little bit. You got to keep that in mind, I think. Because Seattle's a good – they've won 9 road games in a row.
Yeah, Seattle can play. San Francisco's a
and
tough
LA
one out
can play
there.
too.
Yeah, like getting
and
the
point
NFC
is this,
West was –
we beat San Francisco. We had a chance against Seattle. And I suspect when we look up in the fourth quarter on Sunday against the Rams, it'll be a tight football game. That's a
well
positive.
Said. Yeah, because these are games that I think we get pushed out of the way against Seattle in past years, and we don't have a chance to smash and grab it there in the third and fourth quarter. The way
to Dan's point too, and you look ahead, the Rams. I got news for everyone: they're better than Seattle, and their D line is better than Seattle's D line.
The edges, right?
Now, the whole line.
You think?
Yeah.
Even the middle as well too.
I mean,
that Young is a tackle.
Fisk is a good player.
They're going to eat our
They're
lunch.
on the inside or the edges?
Fisk is inside.
Okay.
Yeah.
With Young, who's inside.
Verse on the outside. They're pretty good.
Yeah.
I just know that. Well, coming into this one, I knew Seattle was like.
I'll give you an example.
I'll give
you an example.
In the middle,
Seahawks have 20 sacks this year. The Rams have 19. Well, Seattle just got 7 against us.
Right.
So let's look after next week and let the Rams get their 7 or 8. We'll talk. I mean,
no
just
Puka.
pray that doesn't
It's
happen.
like no Puka.
Yeah, that'll help. That'll help. And it needs to help because
my fantasy studies are telling me no Puka. I'm out here in these fantasy streets.
That's fair. That's fair.
I'm watching. I like this. I got just on a side note, DeChambeau and Steph Curry.
I saw that.
Are playing. They're not playing golf.
No.
They're playing hoops.
So I was like, there got to be something to this.
Okay, so I'm sure Bryson's up to something. And by the way, Steph is a very accomplished golfer.
Yeah.
But here, it is like
playground.
It's like a 12-year-old against a 6-year-old, dude. I mean, and Bryce is trying. But when you're and they're close to the same size.
Yeah, you forget that Steph because he's little basketball,
they're
but
close to the same size. I mean, Steph's got him a little bit, but not much.
DeChambeau looks like a big monster among the golfers.
I feel like it's a series. Like Bryce got to take on him.
Yeah, that's fine.
They're going to break
I'm just
50.
Saying,
That's what
I'm just saying. There's 3 plays here that I'm looking at.
Okay.
First one. Okay, let's start. Okay, so me and Murph are starting, and Murph's covering me, and I get the ball. I'm gonna just do this real quick. Swish.
Okay.
From way downtown. I mean, way back, all right? I'm going to catch you before you're even ready.
You should hear the sound. If you can hear the sound, it's even funnier.
Okay, so now you're going to D me up a little bit. You're going to be, okay, now I know he might take a quick shot, so I'm coming up.
This is DeChambeau playing defense?
Yeah, DeChambeau playing defense. So first one, I just take it, give me the ball, boom, swish, all right? Second one, you're going to come in on me. I'm going to give you a little boom, boom, bomb, go right by you, lay it in. You're like 15 feet back there, like tripping over your feet. Trying to
different, yeah.
Third one, I'm going to give you the whole... I'm going to go between my legs about 6 times. Come on, you got me, you got me. I'm going to launch it. As I launch it, I'm going to turn around to the camera. I'm going to go, night, and it goes swish.
Didn't even watch it go in.
Didn't even watch it.
Well, again, an NBA player against a pro golfer, it's like playing air.
No, I get it.
But
it
still,
is.
he's
but
amazing.
It reminds
what a fun career he's had.
One of the great things, if you ever get a chance, and this is the difference, I think, between NBA and like college basketball players. If you ever go watch NBA players warm up, it is a treat because they never freaking miss.
It's like the scene from Airplane when every ball's going in.
You just watch them shoot from the outside with nobody covering them. They don't miss when they warm up. It's a different – college guys miss. College guys bang it off the rim. College guys, but NBA players are all so good at that. It's just – it is. It's really – it's impressive.
All right, I have a basketball thing that really caught my eye yesterday, but I don't know if this was through the EA Sports or if it's through the analytics machine, but ESPN, much like they do in the NFL, rather than simulate the NBA season one time, they simulated the NBA season 620 times to best predict what will happen this year. Did you look at this column? Have you seen this?
No.
I'll give you guys 5 guesses to tell me what the NBA simulation says will be the NBA champion in 2026. This year, 25-26.
5 guesses.
620 simulations.
Okay, well, obviously, it's not OKC then.
And it says, by the way, this is not my prediction or ESPN's. The outcomes are produced at random via simulation, and everything else, including player stats, takes creative license. And so they go through a bunch of different games, and the NBA just some stuff. But let me just go forward to the postseason. I have the postseason in front of me. I need you to tell me who is going to win the NBA title after the 620 simulations.
For the first time in 55 years, the Garden will be electrified, and the New York Knicks will be world champions.
The New York Knicks, according to the simulation, lose in the Eastern Conference Finals. So 0 for 1. I'm looking for the NBA champion after 622
that people are
simulations.
excited. You should help me with this, and Murph, feel free. Can
Team to win it all. Pick to win the entire NBA championship.
Rockets. Is there any buzz about the Rockets with KD?
Yeah,
they were a good young team
There's
last
a little buzz,
year.
but I don't think they'll win it.
Well, we're picking a surprise. He says we won't get it.
Oh, he said he won't. So then it's not because I was going to say Boston.
Whatever. You get 5 guesses.
It ain't Boston. Tatum's out.
You're going to go Houston. No, this will go all day. And Houston loses in the Western semis to Oklahoma City.
What about
to pay attention to who I'm telling you is beating you?
Yeah, but I'm not going to pick Oklahoma City. I know it's not them. I'm taking my context clue.
What about Ant-Man and the Minnesota Timberwolves?
No,
you're not feeling that?
I'm not feeling it.
Okay, that's fine.
What about a team like
you want to hear something interesting?
Yeah.
Does not have Minnesota in the playoffs, this simulation.
Wow.
How can that be?
What about San Antonio?
Oh, that's a good one.
Who did they add?
They got Wemby. They went and got Chris.
No, he
they got De'Aaron Fox. They got
what about San Antonio?
Okay, that's 3 guesses.
Yes.
Yeah, San Antonio, much like Minnesota, doesn't make the playoffs in the.
Okay, Dan, I got one for you.
Okay, go ahead.
What you think about the local team, the Orlando Magic?
Oh,
yeah, he said
win it all. The Orlando Magic.
He said we wouldn't get it.
Yeah. Okay, I'll go with that.
The Orlando Magic beat the Knicks in the Eastern Conference Finals.
BS!
And beat the Golden State Warriors 4-3 to win the NBA title. Are you kidding me?
Go ahead,
Somewhere right now.
I want to make a proclamation.
Let me give you just a quick view of what Hacker looks like right now after I said that. You ready?
I want to say this. If that happens, I will run my car over R.J. Saunders.
Oh, dear.
Boy.
Yes.
Oh, dear.
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and say this.
Am I allowed to say that?
You can take your simulations and simulate something else, buddy, because I don't know who's winning the NBA this year. I know who's not winning the NBA title. The Orlando Magic. I don't get it,
Thank
bro.
you. Well, they like them. They like
the
them.
NBA championship.
I know.
Okay.
All right, before we go to break, who am I? You guys ready to play?
Knicks beat the Hawks in the semis, by the way. I wasn't happy.
Oh,
yeah.
That
Hawks are supposed to be good. Those are the 3 best teams. 1, 2, 3. Orlando, Knicks, Hawks in the simulated seedings.
No Cavs.
Yeah, they're 4th.
We got a tough start to the season.
All right, what do you got?
Cavs and Boston. Who am I? Many of the organizations spoke over the past several months of repeated angry outbursts and what were painted as unproductive and destructive communication tactics.
Mike Schilt.
Winner!
Yeah, one of the worst human beings that walks the planet. Finally banned from baseball, never to return.
Often made employees feel silly for suggestions or what they deemed helpful.
He's one of the worst people
He then would
in
sometimes
history.
complain that they had not prepared him for situations. Some veteran coaches lamented that the coaches lower on the totem pole bore the brunt of Schilt's vexation.
Yeah, he's a terrible
person. Is Schilt
person.
and Schlitter related?
Schlittler. Schlittler is a nice young man, isn't he? Why would you associate him with that Mike Schilt character?
They seem to have the same name.
Yeah, Schilt.
Witnesses to these tirades.
I tried to tell him they should have never hired him. I mean, he won in St. Louis, and they fired him in 2 years. That says a lot.
Barely out the door, and they're letting him.
I'm telling you, gang.
He said something about he would get awful emails or something from gamblers, and that it kind of weighed on him.
Mike, don't read them.
Yeah.
No, yeah. I will say this though: if you're out vacationing anytime between now and next year, and you know what Mike Schilt looks like, and you pass him on the street, don't look him in the eyes. You'll turn to salt. That man's a demon.
It says Mike Schilt relieved by the decision to retire. Some in the Padres organization feel the same.
Yeah, same way. Even more relieved.
That's 2 in a row, by the way. All right, let's come back with more. You're listening to The Drill.
The Drill. From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios. Go! Your play-by-play home of Bulls Bulldogs football is 1010XL.
The 6-1 Bulldogs rev up their high-powered offense for Thursday night lights against Riverside at 7 o'clock on 1010 AM.
Hi, this is Dale Murray with Murray Automotive Group in Stark and Kingsland. Save yourself from those big city dealers and their fast-talking flim-flam tactics. No matter what your automotive need is, we've got you covered. Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and nobody beats our prices, and I mean nobody. Shazam! Plus our exclusive 15-year, 150,000-mile warranty included on every qualified vehicle. And we'll trade anything from AirPods to fishing rods. Compare our prices online at ShazamAuto.com. Then come see me, Dale Murray. I'll be waiting for you. Shazam!
Jax is more than a city, beaches, suburbs, or a destination. We're a community that takes care of each other. I'm former Jaguar Tom McManus. J-Dog Junk Removal and Hauling is dedicated to serving you with respect and integrity. We haul construction debris or property cleanouts for managers, owners, and realtors. We do it all. Call 506-1256 for your free estimate today. We're here for you. We're veteran-owned and operated. J-Dog Junk Removal and Hauling.
Here's hoping for a Raise the Roof football season. And here's knowing Next Gen Roofing is up for any job. Game day or storm season, you need a team you can trust. And you know what? You don't need a glitzy roofing company. No shortcuts, no gimmicks, no nonsense. Solid roofs at competitive prices and a commitment to the First Coast community. Right now, save up to $300 on your next roof replacement. When you need a roof, you need Next Gen Roofing. Team with you, it's a win every time.
Hey, Hickett here for my friends at Beaches Dermatology, reminding you to wear your sunscreen, man. That's what they want you to do, man. The Sunshine State brings some challenges out there, and if you're out there for a long time, fishing, playing golf, watching your kids play, working, man, get on a floppy hat, long sleeve dry fit with cooler temps, sunscreen if you need it. Listen, they'll take care of you. Nobody better than Dr. Boudreaux, Dr. Metz, Dr. Fader with the Mohs surgery. It's a great place I go. Shout out to Solana Road. That's where I go for all my skincare needs. I had a hydrofacial there. Terrific. Get your wife a hydrofacial. You'll be glad you did. Listen, but take care of that skin. And if something does show up, then go online at beachesdermatology.com. Find the best location to serve you logistically, and you'll be glad you did. They'll take care of all your skincare needs. That's beachesdermatology.com.
Poker players, the World Poker Tour is back at Best Bet Jacksonville, October 30th to November 18th, and the guarantees are massive. Event 1 brings a $200,000 guarantee. Event 6 has a $300,000 guarantee, and the main event has an enormous $1 million guarantee. With 14 tournaments, your chances of winning big have never been better. Want in on the action? WPT satellites are already playing out. Don't get left out. Head to bestbetjacks.com for details. That's bestbetjacks.com.
Now, the Performance Painting High Performance Play of the Game. Performance Painting. Prepare, protect, preserve.
Jacksonville wanted to make a statement early in the contest, and their star wide receiver would do so in fantastic fashion. In the first quarter, Trevor Lawrence would find Brian Thomas Jr. for a 21-yard touchdown score. That would give the good guys a 6-0 lead with 1:14 left in the opening period. The Thomas score is your Performance Painting Play of the Game.
Hi folks, Jason Parker here with Performance Painting. Ever wonder what to do with leftover paint that you don't want? Here's a few options. Paint can be placed in the regular trash if it's dry. Simply stir in kitty litter to a thick consistency. Then wait a few days with the lid off till it dries. Also, if the paint is good, there's many charities or churches that would love to have it. If you'd like more tips or have a project, we'd love to help. Go to performance-painting.com. Performance Painting, repair, protect, preserve.
Performance Painting.
1010XL, presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Still, present, ready. Farah doesn't flinch.
Now the cool down with Donovan Air, Electric and Plumbing, keeping Jack's cool since '87.
All 4
road teams have won, right, so
Yep.
far?
Yep.
So we
For,
go
baseball
tonight. We're
playoffs.
back in Seattle, which, by the way, that city hasn't been to a World Series ever.
Right?
Right?
Yeah.
Never. I know the Seattle Pilots didn't go to one.
I'm going to cool down with being proactive, Dan. And we talked earlier about, the narrative seems to be Strickland is on record as saying, he wouldn't hire Lane Kiffin when Billy Napier is ultimately relieved of his duties. Then it's time to be proactive on this right now.
Yeah.
And get him the hell out of the way then.
Well, yeah, 100%.
So something needs to be done. I guess apparently, I don't know when Shane's podcast drops. I don't know if it was literally this morning and this just happened, or if it was last night and people are coming. But Shane has said on his podcast definitively that if Lane Kiffin is offered the job, he knows now that he will take the job no matter what Ole Miss does this year.
Yeah, I agree
So they
with
could
that.
go to the playoff and win the Natty.
Yeah.
And Shane's saying Lane Kiffin would take the
And by the
job.
way, if they do, you got to wait for them. You
Yeah,
can't,
that's
because
right.
there's a lot of, like I saw at Penn State, we can't wait for Cignetti. Why not? If you get the right guy, you wait. You know what? You lose a recruiting class, or you do the best you can.
Right.
It is what it is. You let that guy come in and cook. Greg McElroy suggested a great fit at Penn State, and I think this guy would be perfect. If I was Penn State, I would run to Pat Fitzgerald, and I would listen. Pat Fitzgerald to me is a perfect fit for Penn State. So,
I do like that. That's very good.
we'll
You were
see.
asking us to kind of guess.
Yeah.
If you're talking perfect, anyone who's up in that Rust Belt that can lure Urban Meyer back has probably had a good college hire, but
Yeah.
he's probably done. And Pat Fitzgerald makes a whole lot of sense. I think it's interesting that Northwestern hadn't fallen, though, without him.
What do you mean?
Northwestern's good. I mean, they're still a good little 6-7 win team. They just beat Penn State.
I know they beat Penn State, but I didn't think they were.
I thought they had other wins this year, but I could be
Are
wrong.
they?
I don't know. I could be wrong. Maybe they just played somebody okay.
I think they just had a good. I think they have. They got. By the way, beautiful little area where their facility is terrific. But that was all because of Pat Fitzgerald. They lost to Oregon by 20.
What's their record?
They lost to Tulane to start the year. 1-1, 1-2. They did beat UCLA by 3, but they were terrible.
Well, they ended up.
So they have 3 wins. Yeah, they have 3 wins.
That's about, maybe Fitzgerald had them a little better. It's not like they were like a pushing undefeated kind of team, but 8-4 at Northwestern's a hell of a year.
Did he not get them to a Rose Bowl?
Yeah,
one year?
they did. Yeah, for sure.
That's all.
That's all you need to know. I'm assuming that's a year where the Big Ten champion was playing for a national in the BCS. But either way, it's very.
Pat Fitzgerald was 110 and 101 at Northwestern.
Yeah, like I said, 3-3.
Yeah. But he went to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 straight bowls.
Yeah.
And then he went to 1, 2, 3, 4
It's like
straight
James
bowls.
Franklin at Vandy. If you win way more than you're used to winning there, and
Yeah.
Franklin was actually a little better at Vandy, and Vandy's also a little better football program. When I was a kid, Murphy, football came. There was one Saturday afternoon, a noon game on ESPN or whatever, and they would just run like a scoreboard show after the game or tell you something. And even then, I can remember Northwestern had the longest losing streak in college football. It was like 40-something games I can remember as a. Maybe I was high school age, maybe a little bit younger. Do you remember that, Hick, them
Yeah.
having the longest losing
They
streak?
were terrible.
Like 47, 48 games in a row they lost. So forever in my mind, until I die, I'm going to consider Northwestern to be one of the worst college football programs in the country.
By the way, if they do hire Pat Fitzgerald, there will be some pushback too, because why are we hiring this guy? He's out of football. He was not that great at Northwestern. I mean, I'm just telling you. But I think
I will say this: I'm a little more. It puts me off a little bit that he was only 110, 101. I needed him to be a little bit better than that.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that's not good at Northwestern, and that I think Northwestern. By the way, I think they're. Did they not? No, they wouldn't have played Penn State in the Rose Bowl.
They didn't go.
Who'd they play in the?
They
Rose
didn't
Bowl?
go to Rose Bowl under Fitzgerald. I just looked.
Oh, really?
Must have been someone.
That was Gary Barnett.
Gary Barnett. Yeah.
Oh, well, see, that matters too. Well, apparently Northwestern, it wasn't all.
The hell with Pat.
Yeah, sounds like
McElroy's wrong.
It would make a lot of sense for Penn State. Gary Barnett.
Mets owner Steve Cohen is closer to getting his casino for their Metropolitan Park development after a surprising turn of events in New York's bid for casino licenses. There's nothing surprising. I pretty much figured this guy's going to get his casino by the stadium, right?
Wheels may have gotten greased.
Yeah, we're going to make sure this works,
we'll get
right?
This through. We'll find a way to get this through. the
MGM Empire
municipalities.
City planned to open a $2.3 billion casino and resort in Yonkers.
Sure they
and
do.
was seen as a favorite to land one of the 3 casino licenses. Cohen and Hard Rock's bid and Bally's Bronx bid were seen as competing for one of the final ones, but MGM Empire City dropped out. So Yeah, I think that's gonna.
It's so hard when you're when you're trying to determine what your future is at quarterback. And Trevor's a perfect example because the fan base is all over the place and their confidence level in him. But then it comes down to, would you really be willing to like blindly move on to, say, Dante Moore? Would you move on to Dante Moore?
Right.
Would you move on to, I'm just looking at Jordan Reed's, Fernando. Are we really going to take Fernando Mendoza and hope he'll be better? Or are you going to go Lenore Sellers? Is that who you want? A perfect example really is Trevor's own draft class. All those quarterbacks, none of them ended up being anything. Mac is, with the right coaching, more than serviceable, but
well, you say
it's
that,
just
but
such
then
a hard spot.
What about the Caleb Williams class?
What
that
about
was
it?
pretty good.
Yeah.
Caleb Williams.
Yeah.
Jaden Daniels.
Would you take Caleb Williams over Trevor Lawrence right now? Not many would. I wouldn't. I know in the NFL wouldn't.
I mean, they think about it. There's guys that'll think about it.
Yeah, maybe.
I mean, listen, that's
also early with them. I'm just saying right now you're moving forward. You don't take those.
Yeah.
They've already been taken.
It's more like that's the wilderness, and you might get
I
stuck
don't
in
even
the
mean
wilderness
to. I don't
without a
even mean
quarterback.
to
You
apply.
don't know if you'll ever come back.
I shouldn't try even apply it to Trevor. It doesn't matter. It's just an example here where and the Jags are. It's probably a dumb example. They're tied to the position for 4 years, not going anywhere. But when you are making that decision, you look at these names and are you willing to
take a shot?
Well, I guess it's easier if you have no. If you're the Jets, of course.
I think what you do is you draft a quarterback in
round 4,
3rd round, 4th round.
If
you think the kid's got potential.
But that would also speak to you're unhappy with your own quarterback or you're worried. And if that were the case and you're so smart, then Mac Jones should be a Jaguar for 2 years, $12 million. I mean, he's playing in San Francisco for 2 years, $7 million.
Yeah.
So if you're so new and so smart and this, that, and the other, then there were other options that would have been just as good.
The other thing is, listen, Trevor's playing better the last 3 weeks. There's no doubt about that. But guys can have good 2-week, 3-week periods. Mac Jones started out well in San Francisco. Can he stand the test of time? That's the bigger question.
The thought with that coaching is probably better chance than what he had here and in New England.
Right.
But we'll see. Because Shanahan's quarterback friendly.
Yeah. But if you're Liam Cohen, you believe you can.
I think that, again, and I get it. We're all in a hurry. Everyone's in a hurry. When I envisioned Trevor and the success that he could have, it's with the unknown of expected improvement and continuity and getting in a system. And this time next year, none of this stuff happening or very little of it. And in the meantime, winning football along the way so that you don't suffer for it so much.
Yeah.
That's the perfect world.
Murph, any final thoughts as you head on out the door here?
I'll finish with a little bit of baseball final thoughts. Cooling down. I'm cooling down a little bit on picking fights and pitching to guys you don't need to. You saw it in game 1 against Cal Raleigh.
Okay.
When you get in, like Max Muncy hit a home run last night. If you end up getting behind some of these more power hitters and you don't have the platoon advantage, and you could think of Cal Raleigh since he's Mickey Mantle, he's always got it. Just pass him because Raleigh and Muncy, I think, are going to struggle to score from first base on a double, and you get the right-handed matchup behind them. So that's one.
That's
I think
fair.
read the scoreboard just a little bit better. And the final one will be, if you're the Milwaukee Brewers and you got here by being a team that ran the bases and stole, keep on running. Because you might need to get thrown out once or twice to figure out how to be safe.
They need to attack.
They need to run.
Yeah.
I thought they had a chance last night, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th innings with runners on.
I also like how the bunting comes back into play into the baseball during the postseason.
Charlie Dodgers did it last night with Pajes, laid down a nice bunt.
I think he did the night before, too. I think he's laid down 2 good sacrifices. Most of these cats can't sacrifice or bunt anymore.
We don't practice it.
Yeah.
And so.
What do you do it during spring training and that's it?
Maybe, yeah. You do it the first 2 pitch balls to you in batting practice.
Yeah, but you're not even.
That's about.
All right, let's go.
That's when you try to put it through your teammate's legs when he's going to pick the ball up.
How many games combined do the Toronto Blue? I feel like the Blue Jays aren't out of it. I don't trust the Mariners. They don't exactly
that's
have
fair.
a sturdy. I feel the Brewers are done. I mean, however they went. How long does that series go?
Brewers
Does it
might
go
get
back to
one.
Milwaukee?
Yeah, I feel like
Is
both
it
of them.
2-3-2 or
2-3-2.
Both of them kind of feeling like gentlemen's sweeps right
Yeah.
now. The Dodgers won more, in 5. The Seattle. I just think Seattle's going to pitch. Like the game that Toronto really not needed to get, but thought they were going to get was going to be game 1.
Right.
Because now you go Woo's going. I think here maybe game 4.
boy.
And Gilbert through the last one. So Seattle's pitching, and
Toronto's
then
got those bats, though. I
They can hit.
And Seattle also got that choke in them, man. You got to get over that one time.
Yeah.
They've had a lot of years with good teams.
Maybe they did in the last series.
Maybe they did, because they hadn't won a series in a long time. They hadn't won a home playoff game in forever.
And that was tough. They went 15 against the Tigers in Game 5.
Yeah, they did.
Man, I tell you what, that A.J. Hinch should have had, Dave Roberts' smarts.
Mm-hmm.
And pitched Scooble that whole game. You were in the
he should have kept going with Scooble. I would definitely would have kept
out.
going.
I mean, that was a big mistake,
no
man.
doubt.
Yeah.
Big mistake. And he really even wasn't that stressed, man.
No.
I was looking at the innings. I happened to look it up because I thought about, the Braves. And I looked. There was one stretch in the same amount of days that John Smoltz pitched an extra game and 80 more pitches than Scooble has pitched in the same window. Not that it's Scooble's fault, just the way they handle these pitchers now.
That's
Smoltz back then went 121, 137 back-to-back games on 4 days rest. That's how they pitched. They wanted to win.
Those were the days.
Oh.
Murph, good to see you, my man.
Thank you guys for
Appreciate
having
it.
me.
Murphy Power Hour brought to you by ITB Partners. We're back making the turn for home next year on The Drill.
The Drill.
From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
Hey, Hicken here. I couldn't be any happier than to join the George Moore Chevrolet family. When I say family, I mean it. Visit their beautiful showroom today off Atlantic Boulevard. Find out exactly what I'm talking about. No pressure, just friendly help. And whether you want a car, a truck, SUV, electric, pre-owned, you name it, George Moore Chevrolet has it. And if you can't make it over to Atlantic Boulevard, no problem. MooreChevy.com is easy to navigate as any site you will try. It's never been more easy to use. George Moore Chevrolet. Together, let's drive.
Have you got concrete or asphalt rubble piling up? Arcosa Crushed Concrete will pay you for it and recycle it. They're just minutes from Everbank Stadium on Talleyrand. Call Arcosa Crushed Concrete and get paid for what you don't need. ArcosaCrushedConcrete.com.
October means brakes for breast at Expert Automotive, who's teamed up with TechNet so you can get or give $40 and help us put the brakes on breast cancer. The entire month of October, schedule a brake job at Expert Automotive on St. John's Bluff, and Expert will match TechNet's $40 give or get, giving $80 back to you or Brakes for Breast to put the brakes on breast cancer. Book online at expertautojacks.com. Visit us at St. John's Bluff or call 374-3373. Help Expert Automotive put the brakes on breast cancer.
The drip from a leaky faucet isn't just annoying, it's wasteful. Worn parts or corrosion could waste thousands of gallons a year. Superior Plumbing and Pipelining will fix it fast. When your faucet's leaking, make the superior choice. Learn more at superiorplumbingjacks.com.
I'm Stacy, and I want to tell you about my fogged up window fiasco at my house. I called up Mac at Baker Glass, and he told me all I needed was a glass replacement. The process was so easy. All within a few days, they came out, measured, called me with an estimate, cut my glass, and came out to install the new ones. Now my view outside is fog-free thanks to Mac and his crew at Baker Glass. And my neighbors think I got some fancy new windows.
I'm Mac with Baker Glass. No one treats you better.
Jacksonville's building a fence along the goal line. This is the Superior Fence and Rail Defensive Player of the Game. Superior Fence and Rail, where quality matters.
Boye Aluakun was outstanding in the Sunshine State. The Jacksonville linebacker tallied 9 tackles against Seattle, with 6 being solo. And he'd also have a quarterback hit, as well as a pass defended. The captain was the absolute truth, and he's your Superior Fence and Rail's defensive player of the game.
You waited forever for your new fence. Then, strangers show up. Subcontractors rushing the job. Sent by the company you trusted. Frustrating, right? Superior Fence and Rail promises better. Their professionally trained builders deliver quality you can trust. No subcontractors, no shortcuts. Just the superior craftsmanship your home deserves.
When you're on the fence about a fence, SuperiorFenceandRail.com.
Tickets are on sale now for this year's Florida Forum Speaker Series featuring professional basketball player Caitlin Clark, Russian politician Vladimir Kara-Murza, and chef Jose Andres. The Women's Board of Wolfson Children's Hospital has committed to raising $1.5 million to support the new outdoor play area dedicated to therapists as an expansion of the 20-bed Wolfson Children's Behavioral Health and Wellness. Get your tickets now by clicking thefloridaforum.com.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. When it's game time, Farah doesn't flinch.
All right, welcome back to the program. Hanging out here, wrapping up the drill and looking forward to Jaguars today. In fact, E, play us out of here.
Now, the 2-minute drill is driven by nobody but Nimnicht. Nimnicht Chevrolet on Cassett Avenue and Nimnicht Buick GMC on Phillips Highway.
Talk some ball with Tony Smith, who's getting ready to do Jaguars today for just a minute here. As the Jags are over in London, getting ready to take on a very good LA Rams team.
Yeah.
Is their D-line better than Seattle's?
Probably.
Maybe a little bit,
If
right?
they're close.
Yeah.
Right?
Kind of similar.
Yeah.
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 I think the most important thing this week is I want to see does this offensive line respond? They've been going backwards here the last 3-4 weeks. I mean, honestly, they've given up more pressures each week. It's time to see what. Maybe they're not that good. I mean, maybe they
30 plus is nuts.
Well, that's nuts. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
like that's like even the last couple of years, we haven't had a bunch of games where that's been the case.
Right.
When it's been miserable along the line. But no, we'll see. If you look at the numbers getting ready for this game, yeah, the Rams coming into the game look a little bit better than the Seahawks with some of their numbers this year. I think they're 8th in yards and 3rd in points to this point this season. So, yeah, the Rams are playing really good defense. We know Jared Verse has been that guy basically since he got in the league.
Right.
Right, so they got to deal with that kind of thing this week as opposed to 3 big bodies from Seattle. You know, it's like a pick your poison type of thing. So we'll see how they deal with all that. But certainly it's no easier a test. That's for sure.
Yeah.
And they failed the test miserably last week.
They sure did. What do you got coming up today?
We'll talk a lot about that. Johnny O will join us from over in London for the second hour of the program. Our question of the day asking today if the Jacksonville Jaguars look to add help before the November 4th trade deadline, which one of these positions or groups would you most like to see them address? Your options in the poll: corner or safety, defensive tackle, edge rusher, tight end, wide receiver.
Did we read correctly that there's been some restructuring going on to give them more flexibility room heading into November?
They've done a couple of things, including another one yesterday, and it gives them basically they got about $12 million they can play with right now. So if they've said, Gladstone has said they want to keep their options open,
right?
And all these different things, and they're at least keeping the options open. It doesn't mean they're definitely going to make a trade, but it certainly makes it feel like they're probably going to make one more move. And look, we'll see where they want to make it. You can make a pretty good argument for, I think, all 4 of those if you want to include the Strange thing,
right?
That it's still a month before they get him back. And you don't know what that's going to look like even when we get to the end of that time period. So even tight end, like that kind of thing is at least something you could think about for the football team. But we'll discuss where we think, the best options are. And we'll check in with the Rams today as
Dolphins did something very smart that a contender would have been good to do. And they made just a low investment, let's see, balloon on Waller. Waller would be good on a team that was good right now.
He's playing well.
Yeah, he's playing well. He's playing productively. He'd be a good fit on somebody. I wonder if that'd be somebody they'd move.
Have a great show.
Thank you.
All right, Mike and Tony getting ready for Jaguars today. Jeff, our work is done.
It is. We'll see you in a short 20 hours. Take care.
Time to swerve.
The Drill at the DivorceMenOnly.com studios. It's the one they put in high gear.
Keep going. We got to keep going.